Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
Hey Sam, I know I promised you a surprise for our date night, but I think I should tell you where we are going.
I can see that we are in the desert. I hope you're not going to try and see me off like I've seen some people do in TV shows and films and stuff.
Do not be silly, Sam. We are walking to Sin City because I want us to go to WrestleMania, but I am worried that we can't because of how expensive the ticket prices are, and we won't be able to go.
But Ross, you silly sausage, you could have saved on flights and hotels by bouncing your location to another territory.
That is my shocked face, Sam.
And buying your travel from there, meaning you had more money to spend on the tickets for us.
Well, that's why we're walking all of the way there, though, through the desert, though, Sam. And because I was worried evil people like the Repo Man might steal my private data, like my bank details, passwords, and online identity. But I imagine, having told me that first slice of information, you're now going to tell me NordVPN secures all of that important private information.
Yes, it does.
This is the best day of my life, Sam. I am so happy. I am going to turn around now and walk home and use NordVPN to bounce my location to another place in the world to access their streaming services because I'm a citizen of the United States of America and our services aren't as good if we are all being honest.
Hold on, Ross. I will join you. What's better? If you're sick of paying out of the bumhole to watch wrestling, you can bounce your location to the UK and watch WrestleMania, which is already included in some other services packages. It could not be better.
Wow! Are you dizzy, blood? That sounds too good to be true. A ball hits Ross now. Oh! Whoa, what does that say? Wow, that ball of paper says a NordVPN account can be used on up to 10 devices, all for the cost of 1 cup of coffee per month.
To get the best discount off your NordVPN plan, go to nordvpn.com/cultaholic. Our link will also give you 4 extra months on the 2-year plan. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee.
And we do this bit together. Yeah. The link is in the podcast episode description box. I mean, that went as well as...
If you like a lot of wrestling on YouTube, join our cult. I can't believe people aren't sick of that yet. Hello and welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. You listen to the dulcet tones of Joel with his new coat.
Hello, look at this new coat. Do you like it?
I do like it.
Do you know where I got it from?
Did you get it from, Joel?
I've not heard it twice already, Joel, but where did you get it from?
Time of Market.
Whoa!
E-by gum.
And I haggled for it. It was supposed to be 34, and I got it down to 20.
That's a great story.
Thank you.
Yeah, they said, you can have it for 20, please put the knife down.
Yeah. Ross, how are you?
Fine, with a capital F. There's nothing to report. I'm a 33-year-old man with a boring life. Maffew, you have been to Oberhausen. Talk about that and all the people you smooched.
All of them. Well, we do have a time limit on this podcast. Yeah, right. It's been a roller coaster week for myself. Usually, bugger all happens. Previous week, Maffew played Doom the Dark Ages and was very disappointed. This week, Maffew went to a funeral/wake for his bloody lovely Auntie Eva.
Way!
And she had 11 kids.
Wow.
Their families are there.
Was she in a relationship with Adam? Sorry, I couldn't get it out there. Adam and Eve. It didn't work, but I
you said and Adam. I'm like,
You were desperate.
You didn't stick the landing, Ross. You have to sell for the bronze. But there were, their families were there. So there might have been as many people at VXV, 16 karat gold, as there were at the bloody wake. So it was the place to be. And it was all lovely and emotional. And the closing song was Sister Sledge's We Are Family. So everyone left. Just been like, God, what a lovely human being. So then people were like, are you staying out? It's like, no, I have to decompartmentalize myself and go home and get ready to go to wrestling and see if I can have a good time.
Yeah, Christ.
And I'm like, all right, I'm not that broken. Can I go and have a week, a fantastic family member, and just go to wrestling time in Germany and have a good time? The answer is yes. I am a broken human being. It can be switched on and off like that. Like the power switch at the back of Woody from Toy Story. So, God, what another fantastic installment of going to Oberhausen, to that one specific area with lovely people from England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Hungary, Poland. They're all bloody there. All fantastic. All having a great time. No dickheads.
Oh, that's
All
nice, isn't it?
aura.
Good.
Brian Zane was filming it like he was David Attenborough. German dung beetles and going, why are you guys so happy? And it's just like, there's just such a great vibe about it that I haven't had at a wrestling event since, I don't know, the heyday of ICW's shows when people were like, I'm going to cheer whoever.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
good.
just an amazing... Oh, the wrestling was nice.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
It's known for being the best in Europe, so better bloody be.
When did you get back then?
On Monday, and as soon as I got off the plane, I said goodbye to Henry Faust, who is a real-life friend, who is now being booked in Germany. Not because Maffew bugged the people going, oh, well, go on, he's all right. No, because of his talent that he showed at places like North. And he killed. And mates that I was with went and bought his shirt.
No, he didn't.
All right. The wrong definition. Yeah, he's actually going to Puerto Rico soon. And people bought his shirt. Just off the back of his performance.
Nice.
Not me going, he's my friend. He's like, no, I don't know Maffew, but I don't care. I'm buying a shirt because I thought it was mint.
Will he want you saying this in public? Because as
I
we
don't
know,
care.
friend of Maffew is a bad thing in wrestling.
All the mates of Maffew's are getting steady bookings and are happy in their lives. So it's good to be a mate of Maffew. Not many people are rushing to this, but... so that was nice. I mean, he got off the plane in Newcastle, went to Monument, and then went to another wake.
Right.
For a
bloody
really
hell.
close
God.
friend, lost touch with for reasons that are way too deep and dark.
Yeah,
about this.
yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, you've done this, and how are you feeling, Maffew? Because that's a hell of a... What they got, a screwball?
It's a roller
Drug straight,
coaster
I guess.
of a week,
roller
innit?
coaster. That's a much
Yeah.
better, more kid-friendly expression to use. And I feel really great.
Good.
I feel really bloody positive about life.
That's
and
great.
appreciating the fantastic people I'm around.
Yeah.
And sometimes I was telling my friend this, and it's like, considering all that stuff that's happened, and it's a weird mix of stuff, how are you supposed to be feeling? My friend said, not enough people in their 30s experience canon events. You know, you remember all this stuff as a kid, the important stuff there, birthdays, anniversaries, whatever, and they can become just part of normal life when you're in your 30s. And then stuff happens, and it does shake you up and go, all right, am I living the life I want to? Am I happy with the people I know? I've just got sick of the sight of seeing
Jesus
them.
Christ,
God.
what's happening here?
Are you going to leave this podcast?
This must be a nice happy. This is supposed to be a pod. This is
He's going to
only.
announce he's leaving
Oh
in a
my
minute.
God.
Yeah, you know what? I've just realised I hate everybody.
Hates us all.
Wrestling's for bands. Bye. No, just in an amazing mood. I'm also really happy my voice is here because it's
Yeah, that's impressive, actually.
I'm also even happier that I'm not going, hello, Joel, how are you? Because I found my accent slipping and talking a bit
I'd enjoy
like
that.
a German, but in a way that would get me punched and no one would defend me. So.
That's a shame you weren't there for longer then. I would love for you to come back and just go, hello.
You were there for how long were you there for?
4 days or something.
You don't pick up an accent in 4 days.
Friday to Monday.
Hey, Steve McLaren was there in Holland for hello, I am Steve McLaren.
Thank you, Steve. If no one else has got me, you've got me. So that's it. I'm just feeling incredibly positive, and I feel like I've just come out of a deep sleep. I feel bloody feeling the agony of defeat. I am whatever. It's a great song. Yeah, I feel really, really grand.
Your skin looks lovely. You're glowing.
You glowing,
It's these
Maffew.
beautiful airport lights we've got shining on the professional studio here at Cultaholic, which isn't in Germany, but by God, sometimes I wish it was. 'Cause it's nice there.
What a strange thing to say.
Yeah, well, I'm very complimentary about life now. So, I mean, don't worry, 2 seconds in the wrestling, I'll be like, oh, misery. But yeah, that's me. And I can't think of anything else to say really about VXV other than, oh, that's right. So Jim Smallman was there last year, and he posted on his social media stuff that he was there on holiday. Coincidentally, not long after his holiday to VXV's #1 show of the year, Mike D and Ego Blanc was signed to NXT. Jim Smallman must have had an amazing time in his holiday because he decided to come back to Alphausen at the exact same time.
Right.
The exact same tournament. So many of the people at that show, you'll be seeing soon on NXT.
I was going to say, give us a couple of names then. Who's getting signed?
Uhura, see, that's what people were thinking of. And Uhura, the main story of this year's tournament was saying, like, look, I've been here for a while. I might retire because I can't win the big one.
Who did?
Uhura.
Ahura.
Ahura. Oh, hoorah. Oh, hoorah. Sexy bastard. All the people in VXV are sexy bastards. I know, it's something in the waters. And so the thing was, is that it? He's going to lose or come up short, and then we'll see him, as Dodgy Dan on NXT, whatever. And no, he won. So I was like, yay, which doesn't mean that he's not going to leave, but you never know. Thomas Shire, who I thought was a Ben, is actually 37. So he's the ripe age.
Prime.
Yeah. So, so many fantastic people.
That's a good name. Thomas Shire.
Yeah.
Is he an elf?
He's not. He's a massive Texan.
All right, okay, that makes sense.
I'm as big as Texas, and I've worn it for a while, and then, saw him in real life, said, "Oh, you are? You're actually massive. I forgot how big you were."
Oh, it's true.
He's massive everywhere he goes. So yeah, so thank you, Jim Smallman, for making the VXV casual audience that little bit easier. I didn't say hi to him. He didn't say hi to me. Dave Bradshaw. But I've got to
Drama.
say to him. And Dave Bradshaw was there, and I waved at him, and he was going, "You're looking gorgeous." And he went, "Thank you, Maffew." Clearly the type of compliment you wanted to hear. Sorry, I'll take up way too much time to talk about how amazing and great it was. But yes, VXV, fan-bloody-tastic.
Yeah. And if they want to send us a $5 for a proper advert, we're all ears.
I paid it all. They're not doing that press stuff anymore. I paid all my own money. I could say it. I mean it with everything I meant there. I meant with honesty. But if they were crap, I probably wouldn't talk about it. Yeah. Hey, look, news.
Wow.
Yeah, right. Nino, you bugger.
Hamburguesa.
Nino Hamburguesa has been, he's Italian, has been fired from his Lucha Libre Triple R worldwide contract following an altercation with a fan at the wrestling event in Mexico. What's that?
I'm hot.
The big
We know, Joe, we know.
The big billet for
Hey.
the jacket, it's off straight away.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
Oh, Matthew's talking, but I've let me jacket off. A great 2-minute podcast. Body Slam's board that hamburger. Oh, bollocks.
Oh my
Nino
God.
Hamburguesa.
Hamburguesa.
It might be from Russia, based off what I've just
I know,
said.
the way we're saying it, it's like
Nino.
Tim Curry and Red Alert showing up again. Was released for his contract, was informed of his termination in a Zoom call. A clip of him repeatedly elbowing a fan in Mexico on the March 3rd went viral, with Body Slam noting that the clip did him no favors. I saw the clip,
Yeah,
and I'm doing it with multiple people. It looked like he was doing it affectionately.
That's
I mean,
what
am I the only
Yeah.
person to think that? I'm not saying you should be hitting kids. But I mean, it was just, it's like, boo, boo, boo. It didn't
It
seem
was
like,
more. It was more this part. Wasn't it? It
Yeah.
wasn't like a proper elbow.
and he was,
But
people were
still.
laughing and stuff. I mean, I'm not, look, okay, it was brutal, but it wasn't, if you read that, you
Yeah,
probably got
yeah,
images
yeah.
in your head of, LA Park made a weekly thing of it, of directly punching fans in the
Yeah,
face.
you think
know.
he's fuming and he's just battering him, but he won.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it was,
you, Jake Paul, punch.
It was a friendly, soft thing, wasn't it? But it still seems like it was a bit like if the fan wasn't aware of it beforehand or whatever and didn't.
That's
get
the
it.
And
bit-
it's
that's
just the stuff online, what I'm looking for.
Non-consensual contact is a phrase that was thrown at me because I was like, he didn't actually catch him.
Yeah.
He was just like on his lap and this, that, and the other. But if the fan didn't know it was coming and the fan wasn't too keen at having a big sweaty fella on his knee, then I guess that's where he's gone a little bit too far.
Plus, I don't think necessarily the pain, but if that person didn't like it, it's got to really suck if you're in a room full of people and they're all laughing at you.
Yeah.
Sweaty luchadors elbowing you and going, ha, 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 ha. And everyone else is like, ha, ha, ha.
Mr. Hamburger. Plays
Yeah.
into
Oh,
it.
which professional wrestling legend is it? Oh, of course, it's the Hamburger.
But it feels like a bit of a happy coincidence because they've just. I don't think he would have done anything when obviously WWE are apparently trying to acquire more contracts and that for Triple R people because they've only got Vikingo on their books. It turns out the other company who they're in collaboration with have all the rest of the contracts. It seems like Nino Hamburguesa.
Thank you very much. For putting that effort in. You've done a great job.
I don't think he would have had a future anyway. So it seems like you've done a thing. See you later.
Right. Is that more of a regular thing in AAA? Is like interact
not-
with the crowd like that? Or is
I'm
it-
not saying it's just, I'm not saying that, things are different back there, but they're a lot more close. And there's certain areas of Mexico where, like, what's that one place? Not Tijuana, it's the other place. It felt like it was part of the show that the fans had to try and fight the
Right,
rest.
okay,
Again,
yeah.
it's just
I was
different
wondering
things
that.
and different. I mean, obviously, WWE's like, we're a really big company. We want to make it safe for people. The optics of a guy under contract hitting fans. Yeah, okay.
that's
I
it,
fully
innit?
understand it. It's just the way it was worded. I saw the spot and thought, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was expecting blood, but
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like-
the way it was worded, and because of the previous events I've seen, it was only a few weeks ago when someone got in the ring with Bandido, I think. Was it CML? And the guy just had a high-vis on and no one knew what to do because at the high-vis, people thought he was security.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. I would.
Yeah. Oh, the security's gone to the top rope. I don't think it's him.
It's the ultimate disguise, isn't it? Make yourself stand out in fluorescent
Yeah.
colours.
If a guy with a
yeah,
high-vis came in the office and started taking monitors, it'd be like,
Yeah,
Sam must
fair
have
enough.
booked him. Who am I to judge?
Can I get you a coffee, mate?
Yeah, helping him open the door for him. It also sucks though, Cubs fan, which I'll get my Lucha Libre news. He was like number 2 in popularity.
Was he?
This isn't just some guy to you or me. It's like, no, this guy was really, really popular.
Oh, wow.
So it's like,
He'll get work elsewhere, I'm sure. If that's a level of popularity he's at. Obviously, WWE are now acquiring more and more of Triple R, and that they didn't.
and maybe it's one of these things just to do damage control and go to everybody else. Are you watching Luchadors? Can you please not hit fans?
Yeah.
It must be weird, like you've done wrestling a certain way for so long, and then they're acquired, and it's like, oh, we're not going to make it our own thing, but we're going to, play it within our rule books,
Of course,
so to speak. Yeah.
AEW officially launched their own streaming platform, My AEW, not yours, My AEW, on Monday, March 9th, as the pro wrestling promotion partnered with Kiswe. Go on, how's it pronounced?
I don't know. Kissway. I like to think
Kiswe.
I like to think Kiwi retired and just formed that.
I nearly said that. The Alan Funk in some countries. Service is primarily aimed at AEW fans outside of North America and India, who for $7.99 have access to live episodes of Dynamite and Collision, Ring of Honor, ROH pay-per-views, the AEW Podcast Network, which I admit I didn't know was a thing.
Never did I.
Is that just heels?
I know they had one thing that was it Unfiltered with Aubrey and Tony.
Oh, right.
That
I
was
didn't realize
ye-
it was on there.
Yeah, that was years ago.
Which Tony?
Shivani.
Shivani. Yeah.
Oh,
Shivani
I
Bonnie.
thought we Tony Khan.
No.
That'd be huge.
Yeah,
Shivani go, what a great podcast, guys.
Yeah.
Aubrey, that's a great point. Well done.
This is a great podcast moment.
What a moment. It'd be great if he's actually really honest. Man, that show sucked.
Yeah.
And he booked more matches. I guess another unrelated news. Triller is dead. Yeah, they've got financial troubles, and I'm sure this isn't bloody helping. So,
But this is great news for fans. Obviously, we're in the United Kingdom. And
Yeah.
obviously, you have to pay.
I'm proud of it.
Pay money for different kind of subscriptions depending on what you want to watch from AEW and Ring of Honor and all that malarkey. So they get it all under one roof. For that, at tops, it's $119.99
Yep.
a year. Seems like a
Oh,
good
wow, that's
deal.
pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is this good for us? I haven't looked into
Good
it
for
really.
the UK fans who
Yeah, it
don't want
seems
to
it.
illegally stream things.
Oh, we wouldn't do that.
No, don't do that, you viewer. You are naughty.
no,
you are naughty. You hear me? You're naughty.
put it down. There's a good boy. And I hope there's more to it, because the Triller stuff was useful for watching the stuff live and stuff like that. But watching it back, there was a skip ahead function, but watching it a bit quicker, which is normal for
Yeah,
people
yeah,
like
yeah.
me.
And there's a 24-hour channel on there now.
Right.
It's like the WWE 24/7 from back in the mid noughties. Oh, halcyon time.
What do they play? Like old Dynamites?
Yeah, just AEW
That's
stuff.
fun, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
Bringing TV back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like more people are trying to do that. Just live telly. 'Cause it's gone away, hasn't it?
It seems to be one of these things that it's one of the few things people will be watching. That's why WWE's value went up dramatically the last few years, because it's like, oh, the loser wrestling fans are still watching it. WWE. Fantastic. And so WWE oh my God, suddenly we're really reliable now. Wow. Also, speaking of Europe and people outside of Europe, I had a lovely time helping this delightful old person get through the airport in Dusseldorf, because on the way to the passport screening, they now have what's it called? The face recognition thing.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do that first
yeah.
and save time having to queue up in
God
the queue.
almighty me. The amount of signs and people still can't do it. It's
Yep. But I told her, it's like, look, do you want me to help out and to help you do this, that? And again, it was very clear, but I'm like, well, it's from a different time.
Well, you got to put your passport in the right way.
Yeah, right.
That can be
Just look at
confusing.
the feet marks are on the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah, it sometimes does take
Put
a
your
while.
four
though.
fingers of your right hand there. What am I doing? Bless her. So I thought I'd help her out. And she went, oh, that's nice. And it does the thing where the camera takes
scans
a dodgy photo
you.
of
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
so, and make sure it's the same person. She went, oh, that's good. I wonder how it realizes. I mean, what if you're small? And it goes, I am small. It went
Yeah.
all the way down. It's touching the floor.
God, technology, eh? Phew,
Yeah.
What a thing.
Yeah.
What a thing, eh?
What a time to be
There
alive.
you go. And you do that little siren. It goes, people who are part of the European Union, and you go to walk. It goes, right, yeah, okay.
We have
yeah.
to turn
Still do
around
that
now.
every time. And finally, yeah. This week, Will Ospreay has faced criticism in the wake of Pro Wrestling Eve's Wrestle Queendom event on Sunday. While sharing photos and thank yous to the whole team, he highlighted one of the Pro Wrestling Eve producers, Paul Robinson, who mysteriously wasn't shared on every photo that they were shared on other social media things. Wonder why that was. Who faced allegations during the Speaking Out movement around a brief affair with a 16-year-old. Just say that a bit sternly. This led to a huge backlash towards Ospreay and Eve. Eve owner Dan Reed. Oh, fantastic. Don't worry, guys. Eve's a fantastic wrestling company, amazing talent, and just been very reliably putting women on a pedestal for years. The worst bit about it is the owners, because they always manage to put every foot in their mouth. Dan Reed has issued a statement on Paul Robinson on the Discord. Quote, I'm sorry if anyone had questions or concerned and didn't feel comfortable asking me. I would never knowingly bring anyone into Eve if there was evidence they were a danger or if they were someone not wanted there. I don't think there's a unicorn solution here. Wait, what? A unicorn? What does that mean?
I don't know.
The right answer, like the unicorn comes and just sorts everybody
Magical.
out. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't exist. Is that the thing? It's not a magical solution here that will appease everyone. Right. And I won't claim this will suddenly fix things for everyone. At the end of the day, this comes down to trust and people's word. And if some people feel they have to tap out here, I get it. I do. But the statements shared above reflect the character that many people know, and I can't in good conscience hold things against someone that do not seem to be accurately representative. So I have to believe we are doing the right thing in standing by that. Every single person at VXV who was paying attention to this, because again, it was VXV 16 Karat Gold, that, Pro Wrestling Eve, and Rev Pro, like the same bloody weekend, and people having to go at Rev Pro going, why have we not booked any bloody women? And they're like, they're all elsewhere. To which people went, well, every woman in Europe is unavailable. Like, right, okay, mate. Yeah. So people going, oh, wow, it's going to be tough making a decision between going to 16 Carat and Eve because it's a magnificent event. And people just talking, Eve is great. Eve's so fantastic. And immediately this happened. It's like, we're just stuck in a time loop here in the UK. Yeah. And wow, how about that? Another story about Ospreay and his dodgy mates. We haven't had them in a while. Yeah, it's just obviously Dan's taken Paul at his word, which is obviously that's famously what wrestlers are known for, is being really trustworthy and sincere in everything they say. And especially not to be like grim about this, because it's obviously a very not very miserable. Sorry, it is a miserable topic. Topic we should probably move on to and go up to the happy bit of the podcast. Yeah. But when Fightful Select were reporting it, they did the link to Paul Robertson's statement that he put out on the Progress Wrestling fan Facebook page ages ago. And he says, like, I was with her, but I didn't groom her. I'm like, what? That's all right. Is that semantics? Like,
a little bit. It sounds it. Like, it? You're still with her.
Yeah, because there was one allegation that, what a happy start this podcast. Dan Edler, disgraced sweaty UK wrestling promoter who's, I don't know, probably somewhere miserable, and I hope he's there for a long time. Accused him, or was part of the thing that said, like, he took advantage of someone in a state that they shouldn't have been. And Paul Robinson denied that furiously, going, no. Edler was getting people drunk backstage. And it sounds like that is aligned with a lot of other stuff accused by Edler. So I was like, all right. But then there's a second thing of like, you were with her then, a 16-year-old. He said, I didn't groom her. It's like, are you saying that word so we don't think about other things that you could be? It was so oddly written and like oddly stated, like, I did this thing, but didn't do that other thing. It's like, Ospreay himself, he just needs. Why would he put that picture out as well?
I know, it's just because
there's
no need.
Blind faith, and it just completely blind faith.
It's the Ospreay tax and has been for a while now. If you want to book Ospreay or want to have any involvement in something in the UK, you've got to have one of his dodgy mates, and he has lots of them, and he hasn't brought them up in ages because he's been a good little boy. The Americans have been very impressed with a little lad go mental health. And people in the UK remember all this stuff. It's like, oh, that's still happening. He's just kept it quiet. Yeah.
That was the news.
Wrestling is always happy. Wrestling is amazing and everywhere, apart from the UK.
That's a blanket statement for the last 6 years, if not more.
Yeah. Don't worry, it'll get better. Here's the rest of the podcast.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame time.
You got a little bit German there, am I here?
The Hall of Fame.
Oh, wait, you going?
Is that how I was talking?
Oh my God.
You have to climb
the Hall of Fame time. That's quite German, that is a joke. In condescending order from last week.
You can guess who did who. You weren't here. That's a fun game, right?
That's a really fun game.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, who was taking my place?
Fraser
was
in. Frazier.
Okay, so leftover Chinese takeaway food, 23%. Oh, bugger you. I don't think Fraser would do that.
Why?
I think
his cuisine is.
But you are right, but you also pay attention to your food.
Oh, I'm
a fat bastard, is what we're saying here, my players.
No, it's you.
It is me.
Yay! The viral John Cena prank call from back in the day, 26%. Now, I'm not saying this to discourage the good word and reputation of Fraser, but Ross is way more prepared and up to date than that. So that's Fraser. John Moxley trying to say the word wolves.
What a dig.
52%.
Did you get some follows on the Instagram this week? More so than regularly?
Yes.
Because I plugged you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dankeschön.
Why? What did you say?
I said, go and look at Maffew's Instagram. We can't play the footage because he'll be
look at the state of this, son.
So I saw the video on your Instagram of Moxley trying to say woofs way back in the day, and then how he's wormed it into AEW promos, and now I can't not hear it when he says it. Yeah.
And so I posted that on Watchmania a few months ago, and then he did a promo like 2 or whatever weeks ago it was, where he said wolves like 4 times. So I'm like, look, there's not often I take some little credit for the little stuff I do, but I think someone got in his ear and go, oh, someone like that.
Yeah.
And also because his bloody wife loves it.
Yeah. And the fact he's big and hard, but says woofs instead of wolves.
It's cute, isn't it?
You'd think part of his lexicon, wolves, he'd nail because of how hard he is.
Yeah.
Like, wolves is one of the harder. The wolves.
Yeah.
They are one of the harder animals in my book.
We've all seen Gladiators. Apparently people are saying it's a Philadelphia thing.
All right.
Yeah, with the
Well, it's
wolves.
not just him, right?
What do you mean? What? They don't pronounce V's in Philadelphia?
No, they're allergic to them.
God forbid any of
The
them
whole
went
thing.
God forbid any of them went to Germany then. Imagine them.
Hey.
Woof. No, it doesn't matter.
I was so looking forward to seeing where that was going.
Wolf X Wolf.
Whoa. We'll get
Oh,
the
I'm
video
sorry.
out for that one.
Sorry, damn it. Yeah, that did sound like a curse. I'm really sorry.
Nah,
Sorry,
that's
the editor.
fine.
If you can't hear this, then it's all right. So, well done, Mr. Wolf. What have you got for us this week?
I've got a thing so sometimes, just to peel the curtain back, sometimes comments are held in a little pen on the back end of YouTube in case they're a little bit naughty. Some of those often include YouTube links. One of those comments held back on one of our news videos last week was held in that little pen. Is this a nice YouTube link? Is it not?
Oh, yeah.
And all I hear from like the far side of the office is Owen Mawson going, just laughing endlessly. And he sent us a link going like, Ross, I didn't realize what Tom said upset you so much on the news. So this is what was left in our little...
Have you seen this, Maffew?
I've just seen the title. No, I've not seen it.
It's so good.
I mean, I need to caveat this. Obviously, using AI is a terrible thing, especially in an industry like ours. But, you know, on the one occasion, it can be used for good.
It made us laugh. It's very funny.
Oh, go on.
Oh.
Yeah, a shellacking at the hands of the birds. You thirsty birds! Shreddy, innit?
Christ, it's too early for that, Tom.
Shreddy. Shreddy's infamous catchphrase. You thirsty birds!
Take that one. So when that got played
So that wasn't real.
no, it wasn't real.
I love that the AI made the women in the background start fighting as well. There was that much aggression.
I thought you'd have loved that.
I would have loved it until he went, well, it's AI. And I'm like,
Well, it's not real, is it? Yeah,
That
I
is
would
fair enough.
Never
yeah.
do that, Tom.
It just caught me off guard when I first saw it.
Definitely wasn't thinking about it in that moment. Oh, I was thinking about it. But that made the office just bend over in laughter. So here we are.
We bent over and then we saw that.
I
and then we
doubled
started
over.
laughing.
well, looking at the phone like that. Well, thank you for your lovely expressions. Have you ever wanted to punch Tom?
Wow, what a question.
No, not really. In that moment, I was a bit like, oh, God, that's a bit early for that. You thirsty bit. Because that was like a 9 a.m. shoot, that one, and you barely out of bed at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't hit bitch before, at least 12. Oh, well,
But
thank you for that.
there we
Ross.
go. Ross Tweddle punches Tom Campbell on air on Cultaholic Live News. Space! Exclamation mark.
616 Edits is going to be chuffed. He's got a shout out here.
I wasn't going to shout them out in case they're a horrible person.
All right, well.
They haven't given you a capital letter for your surname.
Oh, at least they spelled it right, though. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay, that bounces.
Everyone normally does the common way.
Tweddell. What?
Double D-L-E they normally do at the end of my name.
D-L-E.
Yeah. I've said this before. My name should be pronounced Tweddell. But my mum's that rough. We're like, no. we're Tweddles and that's it, you little scrut.
Nice save. So the opposite to keeping up appearances.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's bucket. Joe, what have you got for us?
Well, I came last, so I believe it's you.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Well, I am completely unprepared because apparently if I have too much joy in this podcast, it might ruin things. So I had such a nice time in Germany. I'll instead go with the other thing I liked last week. Randy Orton wearing Chelsea Green's hat.
Nice.
Didn't he look nice?
He did look nice. Really brought out his eyes.
Very military. Some edits with some dodgy speeches were put over it. I'm like, no. I'm trying to imagine Randy Orton with his, that dull way he has of talking, trying to do like hype up a crowd. We're going to give our enemies the RKO.
He was a serviceman, wasn't he, for a bit? And then he got.
He was?
He was for a bit.
Was it a dishonourable?
It was dishonourable because there was some feedback from the WWE. They would for a few years put him in with the like, we salute the troops, here's to the military and all this, and the show Randy Orton, and people actually served were like, wait a minute, no.
Well,
Honestly, yeah. Sorry, I've been concentrating on live too much. I'm going to think amusing. I look at it. Anything that I've been sent by the lovely people for this podcast has been like huge copyright infringing things.
Yeah, a lot of it
audio that we can't play. So I'm not being a dick here.
That's what makes it very difficult, isn't it? The Hall of Fame, the copyright stuff.
What are you talking about?
What do you
Me and him
mean?
are 7 years into this every single week without fail.
I'm really struggling.
There's plenty of fails. Don't worry.
I don't know how you do it. I struggle every week now. It's
Always
tough.
keep your eyes and your ears open, Joe.
Yeah, I need to embrace the world more.
Yeah,
Like
do.
Randy Orton's hat.
Like Randy Orton's hat.
That's good stuff.
What a good look.
I nominated Leftover Chinese last week. Can't believe he didn't win.
I can't. But you know what? I would have voted for that.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's
It's because
just-
you know the other week we were talking about Chinese and we had Big John up.
Yeah.
I was craving it after that. So like a week later I got one. Oh, it was good. Oh,
You know what
it
I
was
learned
tasty.
in Chinese news this week?
Go on.
You can get duck chow mein,
Right.
not just chicken chow mein.
Well, I got Peking pork, which I only thought you could get with duck. But no,
It's
you can get it
incredible.
with
You
pork.
can throw any animal in
It's
there.
unbelievable.
Yeah, so versatile.
God.
Peking pork sounds like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Peking pork and your crazy adventures.
Just picturing a pervert pig.
Yeah, same. Like the
Hey, what's he like?
one from Looney Tunes just flashing.
Hiding in a bush outside public toilets. Peking pig. Peking pig. Go on. Is that your whole fame pick?
No. Mine is because, as you know, I upgraded my sound system recently.
You have been talking about that a
So
lot.
I've been listening to a lot of music and my records that I haven't been able to play before. So I've got a new appreciation for like old records that I've got that I haven't listened to in ages. So I'm going to nominate an album. And I'm going to nominate the first Stone Roses album.
Because the second one,
Because it's really good. Well, the second one's all right, you know.
Ooh.
It's got
killed the genre.
No, it's got love
No, it
spreads on it. It's got 10-story love song. It's great
Oh, okay.
stuff.
Maybe that's a modern opinion then. Fair enough then. But yeah, first Stone Roses album.
But the first
yeah,
one's
great
like
pick.
untouchable. Yeah, I listened to it like a couple of days ago, and I was like, it was like that was like the first album that I got into by myself. Because before that, my dad always recommended stuff to me, and that like shaped my music taste. But this one I found on my own. I listened the whole way through, and I was like, wow, this is great. And I go back to it every once in a while, and I'm still like, wow, this is great. So I'm going to nominate that because it's really good. And I'll put this to you: it's better than anything Oasis has ever released.
You see, as a music man, I'm not like, I can't tell you what's on an album.
Right.
But there's no doubt about it. Oasis hit higher heights than the Stone Roses, Joe, in terms of on a
there's no-
per hit
yeah.
basis.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Stone Roses are fantastic in their own right. I'm not going to take that away.
Yeah, that first album. In
But if
particular.
we're going to war here with Stone Roses
Well,
on one
I'm
side,
not sure I want to go to war.
the Gallagher's on the other, and all their armor is their discographies.
Yeah, I mean they've just got loads more stuff on their Oasis, so it's fair enough.
I would love to hear those lot arguing against each other. But a very entertaining
That'd be a
argument.
nightmare.
Get the lad from Primal screaming as well. You see the
Yeah.
Brits?
Oh, okay, yeah.
When he was on the Brits presenting an award, he
No,
was
what happened?
off his face. It was brilliant. Sam,
really?
what's his? He'll know his name. Lead singer of Primal Scream. Guy with long black hair, whatever his name was. He was just drunk off his.
He was a noted knob end for most of his career.
I don't know what his name is.
Sam saying he was a noted knob end.
Noted Knobben. That was a sidekick of Peking Pig.
But he presents an award. I think Liam Gallagher, Noel Gallagher got like some kind of writers like lifetime achievement thingy award, and he was presenting it. Just his performance on the Brits were brilliant. Bobby
That's
Gillespie.
the one, of course it is.
He was off his
Gillespie.
face.
Yes, he was a good lad.
Up the Keith.
Of the Keith.
Yeah, he was at the match the other night with Tino. It was great.
Yes.
And John Beresford.
Oh.
Anyway, we're digressing back to the 90s.
Oh
here,
yeah,
full
sorry.
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too many 90s.
Remember
Hooch?
Hooch was
Yeah, yeah.
great.
Hooch.
Oh!
Virgin Cola. Them were the days.
I wrote a part of my second year uni course was a piece on the resurgence of Hooch back in 2012.
The drink.
Yeah,
The drink, yeah.
Oh, right.
It was too marketed for kids in the 90s, so it went away for a bit.
Was
and
it?
it came back in the late 2000s, early 2010s, yeah.
I thought it was like more a recent thing. I didn't even know it was in the 90s.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She used to have
Wow.
a funny little character on the bottle, and that
Was it always alcoholic?
It was an alcohol, like like a WKD equivalent in the 90s,
Yeah.
and they had to sort of rebrand it ish and make it more like a Copperberg.
Ah.
So I
Yeah, 'cause-
interviewed the Lambton Worm manager in Sunderland, the Weatherspoons at the time, which is no longer there,
That's interesting.
about the resurgence of Hooch.
Wow.
And I'm with you because I was about to argue going, no, I wasn't aimed at kids. I'm like, no, wait, as a kid, I wanted to drink it. Because
That's the
the
funny little
packaging
lemon
was
man,
really
yeah.
cool. Yeah, Yeah, a little lemon man.
It just tastes like lemonade, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Great.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. Refreshing. Yeah.
Anyway, Stone Roses are good.
Stone Roses, yeah.
R.I.P. Mane.
Yes,
You got to say it like that, apparently.
Mane.
Mane.
CEO. No, it's good because people have been requesting you to say more about what.
Yeah, I've been listening to
fantastic sound system you have.
I've been listening to Big Star, Kinks, Neil Young, MGMT, just all my records. It's good fun.
Got you good taste.
Thank you so
Like
much.
a Top Gear soundtrack.
Yeah, do you like Big Star?
No, not listening.
Never heard of Big Star.
Yeah, who are Big
They're
Star?
good. They're
Should I know a song by Big Star?
No, they weren't big. They're like,
Well, I mean,
Liars then, aren't they?
libelous comments here.
and the record's called Number One Record, so lying again. No, they're good
I don't
stuff.
trust them. It's funny you say that because I saw Atomic Rooster, 70s band, at Trillions yesterday.
Ah.
They sounded great. They're all old, and you can tell which ones are the new members. It's not got grey hairs.
Right.
But yeah, and the guys, it's great to be back here because obviously we're all multi-millionaires. We'd only be playing a venue like this, but I thought we'd come along anyway.
Oh, God.
A bit of crack. No, they're really fantastic.
Nice. I haven't been to Trillions in years.
The sound is really good for bands.
I've never seen a band there, actually. I've only got in for a drink.
No,
It's
yeah,
quite
me
like,
too.
it's like heavy in it. Is it like quite?
It can be. Yeah.
Yeah. It might be too heavy for me.
Oh, bless you.
I'm a little weakling, you see.
No, that's not true.
Have a hooch.
It'd be hard after that.
That's not a heavy
You'd be
drink.
windmilling like Seth Rollins' NXT era if you catch my drift.
That's what his catchphrase was in the 90s. And people like, who's Seth Rollins? He doesn't exist yet. So those are 3 adequate picks for this week.
Adequate's the right word.
There you go.
Mine's great.
Yeah, no, sorry, it's 1 great pick in Ross and 2 second and third places.
But I feel like it won't win.
Yeah, no, it will.
Because
Come
there's
on.
not enough laughter in the studio. You
Yeah.
know, we used up the laughter in the office last week.
Yeah, that's true. That is
Yeah.
true.
Bless you.
But still, people at home will be laughing.
So we tell a really good joke for the 5th time.
Yeah.
So the lovely picks you have this week are, I'm going to say Ross punches Tom.
Yeah.
So a lot of them people go, whoa, wait, what?
That'll get clicks, even if you haven't seen it.
Do it in capital letters, please, with exclamation marks. Randy Orton wearing Chelsea Green's hat.
Right. I can't even picture what kind of hat it was.
Their entrance hat,
Looked like
yeah.
a military hat on
Yeah.
Randy.
Right, okay. And the Stone Roses album,
The first one.
the first.
Is that what it's
It's
called?
obvious. Yeah, it's called Stone Roses.
Stone Roses.
Self-titled.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. Don't worry, you'll get better next week. But for now, to help Ross win this week, please go to patreon.com/Cultaholic. What
do you mean?
While you're there,
No, not to help him win.
I'll take it.
come on.
It's a competition.
Come on.
Yeah.
Uh, And whilst you're there, become a proud Patreon supporter. Like the following sexy bastards: Reno 2200
from the future.
Finger bang bang you every night.
Is that a laser gun then? I suppose there's
a
shotguns in the
rifle.
future. See, I always think it's like a laser gun. Pew 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 pew. But you're like,
Oh, because it's from the future.
but they probably will have
why
guns
would it
in the
be?
future.
Oh,
I
yeah.
imagine, yeah.
Oh, that was the whole thing, wasn't it? It was supposed to be
Yeah.
like pew pew. Not
You're going off topic, man.
It's
The year
just got to
2200.
Of course, yeah.
It's everything's future gun, you know.
Yeah.
Levi LaRue.
He's going in for the kill. He's doing it for the thrill. I tell you what, this is my first week not doing this with headphones and hearing this out loud. It's painful. It's really bad. It sounded better in there. Oh my god.
Jimmy Gillen.
The best a man can get. That was all right.
Yeah. Tay 2.
No. Take 2.
And Mike Kavanagh.
Oh, I've forgotten again.
Oh, Mike Kavanagh.
Oh, Mike Kavanagh. There's like 3 different ones for Kavanagh, isn't there? It was BNBN one week. It's Kavanagh. And then the other one, I can't remember what it was.
Mike Kavanagh.
Bang, bang, bang.
He gets 3 in 1.
He's a meal deal.
Yeah. I had a disgusting meal deal just for lunch before we started.
What did you have?
I had a wrap from Tesco. It's limited edition. Barbecue sun fried chicken with mac and cheese in the wrap.
Cold though.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Oh, yeah. It's like
I walked past it. I was like, I'm not getting that. And then I did like a double take, and I was like, well, I've got to try it.
You're not meant to heat it up.
That's
Nah.
Stick it in the microwave. As
I suppose you could, but I didn't. Yeah.
Well, hopefully your day and week is a warm, version of what you just said. Tommy Arsen.
Stick your week in the microwave and come back to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast next Friday.
Well, I feel like you just stuck your head in a microwave.
This is This Week in the Wrestling. It's this bloody week in the wrestling.
This week in wrestling. We start off with SmackDown, because it's the first one. Elimination Chamber winner Randy Orton, without his hat, vowed to walk out WrestleMania with the WWE Undisputed WWE title. The Viper hit the outspoken Trick Willie with the RKO.
Ross, so outspoken. Oh my God, he's so outspoken. I quite enjoyed the Randy promo because it was like, it's Randy Orton. He's been 20 WrestleManias now, but only main evented twice, which shows no matter how good you are, you can't always be guaranteed to make it to the main event. But then he's also lying out his arse by saying that he's proud to still be doing it at the top of his game. And he's not been at the top of his game for a long while, but that's why we like Randy Orton. Carney's not the word. What's I'm looking for? Like, he doesn't...
Working smarter, not harder.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And he's doing it at the main event level. I love him for that. So him lying out his arse, I'm all right with them.
It was a very generic promo, wasn't it? But like you said, it's Randy, so everyone likes him. He was proper over here.
Yeah.
As he always is.
You think Randy's going to use his best lines for a promo? Yeah. His approach to promos is the same as his wrestling. It's like, I'm saving the bumps until, next year.
Yeah.
Is that sounds like a drug joke?
No, it's not what I meant. I mean,
Wines and bumps.
Oh.
I think he's one of the few wrestlers I wouldn't say that about, because if he's on that stuff, he should get his money back.
I was going to say he might have had a little dabble in the naughties. He was smoking tabs before shows. Sorry, everybody outside of Newcastle. He was smoking cigarettes before.
Thank you. Yeah, and I love that clip because that's a crowd of kids. Randy. Yo, anyone got a cigarette? Yeah, here you go, man. All right, thanks. Doesn't shake the guy's hand, doesn't take a photo, doesn't anything.
That's an old school wrestler there, baby.
fair play
And
to
then it was a
old
full circle moment recently because someone in the crowd was just like, Randy. And he's like, nah, it's not 2005, kid.
I think he doesn't smoke because it's too much effort. Whoa. I mean, it's reaching in my pocket. No. This was just bog standard, but it was good to see Randy. I don't know, it's weird, isn't it? I don't really care that much about Randy, but I really am impressed just as somebody who's watching, Attenborough style. Here comes the Randy, the sloth, getting the biggest reactions every night, despite doing very bloody little. But I think actually, to be fair, the best thing he's done in years, best bump he's taken was, selling for LA Knight and then rolling to the crowd that were yelling, you messed up, and going, So it's like, we're with you.
I tell you what, though, from a Trick Willie perspective, I don't want to see too many more segments like this because this felt like one of those ones where current day star faces star of former years, but star of former years always comes out on top because nostalgia, by and large, won in that period of time of the last, 10 years or so when they would just wheel somebody back. So not too many more segments like that for Trick Willie.
They've had a few interactions, haven't they, Randy and Trick? And I don't really know. Well, I mean, it's good for Trick to be out there with Randy, but like you said, if he just keeps getting beaten up, then...
You wouldn't have seen The Rock in 99 getting beaten down by Bob Backlund, would you?
Don't know, because he wasn't in the company.
I know that one, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, Bob Backlund, who hasn't been here in years.
So you remember the 99 run of Jake the Snake Roberts, didn't you, Matthew? But you know what I'm saying?
He's been up the Rock asking for spare change. But no, I'm with you, though. I'm with you. I think it's just because, Randy's bloody won Elimination Chamber and getting the title shot, he needs to look as dominant as possible.
Yeah, of course,
it makes sense for this. He'll be all right. And also, they brought up the fact, because it went bloody viral, the fact, Randy just going up to him on camera, you're not 6'5".
Yeah, he would not let it go, would he?
No,
He just kept doing it as Trick was talking.
What did someone say? Was it in baseball now? They're talking about this in VXV. Because for years, people in baseball have just said, this is second-hand information, so if it's wrong, I apologize. In baseball, people just said, how tall and heavy are you? And just took somebody at their word. Now I've got actual things to measure it. So dramatically, all these people in baseball are suddenly shrunk overnight. It's like,
Think about
you're not
that.
6'5".
That Braun Strowman clip.
Exactly.
How much do you weigh? I can't stand on those scales, dear sir.
You just told me at a weightlifting event what you weigh and how much you... There's no scales here. No. So, decent start. Carmelo Hayes defeated Elio Dr. Wagner. It says D. Is it not Del?
I don't know.
De.
I think
it is
it's Del.
Del Boy.
I've got written it Del, like Del Boy. Del Boy Dr. Wagner Jr., who also sold you your coat in a United States title match.
Apparently requests came in from all over the world and from all over the company to face Carmelo Hayes in this open challenge match, and the most beautiful mask in the world arrived. That's what his promo was. I was like, oh, I have the most beautiful mask.
It's a nice mask.
It is a nice mask, but I don't need to hear that.
Also, I will not be hitting any fans. Do not worry.
Hello.
I am not being overdubbed by somebody else.
I thought this match put the shoot back into the open challenge because you could tell they were quite literally calling it in the ring because you heard it multiple times, them calling it in the ring. And a couple of bits didn't go as smoothly as they were obviously intended, but sometimes it adds to a match. Other times in this instance, you can go, oh, they haven't maybe mapped this one out too well before they went through the curtain.
I feel
don't mind that.
wrestlers have been louder in recent weeks. I don't know if it's just me.
On Raw.
Yeah.
We'll get to it, but El
Rusev.
Grande Americano and Rusev were so loud.
Yeah.
When the ref goes to Grande Americano, be aggressive, hit him more, get on top of him.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be impartial, these referees. What's going on?
Hey, El Grande, you suck.
Charlotte a couple of weeks back as well, calling every spot in that triple threat match.
She's always been loud.
She has been, yeah.
No,
What?
doesn't matter. I was going to say something terrible.
I'm glad you didn't.
They were early on, though, those mishaps I've written in my notes, because when this one got going, to be fair to the lads, it really got going. And it was a nice enough finisher with the missed moonsault leading to the nothing but net for the win for Mello, who continues to build a legacy in the company.
Wow.
Oh. I don't like that. Joe.
Yeah, it was a good match. It's nice to see someone a bit different do these open challenges because we're just seeing the same people over and over every week. So it's nice. And Triple R guys are the perfect people to come in and be that different person. Good selling from Mello. El Hijo really leaps into his cannonballs, doesn't he? Which I like. Proper, gets off his feet.
Like Peter Kay in that John Smith's advert.
What?
Yeah. And now it's John Smith. It's like an Olympic diving competition. This advert's about 25
I was going to
years
say, I've
old.
not thought about this in years.
I can't remember this.
And it's Peter Kay when he was proper big. And he's just like, and now coming up to the diving board, John Smith. And you've seen all these people do all the fancy Olympic dives off the high board. He just goes boing straight into a cannonball.
That's
Tens
great.
all round.
Oh, wow.
Pint of John Smith's for the win.
That's
Yeah.
good stuff. Yeah, so it's
It shows him
exactly
get
like
out of the
that.
pool and his ass is out. Yeah, good stuff.
So that's El Hijo D.
Yeah, he's just like Peter Kay in his prime. That's
Yeah.
it. That's our seal of approval.
Yep. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It was his 5th televised WWE match, though, which I was a little bit surprised about.
Count NXT then.
2 in NXT, yes, including the
Wait.
Day of the Dead ladder match against Ethan Page.
Yes, I remember that.
There's one. It's a defeat against Lexis King in 7 minutes and 41 seconds. Which,
Oh,
considering it was back in October 2025, would have been a little bit worse than it would have been in the current day. Because Lexis King has gone like that. Rapid improvement. Then there's a couple on the Triple R shows that were WWE presented, if that makes sense.
They're counting Triple R shows as W show.
Yeah,
I guess so.
yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm with
They
you.
were written by The Undertaker, Maffew.
Yeah. But yeah, he looked much better in the second half, and it was just grim when he's like, "Here it is, today's mystery guest, Dr. Wagner the third," and no.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It does
But then
just-
they have to have some cross promotion with Triple R every now and again, so it makes sense just for the optics.
It does just feel like we're waiting until Elia challenges him.
Great promo backstage from
Yeah.
him. He went full Sideshow Mulligan for the first time in a while.
Yeah,
my mother was a warrior. I need to become like the warrior she was, a
'cause-
humble lady.
It was International Women's Day, so the cross promotion there was, "I have a mother."
I'm carrying the burden of being her son. I need to be the warrior again. That was Elias promo there, 'cause he still
It's
doesn't,
not far off, really, is it?
he still doesn't deserve to have the title shot because he needs to win some more matches in the honor of his mother.
But he's not.
One day I will challenge him. I
he's
will
not-
win the title for my mother.
He's not wrestling matches though. That's the problem.
He was too busy writing this bloody song. I do not have the time to do cardio. As the Irresistible Forces celebrate win the WWE Women's Tag Team title from Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, the teams of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, as well as Julia and Kiana James, crash the party to stake their claim at the title like it's King Lear. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss then defeat Julia and Kiana James.
In the promo bit, I feel like there's been a conscious decision made to make Julia talk more like Io Sky and her mannerisms in terms of being like crazy and
Oh, okay,
and
right,
like there was a little bit she was doing there. It's better. We'll see how far it goes because in the news this week, apparently the planned WrestleMania United States Championship match for the ladies is Julia versus Tiffany Stratton.
Yes.
That's the one.
Yes.
Forgot that for a second.
No, I love the dramatic pause there.
Which is good because she's done nothing with the belt so far. It feels like it's wasted on her. But if she's going against Tiffany, that'll be good.
Has anyone done anything with these belts?
No.
Chelsea Green did.
Chelsea
when
was
she was
all
given
right.
the chance, kind of.
Yes, and then
they took it
and
off
then they
her.
all went on reel and went, yeah, we don't need to do much with her.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow, great, cheers.
God. Yeah, it
And he
is.
took a hat.
It's weird, that team, isn't it? Julia and Kiana, because they're a good team, but they do both feel just like single stars now. Like they don't need each other. Like Kiana's broken out, and her Rumble performance then in the Chamber, she's great.
Oh, yes.
So I think they're going to split up soon. Kind of hope so.
I think they should do as well. That makes me worry for Julia, unless they have her do more of these promos. 'Cause I thought this was a marked improvement based on what we've seen from her so far on the main roster.
Yeah.
As for the match, I thought Julia and Bliss were very good together here. I thought they were wrestling like their lives depended on it. But then Alexa Bliss took a cane bump when she started a move already on her knees, which I thought was massively impressive.
Randy approves.
Just in case people don't know what I mean by a cane bump, when Kane would take every move on his knees, a pedigree on his knees, a power bomb lands on his knees.
Yeah.
But Bliss did that there it was the stomp that Julia did with the move and reference in there. I really enjoyed Julia doing nothing to Bliss in the ropes and pulling her face and making a noise. There you go. There's some analysis for you. That's why I get paid for the big bucks. Built a Charlotte's hot tag really well. Bliss with a firework up her arse this week compared to what we've seen in the not too distant
Like
past.
Kodabushi.
That was the anniversary today.
It was.
So yesterday as the podcast goes
That would have
live.
been a much better pick for Hall of Fame, but oh well.
And then Charlotte Flair, wrestling like she was from the 1980s. The exaggerated little bits in between the moves. It's pure Americana I've written down here. Christ alive, what's happened? I don't even know. It's pure Americana.
Have you seen an Offspring album?
I don't know what that means.
American.
I'm sure I've seen a backstage thing with Vince McMahon where he's like, ha, the wrestling business. It's pure Americana.
I've heard other people describe it as that, so I'm with you.
It's the pageantry. The fireworks. Wow.
Yeah.
Right, I
The
see what
meat.
you mean. Yeah.
The lack of adequate pay for its workers. It's American. Anyway.
Yeah, decent match. Do we think Charlotte and Alexa break up at Mania, maybe?
But they've got such good chemistry together, Joel.
They're awful.
but the crowd love it.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
get it.
It makes no sense.
I think it'll happen before.
Dear.
Because I reckon, we'll get onto it later, I reckon Cody might go at WrestleMania.
What?
Turn at WrestleMania. He's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, Cody.
Yeah.
Right.
Aye.
Yeah.
Just based off stuff that's happened.
Yeah, but you can have two turns.
Yeah.
That's fine.
He can't.
Oh, right. Sorry.
You can't have two.
Oh, right, that's it. Right, you're
You
saying
can't have
that.
two of the same things.
I forgot about the rules. Yeah.
Can't have two.
But what if a turn on night one and a turn on night two?
No.
That's why you have to go to Vegas. You have to go to both dates.
That would take away from the night two turn. if anything.
Because if you turn twice, you're just getting the same direction as you were when you started.
It's a 360, baby. I want 180s, no more.
Yeah.
I think they'll be in a tag match though at Mania, and I think they'll break up.
Whoa.
That's my prediction.
That's him.
I actually think, in a weird way, I think Charlotte will stay face because she is
So do I.
shockingly over it. Bliss
Yeah.
might turn heel.
And you know what? I'd prefer that actually. Yeah.
I think it'd
what I
be
would
way
do as well.
more interesting, so it won't happen. The opening bit with everyone talking, everyone coming out was like every NXT segment where it's like, oh yeah, right, the women. So I didn't really care for it. Wasn't much said, but the match I was impressed with. Charlotte was very on, and she hit one of the best moonsaults she's hit in a long time. So it's like, yeah, cool.
Pure Americana.
Stay face, you American. And then we get the tag team turmoil match. Ooh.
Do not mind Truth and Priest winning at all, because there was a bit of discourse I saw saying, oh my God, they're not even a proper tag team. They've been thrown together and they've beat the bona fide tag teams. I don't mind it because there's a little asterisk next to their name because the MCMGs, they got eliminated under circumstances involving ropes and whatnot. The Wyatts got attacked by the MFTs attacked the Wyatts.
Yeah.
So there's a little asterisk on there. So they've the ultimate opportunists.
Yeah, well done.
The rated R superstars.
Why has no
R-Truth
wrestler
and
ever
David
used
Priest.
that term before? Yeah.
Lovely wrestling from Fraxiom and the MCMGs in the early going makes you wonder what they might be if they could give a bollocks about men's tag team wrestling in the company today, but they don't, and that's fine.
When is it International Men's Day? Honestly, look at how we're suffering.
All right, Will Ospreay.
Some of our best friends are men.
Los Garza with a nice little reminder of what they're about. Their finisher with this, I've called it the swinging cousin shagger. It's fantastic.
It's been that long since we talked about it. I forgot about that gimmick.
I forgot they were still in the company.
Angel forgot to do his little tit scratches.
Yeah.
Berto's still got them on. But angels have healed.
Oh, what?
It's
They're not
incredible.
real tats.
No.
Oh no! Wrestling lied to me. Oh,
They would never do that. You take them at their word.
I thought they were supposed to be like scars.
yeah. Like,
And they've gone?
get some cream for that, I guess.
What's that emo poppy punky song about the scars healing or whatever? Scars heal. I don't remember.
Oh
whatever.
yeah, you know what? That could be like
Yeah, that could
6
be any-
different songs. Yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah.
Loomis with one hell of a bump, like a train, called Loomis. That's a very British reference there. Through the ropes to the floor, he flipped in all sorts. Wah, wah, wee, wah. It goes from Edinburgh, I think,
Train
Joe.
called Loomis.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It goes from Edinburgh to London. I'm sure it's blue. It's pretty. Lovely
Yeah,
train.
Lumen. Is it Lumen?
Oh, is it Lumen?
Oh,
Not
I'm with you
sure.
now, right?
Don't
Lumen.
say it's Lumen.
I don't know. It could be.
The Lumens. Remember that, Sean? BBC
I
One
do
back in the
remember
day.
it.
They are the Lumens.
I was like, I had to ask my mum, I was like, are we supposed to be watching this? It felt like something had just broken into our TV and started playing alien shows.
Are we talking about the same show?
Yeah, the room with the hippos and stuff.
Oh,
It
yeah,
really,
Lumens, yeah.
it really
Oh,
weirded me out.
Lumens.
Yeah.
Not Lumens.
Ah, but we're talking about Dexter Lumens, aren't we?
Dexter Moomin, you know. You know the giant hippo who works for the YT.
Yeah, he took one out.
He's the heavy of the team.
I forgot, yeah.
What's wrong with you, Joel? You're not paying attention?
You're not following along.
You're not listening to the show with a podcast on like someone else used to work here.
Dexter Lumen.
Aye, crowd pop and win. I'm not against it. I don't mind it.
I'm not against it. They'll probably win the belts as well because look at who they're up against. It's fine. It just made me a bit sad, this match. just the state of the tag team divisions in. It's just bad, isn't it? Like, how can you care about any of the teams involved? It was nice to see Fraxian back.
Yeah.
It's nice to see them wrestle again 'cause they're great. But yeah, it's just... There's not much going on.
You're right. It's a sad state of affairs when the oldest tag team in wrestling right now, R-Truth and Damian Priest, are together. And again, Damian Priest, how many years into his singles run where he's only over if he's with next to someone popular, like Rhea
he's
Ripley.
bringing this back.
But go back and watch a few
God.
appearances appear on TV and be like, oh yeah, it's DP. All right, pal. Cool. Who else is there? And yeah, here is R-Truth winning this match, and Truth's still a comedy dude. Crowd loved him. And the rest was just kind of there, wasn't it?
Hey, but there's history, lads. There's history.
What?
The
Is
JD back in the day. Truth trying to get into the JD. Priest being like, no,
I forgot about that.
you are not goth.
Damn it, they are technically ex-members of the JD.
Exactly. There's history.
I totally forgot about
Maybe
that. yeah.
JD, what, Wolfpack or JD Black and White? Or...
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you want to go that way. Yeah. They are. Doesn't matter.
No. Hey, moving on. No. Rhea Ripley informed WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill that she will take her title with sheer force at WrestleMania in an intense war. This is definitely from the WWE website, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, this is
Sheer
your
force.
words. This is you.
Oh, sorry, I wrote this before I came here on the plane. Yeah, this was rather surprising, Ross, because I'm sure many people were waiting for the penny to drop about the online interaction that we saw, and there wasn't any of it.
I was going to say the Twitter stuff was a lot more interesting than what we got here.
Yeah.
Without the Twitter stuff, I think what we saw would have been absolutely fine because I quite like the angle of Jade going like, "Look at my body," and then Rhea going, "But my body is more made for fighting than your showy offy body." I thought that's quite a good angle, but just based off the Twitter stuff we saw before, and obviously the real life implications of like the rest of the women's locker room getting involved, it feels like Jade is on an island of her own back there in real life.
You are right, but people were saying this online. You're like, about, you can never tell who's really telling the truth and what's just made up bollocks nowadays of wrestling news. Only trust cultaholic.com. But yeah, because like, oh, Jade this, Jade that. I'm like, oh, shut up, man. She's great. I don't care about you. Yeah. And then this happened. It's like, there is some stuff there, isn't there? Because there's some stuff like I don't care about, like, oh, she couldn't make this trip because she was on holiday. I'm like, yeah, you're allowed to go on holiday, mate.
Aye.
No, you should be at work every week. Shut up, man.
Yeah.
But then it's like, there was that issue with Shayna Baszler a while ago. There's these things. And then it seemed to be okay. And it was like prodding. And then, well, you go to creative and try and suck up. It's like, oh, no.
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just strange thing to say.
And it's weird also, like, in this age of WWE Unreal, that they would see this happen and go, like, oh, let's just pretend it didn't happen in this age where we're all knowing what's going on Twitter and whatnot. Especially
when last year's build-up to WrestleMania. Because I thought that stuff on Twitter was real because of the bloody Tiff versus Charlotte thing, which got completely out of bloody hand. It's like, and that ended up being a thing. It's like, are they just going to do this every year because of Unreal and because there's not much else they've got going?
Yeah, because it added to that match last year, didn't it? The Tiffany Charlotte thing.
I'll say
it made people want to see the match.
100%. That made me way more interested in that
Same.
than I hadn't been otherwise.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought this was weird. I'm not. I wasn't into it.
It's just weird not to reference what happened when everybody saw it. Like,
But even like the bodies stuff, my body's better than yours. I felt that just a bit strange.
that was bad. No, you can tell that wrestler conversations all the time about being in shape and whatnot. That's all they talk about. Protein
fine.
shakes and farts.
Yeah,
The only thing's real in the business, baby.
Rhea's line of your body's for show, mine's for fighting. That was good, but there's no substance to any of it.
I think, Joel, because they saw the stuff that was happening online with the optics and went, oh, no, it's even worse than that hamburger luchador.
The Hamburglar.
You know what? How can we get out of this? Go to the ring and both talk about how fit and buff and jacked your
Pretty much.
bodies are.
Yeah.
That's the kind of interactions you want online. And you know what? I'm going to say they did a great job.
That's fair.
Very professionally.
I will say, I thought Rhea like completely outshone Jade.
Yeah.
I thought she did. I thought in comparison, Jade looked really just bad.
I saw people telling me that as well, and I thought, but her character's that, isn't it? Like, I don't know how much of this is talking about her and her acting. She's supposed to be the heel. She thinks she's better than everyone. That's what I got from this. But then people are like, oh, her acting performance. I'm like, isn't that just the character?
I don't know. Is it character or is she just not that good on the mic?
That's a question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it? She's Lex Luger. And I know you're a fan of Luger, but I never got... Luger's the one guy I didn't get back in the day.
Depends what period we're talking about. Like,
Well, babyface world champion times. That's where I was just like,
but
really?
like what, 88 or
No,
97?
97,
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, because he was Luger against the system that was NWO. So people like anybody who looked like had half a chance against NWO,
guess,
you're
yeah.
going to cheer. And he beat Hogan.
If we're going to 2000, total package, Liz ripping off the clothes. What are we,
baby.
what? Strap me up, baby.
I gotta tell you, Luger's promos in 2000 are hypnotic. You cannot just like, you have to be paid attention. It's like, I can't believe this guy's
He's
talking.
whispering all the time, nearly.
His delivery is stunning. You say that I'm not good. I am the good. It's just an insane way of talking, delivering his lines. So yeah, if Jade Cargill was Lex Luger 2000, I'd be so excited.
Yeah.
We went from that to that. Obafemi then defeated Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, Johnny Gargano seems to have found himself again in the early bits of this segment. He's going to go out there in the ring, and anyone in the locker room is called out. The only bad thing is the person who's called out is Oba. Well, the person who answers the call is Oba. He got to the phone first. Great pop for Oba. Johnny started all right, but then it's a squash match. It would appear they are knocking him down good and proper before he leaves the company for pastures new. I think we were putting the bits together on last week's podcast, the Ciampa being affiliated with FTR. FTR, the theme of their feuds these days being 2016 was good.
Yeah.
Who was their biggest feud in 2016? DIY. Are they setting up Johnny Gargano's arrival in AEW while he's still in the company in WWE?
So look forward to Enzo and Cass making their debut later this year.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Big wrestling move news, though, in this match.
Oh, go on.
So Oba's throwing powerbomb move.
Yep. Go on.
Joe called it, it's the puff puff toss. Oba and the ganja intertwined. The puff puff toss.
I didn't think much of that until you said that.
It's a match made in heaven.
But
Imagine him if he
it-
didn't do the ganja. He'd rip buildings down.
that's what he gets his WrestleMania match. He goes, it'll be me, and I won't be smoking tabs. His opponent's like, no.
Because we've known Oba for a fair few years now, and just all the time it's been, whoa, he's thrown a man halfway across the ring. It's not really been given a name as far as I can remember.
No.
And then Joe Tessitore, the puff puff toss.
It's a bit
Is
weird,
it not
isn't
puff
it?
puff pass?
No,
Like,
well, yeah,
That
but
is the
that's
saying, but this is the move name.
But he froze him.
so
He
yeah,
doesn't
he's
pass
comparing
him.
him to a tab end, which is the
Kinda.
nicest thing someone's said about Gargano for years, bless him. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it, really.
he should literally just roll him up and smoke him like that weird scene from Scary Movie 2.
I watched that the weekend, actually.
Did you
Yeah.
actually?
Great film.
Scary Movie 2.
Nowhere near as good as one.
I was going to say, it's
I
a
haven't
belt
seen it in
comparison, but I
years,
still like it.
There's a new one coming out, isn't there?
There is. That's why me and Kayla are working my way through them before the new one comes
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
It's so great, isn't it? We're invading the Middle East and the Scary Movie films in this cinema. And Scrubs is on TV.
Yeah.
And there's dodgy bastards in UK wrestling. It's Groundhog Day. We're never leaving a certain period of time.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining just an extreme like blunt rotation now where you don't pass it, you try and throw it into the mouth. Catch it.
That'd be fun.
I can see that being a thing on TikTok.
Yeah. Burnt lips everywhere.
Yeah. Charred clothes.
Have you been doing that game? No. Don't look at me mouth.
The puff toss.
Yeah, but this is just exactly what I want from this. Gargano did get a small pop for being the guy on the box because people have been telling me online how much they like that. I'm like, I love Gargano being dead.
It
was quite funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people say it's the best thing he's done in ages. I'm like,
It's because it's the only thing he's done in
It
ages.
literally is, though, the best thing he's done
Yeah,
in
it
ages.
is.
It's the best thing he's done since he was like the Uber babyface in NXT.
The best thing.
Gargano, quit. Get out while you can,
All he
mate.
had to do was turn horizontal and the crowd started loving him.
I love when he's not doing it.
Do you remember when he was on Raw being like a comedian with JBL and Baron Corbin around that sort of time?
That's bad,
Compare lying face down and not saying a word to that. I'd rather have him lying down.
How disheartening would you be? You've spent your entire career trying to be as good as possible. We love it when you just do. You're lying on bog.
Play dead. Do that more. I was.
Randy Orton's in the back going, yes, mate, this is it.
I was.
Very quickly, speaking about that, Naito wrestled. He's in New Japan's very own Naito
right.
at VXP. But he's.
Did he?
Yeah. He's so insanely broken down now that we,
God.
the Irish and English contingent, we put in a pool to see how many bumps he's going to take the entire weekend. And he's in 3 matches.
How many was it then?
4
12.
per match.
It was amazing. Like Circus Pros, you couldn't not immediately focus on everything he was doing. Every second, and everyone going, oh, is that a bump? Does that count if he's doing the move and all that like that?
There's loads of moments where he was like teetering and like, is he going to go?
I've never been snipers aren't that laser focused on their targets as we were watching him at the edge of our seats.
That's great.
And it's one of the best matches of the weekend as well because his opponent wrestling for 10 men.
Yeah.
Outstanding. So what were we going to say, Joel?
I was going to say I was disappointed in this because I like Gargano and everything he was saying before Oba came out. I was like, yes, this is great. We're going to get a Gargano push. He's going to go back to what he was in NXT. I want to see him wrestle again, have these great matches. And then he just got squashed and I was like, oh, well, that's really disappointing.
Bless you. Oh, you thought he was out the seller for dodgy tag teams. Oh, he's a singles guy.
I thought this whole laying down thing was just leading up to this so he can have like a little singles push.
You thought him laying down and being dead
Yeah.
was going to build him up.
To revitalize him. He just needed a little nap.
What, he's rested like a Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly, that's it, yeah.
He's full of it. His HP's high now.
But if this is just him going to AEW, then I'm fine with that.
I was going to say,
I'd like to see him with champion AEW.
what you're saying would work if he was like popular before he got like, he had a few devastating losses and that made him really sad.
Yeah. It's been like 10 years.
They're
Since he
around you
was
I am
relevant.
again. But
Yeah.
that first bit wasn't there.
But like you
was it?
said, when he was delivering the promo, people were getting into it.
I think people get into it because there's that slow bit. Oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah.
It's always going to get that slow build of the kids pointing at the dad going, I
mean-
think I know what's going to happen
Yeah,
next.
yeah. I mean, I love Oba, so it's all right. Oba's great, isn't he?
I think I like Oba, but my favorite bit about Oba on TV now is just seeing when his accent slips. Bless him. Before we get to the main event, though, there were many more bits backstage with Sami Zayn.
Oh, yes.
And, you know, Randy Orton is a good friend with some, might listen to the voice of the head and try doing stuff, mate. You might be better. And Cody Rhodes being a piece of work. What do you think, Ross?
Randy tells Sammy that he needs to be selfish, and that doesn't make him a bad person. It makes him a 14-time World Heavyweight Champion. Listen to the voices. Paying homage to Jake Hager was Randy Orton in his promo there. Sammy and Cody. Sammy tells Cody that the match is crazy that he's having tonight with Drew McIntyre, or last Friday if we're doing things chronologically, because Cody didn't win at the Chamber and the Rumble, but still has a shot. They're leading in to this little he's getting, rules are being applied to him that wouldn't be applied to others.
Valid points, I think.
Yes, they are, Joel. Yes, they are. Sammy is crumbling because Cody's getting opportunities that he doesn't get. We're all saying there's a reason for that, Samuel. There's a reason for that. T-shirt sales. Cody accuses Sammy of posturing and politicking for a WWE title match when Cody isn't even the champion yet.
Oh, she's worse than Rhea Ripley.
And then there's lots of shouting, but Sammy just wanted to wish Cody good luck, and he's rooting for Cody because now he is the cook, and we're waiting for that breaking point when he stops being a simp.
Yes. I really like all this stuff. I'm ready for it to go somewhere now because we've had this same segment like 3 weeks in a row now with Sammy backstage going off at someone and then apologizing and then knocking all the water balls off. It happens every week, so I think we need to do something else now.
What if it's Sammy in the main event of WrestleMania?
Well, I'm all for it. I'm all on board with Sammy now. I love him again. Yeah. He's fantastic.
Now that he's going to punch Cody.
Yeah. Just give me that. Give me a Sammy heel turn. Oh, baby.
I like the segment with Drew McIntyre as well, where he's the one who brings up the stipulation, like, what's the crack here? Well, like, Aldis, what you're doing, like, Cody signed a contract, and you're breaching that contract now. And then Aldis is like, do it, like, forfeit the title or do the match. That's your choice. Like, what's happened here?
I know.
Because he's been... People were getting furious about this, going, wait, they specifically signed it. Like, because Drew got Cody so mad, like, when you will never get a title shot, rematch. And Cody's like, fine, bring it. And then obviously loses the title. He was like, oh, that was good. But then Drew's been such a bell end at these press conferences and post matches and brawls and everything else like that, interfering in the chamber, that the GM's gone, I don't care, stuff you. Now, you know what? I'll change my mind then. You can have you're just going to get a title shot. You're not the boss of me. And I kind of like it because it's like, well, what you're going to do is have the guy just ring around causing chaos. I mean, that really diminishes the people in charge. But when it's a guy like Nick Aldis, you're like, so are they feuding?
That's it, yeah.
And that's not what I want.
It does feel like that's the way it's going, is Drew versus Aldis.
Right. We've got Pierce versus Heyman and Aldis versus Drew for Mania then.
But not for me. A backlash, maybe.
Yeah, it feels like we're getting Fatu versus Drew.
Fatu and Drew, yeah.
Of course, yes.
But it feels like the main story is Aldis, so it's a bit strange.
I mean, I think it was just a justification for doing the match, but people were like, no, wait, we saw that happened. But I'm like, yeah, and at least I'll give them credit, they've at least done some reason for having the title match again.
Yeah.
Which is the main event of SmackDown. What do you think of it?
Makes you wonder, though, because obviously Pierce and Bron Breakker were building something on Raw before Bron's injury, and then that obviously got thrown out the window.
The vision backed off, going, whoa, we didn't know we could take out Bron Breakker, mate. Sorry.
Just before we get on to the main event, the Dan segment.
Oh, yeah.
We need to talk about that.
What do you think of Danhausen Maffew?
Oh, come on. He's been a mate of Maffew for years.
Yeah,
I'm so happy that he is just doing whatever. And look, he had that Elimination Chamber. Oh, that was last week. Yeah, someone wasn't here for the podcast. It was very weird. You probably went into this in great detail, so I'll summarize. It was very weird. I watched the show. I was shocked how quiet the crowd was in bloody Chicago, where they're very loud. I was there for AEW. And I just assumed that WWE didn't mic up the crowd well again, because it was like 19,000 that they should be making. In Chicago, they barely made a noise when Punk did his Chicago Bulls entrance. I'm like, nah, they've not mic'd this up properly, which is really weird, because the Saudi crowd were not mic'd up properly. I don't know what's going on with that. It's very weird. And so they barely made any pop for Danhausen, and it's made me realize, was that in a bubble then? I assumed, being permanently online, and because he did Hot Topic stuff, that everyone was down with the Danhausen, and it didn't really work. I did not agree when people compared it to the Gobbledygook and the Shockmaster. I thought that was an insane comparison. But I also knew Danhausen, if he just kept on doing his stuff, would be getting bigger pops and more reactions now that people know who he is. And people are loving him now. Yeah. So I'm very happy that he's able to find his feet. Like, it didn't stick the landing again. Have to sell for whatever's below bronze, because you took that earlier. And it's going to be fine.
It took a week.
Yeah,
and now it's all right.
It's fine. It's very easy to judge of the moment. We've waited a week, and now people are going, yay, he's giving curses to people. Cost Dirty Dom his title and his relationship with JD.
Yeah.
He's single now, Dom.
Oh, yeah. Is he?
What?
Well, you know.
Oh, no, we're Finn.
Yeah.
He's still got Liv, though.
Yeah, he's got
But yeah,
look at what you could have won.
The Miz is the next one being cursed, because if the Miz doesn't get Danhausen his own WWE Championship, his own TV show, he will be cursed. Which is a nice little storyline, because the Miz has been going around for a while saying, I am the locker room leader. I'm looking to pass on my knowledge, the MIZ thing. And then he gets a person given to him by Aldis, but he doesn't want that person. It's a classic wrestling storyline.
Yeah. I also like the idea of Miz hasn't won a TV match in over a year, so it'd be great if he gets cursed and he wins one.
But it's just the little bits in the promos, like Miz calls Danhausen some little goth kid nobody invited to the party, but then under his breath he goes, I was the jock and the prom king. little bits like that.
Yeah, it's
he's
the
getting
details, isn't it?
It's just because that I feel like that day it wasn't set up to fail, because they wouldn't do that. It makes no sense. It's just the way they gave fans like a week or two to go, like, it could be Chris Jericho, it could be this, it could be that. Then when I didn't meet the expectations, it fell flat. But then in the 2 segments on Raw and SmackDown since, he's delivered.
Yeah.
It's good you say that. Sometimes when you open the opportunity of anything, people are like, oh, well, it's your fault for putting those things in my head. I did see somebody say, you know what, TikTok, some people are like, it's going to be Moxley.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he gets out of hand, doesn't it?
I love the idea that it sounds like a really dumb thing to say, but when we were kids, that's how we would talk about WCW and WF. It's like Vampiro would take out the Undertaker in a second. With legit conversations we had as kids, and now kids are online. But obviously, you don't know if I am 5. Well, they don't say it, do they? So you just go. People are talking about this. Goes, yeah, the children watching wrestling. This is how they're supposed to be watching this. We're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
So bless them for that.
People get out of control. It's like when John Cena's last match tournament, and there was like mystery opponent. People were like, it's gonna be Edge. It's gonna be Edge.
Yeah, exactly. And why
it
people
just get
say
out
this?
of hand.
It's the children, and they're being kids. It's fine.
No, but to be fair, like Edge had been gone from AEW TV for a little bit, hadn't he? So he was like in that sort of like we haven't heard from him for a while. There's a chance because we haven't heard from him. But there never really was there?
Didn't hear him on this day or that day or any other day.
Very good.
But in the main event of SmackDown, yes, Cody Rhodes got the title back, beating Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, the lads were given 20 minutes, and it was a nice throwback, proper like 2000 main event match, but without the. I know Jacob Fatu was there at the end, and I guess that gives like a reason for Drew versus Jacob to be knocked up a notch or two. I would put a stipulation on that match at WrestleMania because I think the feud deserves that kind of thing. Maybe the Heck in a Sec comes back.
Yeah,
because they were
that.
That was the idea that Cultaholic reported
via somebody else.
So it's been proofread that was going to be the main event of WrestleMania, and I'm surprised they didn't go with that. I'm very surprised they've gone with Cody. Well, more than that in a second, so I'll talk about the match.
But I do think Drew versus Jacob, like the feud that has been with the teeth getting knocked out and this, that, and the other, obviously all the interferences by Drew in all the matches, I do think it's built up quite nicely. And they've obviously still got like a month to go, haven't they, to build it up some more. I think Hell in a Cell the shoe would fit for that one. So it's not old. It's obviously sad that Drew McIntyre won't be walking into WrestleMania with the title because I'm sure he would rather. But I reckon I was comparing it to like when Undertaker and Michaels at 25 were told, you're going on like 5th. And they're like, well, that's a challenge accepted, everybody. And then they go and have one of the, if not the best WrestleMania match of all time. It might be something like that for Drew and Jacob, where Drew's like, you're not going to give me the title? I'll show you.
Oh my God.
I love your accents, man. It's one of the reasons to watch the show.
But the match, I thought, 20 minutes, really fit as a proper title match main event. The announce desk collapsing. They used to be so strong. No, they're not anymore.
Especially seconds before it collapsed, was like the big, strong, girthy announce table. My God, it's like Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley were it's falling apart.
Yeah, it's funny.
But as a big title match, I thought it delivered. Don't necessarily agree with the outcome. Not against it. I can see why they've done it. But yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
It makes sense, especially if we see like Cody go a bit heely now against Orton. I'd like to see that. Heel Cody. Come on.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting if they do go with that because it's the only guy he can do that with. It's like,
that's
on the face, right? Crowd split. It's like, you're not going to out-popular Randy Orton.
Yeah. Some people didn't like Cody winning here, though. Some people are against it. The YouTube clip that they loaded online has got loads of dislikes.
Well, why is that? Like,
what?
Do we know if we had that? I'm asking this question. We go out the street doing vox pops.
Well, why
fans,
people are turned against Cody?
Yeah, why about him winning? Why was that disliked?
It feels like I think some people are against him just getting a title shot when he lost Elimination Chamber. Like it kind of makes that a bit irrelevant. They just like, here you go.
Right,
you're the top guy, get a title match.
Right, in the storyline stuff they're doing, they're still like, no, it's Cody being a Hogan.
Yeah, he didn't win the Rumble, didn't win Chamber, and he's got the title.
Match anyway. And I think they're attempting to go, no, that's crazy Drew's fault. People really aren't buying into that.
Yeah, I think so.
Because they like Drew being a dick.
That's it, yeah.
I do think there is a bit of that, though, because obviously back in the AEW times, everyone was like, well, Cody's an EVP. He'll be largely in charge of what he's doing on screen. And I was calling it with Sam the other day a bit self-masturbatory.
Yeah.
And that's when the crowd, they did turn on Cody by and large. It was like, I would say the boos were louder than the cheers towards the end.
Brian Zane's got an amazing video. I think it's called Holic one as well. I don't want to be
probably.
Yeah.
I can't keep up, Maffew.
Only the finest and sexiest wrestling YouTubers have a video about Cody Rhodes' last year, and the Brian Zane one was, and he was at VXP as well. Good lad, Brian. It summed up, and you're like, oh god, yeah, it's just like. He's in his own bubble. Yeah. Like, are you not paying attention to people? Are you just paying attention to bits on Twitter where they call you Raheem?
Is it virgin towards that now? Obviously, it can't be like it was in AEW because he's got to go through the filter of whoever's above him or below him in the totem pole, as we worked out last year on the podcast, or 2 years ago, or 5 years ago, whenever it was.
I'm with you,
but it is getting a little bit like.
I think it's very harsh to blame Cody Rhodes for this predicament. Yeah. The rest of the build to Mania has been shockingly poor.
Yeah.
It must be Cody's fault.
It's a little bit Cena-esque, in it, where it's just like forced into the title main event scene and win.
But I'll put this on the table, lads. He turns heel.
Well, which are my bloody collapse.
Let's say he turns out this is a good sturdy table, this one, not the old one, or a WWE announced table, which are also quite rickety. It turns out. But imagine he turns heel at WrestleMania. That gives Triple H the license then to become his manager. And I think,
Oh, God.
the guy who anointed Cody the Golden Boy and give him all these opportunities and have a different rule book to the rest of the roster, that gives Triple H a license to get back on screen.
That'd be
And
awful.
is he going to take that? Yes, he is.
Well, Triple H will definitely be at the end of Mania in the ring anyway, no matter what bloody happens. You know.
Record profits. Even though you can see 75,000 empty seats, we made more money.
Again, I can't wait for the crowd to be like, "Yay, that was great! Woo, what a Mania!" And as soon as they do a press conference, "You suck, Triple H." But yeah, grand old match here. They've got great chemistry and stuff like that. And yeah, we got the finish with the title win. And it's like, oh, you did Cody versus Drew on SmackDown and on Mania. It felt a lot like when they did Drew versus Sheamus on the build-up to WrestleMania that one year. And now Drew versus Bobby in a, match where Bobby was cheered.
Yeah.
The big heel over Drew.
It's fine. I don't want to see Cody and Drew at Mania.
Did you not?
No.
It would be a
We've
better-
seen it loads.
But it's got way more build and heat. The bloody. Oh, by the way, Randy's taking on Cody in 3 weeks.
No, I'd prefer to see Randy and Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
okay.
If you could put
They've
the
got
two
history there, haven't they? It's like they can make a story out of that, and it's a match that we haven't seen.
It's just weird to have like a feud that had, I mean, bloody hell, what, 6 months build or interactions? For Mania, you think that'll be the logical build up to do that? And
Yeah,
I know
I
we'll
get
have a
it.
3-week build.
Yeah. Well, it felt like we were going to the triple threat route, didn't it? With Fatu getting involved. I'd have taken that, but yeah.
I've seen people go, they might add Sami Zayn
Yeah.
to this, and like, wait a minute, that if they would have done it earlier, sure, but now,
If he won the Rumble or something.
right, the Rumble elimination, he's not Cody.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn will come out like Travis Scott came out last year. Sami Zayn he'll decide the WrestleMania main event. He'll divide opinion.
Triple H will pick up Sami Zayn like a sledgehammer, put his hand over his head and hit him with Cody. Anyway, that was SmackDown.
Lovely.
WWE Vengeance Day, the lovely PLE, which was about 2 hours long and had 4 matches. A lot of segments. Bloody hell.
Yeah, it was like a weekly episode.
It really was.
Yeah.
Blake Monroe defeated Jada Parker in a street fight.
Weapons. And the biggest one was Booker T at ringside. Because he was going mental for the new beat of Miss Parker. Miss Parker! Miss Parker! Woo! That's how it went. Much more like it from Blake Monroe, though, in my humble opinion, with the parameters in place because it is WWE, not AEW. This was as close as she could come to her old self within these parameters.
Yeah.
The diamonds, I thought, was a right touch. Lovely bit of bollocks at the end of the match. Parker had her moments as well. Her flying arse off Brett's rope to the floor looked like it hurt her more than it did Blake.
Yeah,
She
that was,
it was like a skipping stone onto Takeshi's castle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But backwards.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Lovely bump by Miss Parker off the Shoot Hurricane Rana into the Shoot Diamonds. We all thought the Diamonds were a girl's best friend, but no, it appears they're not. What am I on when I do these notes?
Oh,
My
Roger
God.
Moore, you're looking good.
Jesus.
Good start of the night. Both girls stood and delivered at Vengeance Day.
Oh my God.
Up the NXT.
Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, good opener. Jada is so easy to like, isn't she? I think she's great. And she showed some good aggressiveness here. The stream match is always a good way to start off the pay-per-view. I thought the setup in the corner where Jada had to hold the chair up was a bit goofy. But aside from that, yeah, it was good fun.
Fair enough. I don't like the NXT PLE gimmick matches because, like ones like this, especially last year's, which focus more on the Canes that are always somehow in these bouts. I must love those Canes in there. However, this one was much better than usual because even though the crowd were interested in the pointy things, they also cheered their asses off for Miss Parker, which is important. I think they put way too much emphasis on the gimmicks, not the wrestlers, but the crowd no, we love Miss Parker, and that really helped the match. Booker saying, our women's best friend, when the Diamonds appeared. I did appreciate just the... He didn't yell, oh my God, it's diamonds, or whatever. It's about as subtle as Booker T's going to get in this world. So this was all right. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's like, aha, she's back to being good.
It's as close as she's been, though, so far.
It's better than what she was doing last year. It's a slight improvement. It's not a huge improvement. But hey, we'll salute it nonetheless.
Yes.
Then we get Tony D'Angelo defeating Dion Lennox.
Great start with the ruse, with the arriving car. But saying that, I hated that the first part clearly wasn't live because there's always something taken away when it's too overproduced. I think about... just any WWE match where they don't do it live in the modern era because there's too many camera cuts. They put like a different focus on the camera. It looks like it's very soft shot.
Well, like it was like in lockdown times with the those kind of matches. What was it? The Gargano and Ciampa one was bad one. That was different.
That was self-masturbatory.
Dream versus Cole as well was.
That's
gash.
the one I was thinking of in the car park. Yeah.
Well, you try not to say Dream. I apologize for saying.
No, I just couldn't think of what it was.
But I see why they do it though, because obviously Undertaker Goldberged himself during the Boneyard shooting, famously or infamously. So they had to delay shooting for hours at like 4 o'clock in the morning or something.
Goldberged himself.
Yeah, take that,
Just
Carl.
hit Bret Hart for no reason.
Great tactics from Tony though, trying to look at the positives here because this is NXT. Even though Maffew and Joel, turns out, Shawn Michaels has blocked Cultaholic on Twitter.
What?
That is,
Why?
Shawn Michaels has
Does
blocked.
he not know how much you love his show?
He doesn't know. We are one of the few outlets left who cover your
awesome.
show, Chef Michaels.
Oh,
so I'm looking
man,
at the barrel of
that's-
the lens now to let you know it will be changing. Nothing will be the same from here on out. You beautiful, sexy boy.
Sexy boy.
I couldn't believe that one.
That's devastating. That's really sad.
How dare you say nothing but praise?
I did hear that apparently we took the P155 out of his wonky eye in a number of videos. So
Right.
maybe that's why.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Fraser's got a great impression. You should ask him to do it once.
Oh, put all the heat on him. Yeah. Oh, man. Fraser's always walking down the office going, I hate Chef. He's stupid.
But
He couldn't even make a pot noodle without burning it.
great tactics from Tony locking Dark State out of the arena. There are no other doors into the shed. There's only one shed door, famously, and he locked them out there. They knew they were going to start in the car park because Dion said as much on NXT on Wednesday, but still the commentator was like, what? What's going on? I can't believe this.
Who was the guy in the car at the start then?
I don't know.
Okay.
Timmy D'Angelo.
An Uber dude going.
There's too many masked men in WWE.
Yeah.
I've written down, they effing love the door. On the door. That's a Jesse Ventura reference in my own notes that I've forgotten because I watched this very, very quickly. I have to admit, everybody. My goodness.
What do you mean the door?
The door. I don't know. Oh, yeah, the thing that they burst through back into the arena. You know, the thing that they normally go the other way through.
Right.
Where the ring announcer sits.
It's just like the paper wall.
The paper wall.
So not a door.
They made it into a door.
I guess anything is a door if you push it hard enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
not
that's it.
not the shutter backstage.
No.
That was making a racket.
Well, they went through
It's
it
really
like
annoying.
like the pig at the end of Looney Tunes. That's all, folks.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It's Regal's plinth.
Yeah.
That they made it into their own door.
Regal's Plinth should be the name for it.
Yeah.
That's a good stable name, isn't it?
Regal's plinth.
Yeah.
Good band name. Yeah.
Was it Ziegler Jackson, Kozlov, and Regal? The Plinth. Moving on. Yeah.
But I had such a chaotic start of the show. Tony's hair.
Oh man.
God. Can you believe it?
He's a whole new guy.
How did he keep that tamed for so long?
I know.
Incroyable.
I thought he looked. This is the most I've ever liked Tony D'Angelo with his hair down. He looks like a wild man. He looks crazy.
It's like when Carl in South Park takes his hat off. Like, have you been having that the entire time, mate?
The crowd were really into him as well.
Yeah.
He's over now.
He had so much
What's
body
happened?
though. His hair.
Oh, it's crazy. It's like Bruiser Brody-esque, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's great.
I didn't like the fact he was wearing his big coat all the time. I was like, who are you trying to impress with
Bane.
his big coat? But then he took it off. I'm like, oh, okay, you jacked underneath as well. Oh, all right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, sexy boy. But yeah, he took a horrible bump off the back of the barricade. Kind of through the announce table, but he took most of the brunt on his back, on the corner, the ledge of the announce table.
Massive back.
His big, hairy back.
And he went, oh, if only I'd been wearing me coat. Moron.
The crowd were popping for Tony D, as Joel said there. Clearest indication yet that they're all plants. But the hair, fantastic.
come
That's the
on
biggest
now.
takeaway from the match. Tony was always going to win. This is the end of the feud with Dark State, and we're fine with that. He's been through them all now.
Yeah.
We can move on to new stuff, as we saw on NXT on Tuesday. But again, Chef Michaels, it's normally a wrestling buffet, especially in NXT, but this time we had all of the quiche at the end, the main event.
Yeah.
At the start. Big, silly match to start, and then another big silly match for seconds.
Yeah.
Lots of
yeah.
quiche.
Quiche. Is
Yeah.
quiche silly?
But it always goes like, mini sausage rolls at the start.
Yeah.
Then you build up to your finger sandwiches.
Right.
And always at the end of the buffet is like your quiche and your meats and whatnot.
Right. I see what you mean.
Always just works up that way, doesn't it, in size?
Yeah.
What you just said is really sensible and smart. I've always just gone for like what I want there and then, and I've always gone for the main eventers when I've gone to a buffet.
You don't stand in the queue and just follow the queue round.
Oh no, I do, but I'll like.
You reckless.
I don't go. Ooh, chipolata. I go. I don't want chipolata sausages. I want quiche.
Oh no, sausages over quiche.
Oh yeah,
Come
sausage
on
over
now.
quiche, yeah.
No, I'll go right to the main eventers.
Mini sausage rolls over a quiche every day.
Yeah, 100%. Anything over a quiche.
No, not anything.
Oh, well,
Quiche
like,
is
okay, like the
rubbish.
slice of pie slices or sandwiches. Then something heavy.
Yeah.
The main eventers of the buffet of life.
You got to get a bit of everything. What are you doing?
Not living life to your fullest.
Come on. It's
I
really-
need you and that guy from the Chinese order
John.
from the previous
Big
week.
John.
Like, hey, Ross, Ross and Big John, who's free? What do I go to this buffet?
Huge news and Big John news this week.
Is he all right?
He had a Chinese order and they forgot to deliver half of it.
Really?
He ordered like over 100 quid's worth and only half of it arrived.
Did he get his money back?
No, he had to ring them up and they delivered it later on.
That's
But
disappointing.
he had it in 2 halves.
It's not
That's
the
why I
same.
Wait. But did he go? Do you know who I am?
No.
Okay, good. He's still cool then.
But
Do you know how
he is on
big I
first
am?
name terms with his local Chinese, as you would expect.
Yeah.
Yeah. They know it's Big John.
Have you heard the story that great it was that he got a tattoo of his local Chinese?
No?
Yeah, he's got like whatever. He went and showed them, and they're like, "All right." I think they gave him like some prawn crackers, and then 3 weeks later they changed the name. Anyway, your thoughts on the match?
I was just fixated on Tony's hair. That's my big
Oh, is that
takeaway
okay?
from it.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
literally, it's just
quite a
it's
hairy
just-
podcast.
It's just good. He should always have his hair down from now on.
Yeah.
Just don't care about the feud, do we really? Darkstone
No.
versus Tony.
I'm glad it's over.
No.
But the hair, though.
But the hair, Christ.
I thought the first half outside was gash for the reasons you said. I went on far too long to sort out but there's too many members of Dark State issue. But once they got in the ring, I should say, the action was bing bang bong. It worked very seamless.
Sing sang song. Ding dang
Do we not
dong.
do that anymore?
UK Hun.
Yeah.
It's a RuPaul's Drag Race song, Joe.
What?
Ding dang dong.
Oh, I don't
Sing
know.
sang song. Bing. Yeah, UK
Sorry,
Hun.
I'm lost.
I was.
I just thought it was funny.
Sorry.
The match is big bang bong.
It just worked really well. You know what? Yeah, some more analysis would probably be better. But yeah, the match worked really well. Tony is weird in the sense that he can't have a good match with everybody, but the people he does have a good match with, he can have a good match. It's all power moves.
Yeah.
And that's fine. So yeah, I was like pleasantly surprised by the second half. And that was fair enough.
Yeah, I can see why they do the pre-produced stuff, but it doesn't. It's
But
not
there's more
right.
members of Dark State. How is he going to figure it out? He doesn't have a family anymore.
You're right there.
But we don't know why he doesn't have a family anymore, but I guess we'll never explain it.
It
either.
didn't need that after the street fight match because there's already
Also-
a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah, do a hardcore brawl to then do another hardcore brawl was
Yeah.
some dumb
Quiche.
Quiche,
Yeah,
yeah.
too much
quiche.
quiche.
Yeah, quiche.
Quiche Lorraine. Tatum Paxi defeated Izzy Dame to win the NXT Women's North American Championship.
So I think this show in total was 2 hours and 46, and 46 of those 2 hours was promo packages for this match. My God. And I couldn't believe my eyes. They kept coming and coming and coming.
Yep.
Hubbada.
I had to check and make sure, like, I'm not in a loop, am I? It's not gone back. It's, like, it's showing us again. All right, okay.
But Tay, as I like to call her, understood the assignment. She hopped straight on Izzy's back like Yoda hopped on the back of his main nemesis, R2-D2. They bloody hate each other, and don't get me started on the thought of the Wookiees, lads.
Oh,
It's like something your granddad says at Christmas. Anyway, Karen Ross.
oh, Jesus.
Almost thought it was going to be a squash match as Tatum was frantic for ages, but slowly, Izzy comes back into it with a couple of rest holds. Randy Orton would have been proud in his prime. Some nice sequences from both lasses. They didn't start moving for the entire thing outside of those rest holds from Izzy in the middle. Tatum throwing all of the bombs like prime Tony D'Angelo. The 450 that Tony is famous for. The sunset bomb off the end of the floor that Tony is famous for. All of them a mess, but that works because goth.
Yeah?
Her tears don't fall. They what around her?
They quiche.
Oh, they crash around her, and that's what she was
Quiche,
doing.
crash. Come on.
Yeah, same thing. Crash Lorraine. That's a good wrestler name, isn't it? Crash Lorraine.
Quiche Holly. Well over 400 pounds of dairy and whatever else you put in a quiche.
I like the bit with Sean Spears and Nico on the outside because they almost got Tatum counted out by just smouldering at her.
Just staring at her. Hypnotizing her.
Yeah.
You can get lost in those eyes.
This multicam setup's a bad thing. Sorry if I put you off your tee there. Nice finish with Spears getting thwacked by both lasses. Tatum back flipping out of a lung blower from Izzy. Then the forwards flipping heel kick and the finish for the win. The plants in the shed went wild. not to go full Tony Schiavone on this. This is one of the greatest NXT moments of recent times.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm with you.
Tatum taking the belt off Izzy
Yeah, it's all right.
after that abusive.
That's all right.
Oh, Joel.
It's one
What
of
do
the
you want from
genuinely
me?
good things to be doing on the show for months.
You've clearly never been culled
I'm not into this.
by the culling.
I thought this feud has lost momentum since it started.
Yeah.
I thought it's been rubbish.
What? Yeah, that's.
It has.
But
It's
they
not-
had
no.
something last
Yeah.
year, and then, just stop.
You are right. It was a really nice, feel-good finish. It was good for that. But then just the whole feud, yeah, I don't know. It makes sense for Tatum to win. It feels kind of like Izzy's only just won the belt, even though it also feels like this feud's been dragging on forever. It's a weird juxtaposition. I don't know. But yeah, it was a good match. I just find it hard to care, but I'm happy for Tatum.
Fair enough, mate. I really got into this and the near falls near the end with the crowd really vibing with the pace and wanting Tatum to win while going nuts when she countered the lung blower by backflipping out. This should have happened last year.
Yeah.
This is the match in structure and finish we should have had. Don't know why they dragged it out longer, but hey, I'm not Chef Michaels and I've also not bought Cultaholic.
Yeah.
I might do though. Sounds really funny.
It was it was weird, wasn't it? Because we all thought that Izzy turned on Tatum too soon. But then this feud has lasted too long,
You're right. The
In
build
your
up to that,
opinion, Joe.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
But you
My
are right, because
humble
we were saying
opinion.
that it was like a 2-week thing, and it's like, oh, that's done, and now they're going to feud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tatum's going right at the top, though. I hope there's a goth or a former goth, at least, on the creative team who understands what she is.
Gothy boy.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh god, if Road Dogg shows up his new gimmick on the Indies. A screamo version of "Oh, you didn't know." Oh, you didn't know. My mother left me. Road Dogg, that's not the lyric. A talking segment that results in the triple threat being made for the NXT Women's Championship come Tuesday next week. Yeah, what was this doing on the pay-per-view?
This was the weekly NXT segment of the NXT PLE. Yeah, Booker T really fancies JC Jane so much he couldn't even see Lainey Reed stood right in front of him. That was the big news from the opening segment there. Booker T
that.
really fancies JC Jane. I like the promo from JC. Everyone thought she was a transitional champion. But then again, we've heard that before. It was just a repeating, oh, where's everyone going? Bye. Just heard everyone saying bye to someone.
There's other people clicking on the videos.
It's a babyface promo from a heel. She was happy to be on the kickoff show last year, and this year she's having one of the most dominant title reigns of all time. It's like, wow, against all the odds, my dreams have come true. But remember, I'm a heel. Don't cheer me for that.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, she says she's going to main event WrestleMania next year.
Shut up.
I did enjoy the Zaria's t-shirt. Soul's X.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What does it mean, Ross?
I don't know. The Music Man made a mess in this segment because he missed his cue for Soul's music. Obviously, Zarya cuts a line and it's meant to play, but they're waiting there for a couple of seconds, so it sounded like in the arena because everyone's like, what's going on here? No one understood what Zarya was saying. When they did, just the Music Man missed his cue. And then it's just all the sort of stuff you would imagine. Soul knows Zarya so well, she's going to break her heart.
Yeah.
It was an alright start from JC Jane, but then from there on out, it was just like, oh God, we know all this.
Unnecessary, yeah. No need for it.
Yeah,
Yes.
completely unnecessary. Just more padding here than mayo in a meal deal sandwich.
Ooh.
So I've stopped having meal deal sandwiches now because it'll be like 3 tons of mayo in every.
I've stopped having meal deals as well.
I tried to. But
They're not value for money anymore.
No,
That's
that's
another
it.
thing as well.
The
Yeah.
£4.
Yeah.
The £4.
Especially the one you were saying, was that like a deluxe one?
That'd be
where
a
you-
five one.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, okay.
I was tempted. The deluxe ones look so good.
Yeah, right. With the price you get, it's like, no, I'll go to the, when we're in Dewsburn, so it's like, I'll go around
Yeah,
the corner
that's
to one of
it.
the many,
Yeah.
many local places.
But then I
They're
never
several miles
do.
down the road. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting your car now.
I've only read about it. I've never been here.
The booking
Have
so
you, wait, you've been here how many years? You know, been around the corner?
No, I have. I just mean they're so far away that I've never. Yeah, it don't matter.
the booking's unfair on JC Jane though.
Go on.
Why?
Zarya went into business for herself in that title match. That wasn't doing it with JC.
Yeah.
And then Zarya told JC afterwards, I've done you a favor there, give me a title match.
Yeah.
And now JC finds herself in a triple threat. I stand with JC Jane. This is unjust.
If I gave a toss about this, I would be mad.
Maffew, you bitch.
If I'm watching a PLE on a bloody Sunday, whether they all watch this, and there's a 15-minute talking segment, you better believe I'm tapping out.
But there's more, by the way, because
Oh, goody.
Charlie Dempsey turns down the birthright. And a match is set for NXT, which we've already seen by this point with the NQCC reunion versus Uriah Connors and Lexus King. Another talking segment on the PLE.
The audacity of this person.
They're premium talking segments, though. And they're live.
They should be cursing or something, or at least to make it worth your while.
Yeah.
Instead, Lola Vice then defeated Kalani Jordan in the return of the NXT Underground match.
Chef Michaels is back on the drugs, in my opinion, because yet another hardcore...
Okay, he's just unblocked us to block us again.
But more hardcore... When are we going to have a normal singles match here?
Yeah.
All the bells and the whistles all of the time, but that's what makes NXT so great. Or it used to before Shawn Michaels blocked us. Kalani up there against it because we already know that MMA trumps gymnastics.
Yeah,
That was the storyline last week. Everything's gymnastics. Watch this. Bosh.
pretty much.
Yeah. Shayna Baszler teaching her what for. I always think in the underground matches, the gimps around the ring, and that's the only word to use for them. They've ruined this.
Yeah.
They take what should be like a serious feeling thing and make it feel so panto and low rent.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Totally.
Terrible. I don't know why they keep doing it. The hand of Lola, she can't use it because it's injured.
Oh, no.
But the whole story of the match is she can't use it. And then because it's so dimly lit, Kalani's doing moves on like the ring post and whatnot to the already hurt hand. Because you can't really see it, it's not quite landing, like resonating with you. But then the finish of the match. You'll never guess what happens, Maffew.
What was the finish match with her injured hand?
It turns out, right, she has two hands and the other one wasn't injured. So she used it and won the bloody match. Kalani's brilliant plan foiled.
She forgot. She had two hands.
And you could hear her going, "No, I forgot you had two hands. You're one of them."
Highlight of the match for me, though, was Lola Vice's dad.
Yeah.
And I get worried for Lola Vice's mom, quite frankly, behind closed doors, because he was ready to beat up Kalani Jordan. He was ripping his jacket off. Come here! I was... God, I hope Mrs. Vice is all right.
He's just very protective.
There's being protective than there's that.
Oh, you think you went, I was dragged all the way here to see this crap.
I was thinking, like, he must be steeped in like the traditions of wrestling. Like, he must be like timed, honored, and whatever in the wrestling business. No, never been a wrestler, as far as what I can see. He was a taekwondo boy.
Yeah.
Oh, but how does Taekwondo do against gymnastics?
I'll tell you. Bosh.
Oh, damn it. I know the myth's shattered. What are you saying, Joe?
I don't know. It was all right. It was good. Lola Vice, it was a match made for Lola Vice, wasn't it? She looked good here. I think there's only so much, like, you can't really have a great match in this format because it is what it is, and it's really dark and it's silly. But it was good for what it was. Lola looked good. She had a cool look. She looked great, and it was quite fun. I didn't mind it. Good variety, although this show was a bit silly overall.
Do you like actual MMA?
Yeah.
Do you appreciate underground matches?
It's good you say that. There was like half of this I like the idea of.
Yeah.
They're removing the ring ropes. They're getting the people around them and around the ring to be gimpy, as you said. And all this. And like, okay, that's fine. I like that aspect of it to make it more look, let's say realistic, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Gritty.
Yeah, there you go. And then they like dim the house lights, to get them in the mood or whatever. So you could barely see what was happening. And I'm like, wait, they didn't do that last time. They did put the red light on or something, but it wasn't like, okay, let's put the darkness down so you can barely see the action. And I guess you just imagine
For a crucial bit as well, like re-injuring the already injured hand, you couldn't really see what had happened.
Yeah, and just like the last time we did one of these, just like, okay, if they're just going to stick to this, like there's no ring ropes, there's no bouncing around, it's all going to be nitty-gritty action, fantastic. And then she goes and mouths off to the dad. It's like, well, you're either going to do it as a proper shoot style match. Not many MMA fights go, hang on, I'm just going to mouth off at your dad, and then I'm going to go, no, and make my bit. No, you don't. It's trying to be, what's that Kevin Nash thing? They were half pregnant here.
All right.
I cut off half my cock. It was trying to be two things at once, and it succeeded in half a bit. That if they just did it nice and simple, which we're never going to get in NXT, why am I even trying to say it like that? It would have been a lot better. And try to be too many things at once. But at least Lola Vice is getting a win, an important win on a pay-per-view, and a match stipulation. That's hers to win at this point. Because she is really popular and she is good, but NXT doesn't seem to know what to do with her. Are they expecting her to go on the main roster anytime now? They're a bit, because she's pushing her.
She's not getting a North American title shot anytime soon because that seems to be sewn up after watching this week's NXT weekly show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know, Jeff.
Don't know, Jeff. What I do know is that Fatal Influence do not know the rules of triple threat matches, because next we see another premium and live talking segment.
Oh, boy.
With the FI lasses, and they do a promo where Jacy Jane is so worried that anything can happen in a triple threat match while talking to her stable mates, who, if they wanted to, because of triple threat rules, could just get involved. But none of them seem to realise they can get involved in triple threat matches. So, like, what am I going to do? Just get your friends involved, you silly lady.
I can't believe we got blocked. I can't.
This is Shawn Michaels writing this stuff. Not one person went, hang on a second. These triple threat matches have no rules. Anyone can get involved.
Do you think... Oh, Fraser just messaged me this. Do you think HBK meant to follow us and then...
Oh, no.
Fraser! Oh, just got that
Christ.
joke. Oh, come on.
Oh my God.
NXT champion Joe Hendry defeated Ricky Saints.
Oh, God. The stuff between Paige and Saints before this match had me on the edge of my seat, reaching for the tissues I was.
Oh, I was also...
To cry.
Let me just keep on speaking.
Because
Yes,
Ethan
there you go.
Page asks... Ricky Saints asks Ethan Page where he was for the experience on the NXT before Vengeance Day. Page seems sad, but agrees to help Saints if he needs help. But will he help him? I don't know. He just seems so down. Oh, God. Really brave spot to do so early in the match with Joe Hendry's leg being caught up in the ropes and dangling there.
Ooh,
I couldn't tell if it was on purpose or not.
I think it was.
I think it was.
I think it
Because
was
he was
as
kind of
well.
in position for it. So it wasn't like a Damien Priest in Scotland.
It's a brave one to go for, like, for the
I know,
first
that's
few
what I
moves.
thought, yeah. I thought if it's not done on purpose, then fair play to Ricky for capitalising. But it probably wasn't.
This
on
wasn't
purpose.
like was it tested X7 in
Yes.
the ropes and Eddie Guerrero?
Yep.
Yeah. Wasn't one of them.
Tess got caught in the ropes, legitimately couldn't get out, and then Eddie had to go on the apron to help him, and then Eddie fell on his ass going on there. It's like a million things happening at once.
I tell you what, really, just to make a serious point here, Joe Hendry's selling. And I don't want to turn into old wrestling man, but in the modern day, these young kids, they don't sell much, do they? They're too concerned with getting their moves in and going way too fast and not letting these moments breathe. But as a babyface champion, I thought Joe Hendry sold his arse off in this match, and that really had me rooting for him to win.
I love that you talk like Alan Bennett during that bit. Yeah, fantastic.
I knew his brother Gordon well.
Hey.
But that was the main thing for me, was the selling of Hendry. That was a layup for you to go, I agree, Russell. Ross, you're talking rubbish.
Yeah.
He was too busy.
just couldn't get over the accent.
Not getting over that voice.
It was strange.
Go on, Joe, say it in your finest accent.
Hey, oh. I liked Hendry using a low blow against Ricky to get the win as well. Using his own tactics against him, the naughty boy.
Yeah.
Paige getting involved. Sounds like it'll mean that he's going to be in the title picture. And I think he'll win it if he doesn't get called up to main.
I think he'll get close, but get called up to main.
Dear.
Yeah. He'll graduate from buffet table and go to
Sit down table.
sit down table.
Sit down, sit down and order table.
But because he threw the belt really hard, so he meant to not have it reach Ricky Saints. I saw through his plan.
Oh, dear.
He'll
Oh,
get
dear.
nothing past me.
Oh. I kind of switched off as soon as they did that bit before the match. It's like, all right, Ethan, are you going to help me? Okay. I'm like, oh, all right. So I might as well just pay no attention to this match until that happens then.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I think they could have done the same result with just him showing up and doing that, and there'd be more interest. But then it's just like, all right, well, just going to watch this then. In fairness, though, Hendry did sell his arse off for Ricky, and I'm glad he did, because, I hate saying this because I like Ricky. I just hate NXT version of him. He was not good in that match with Oba. None of his offense was believable against Oba. When Oba had to sell for him, it's like, oh, good. I hope he hit another crappy DDT. But here, his offense was a bit better, but he still didn't look like he had any chance of beating Joe. Even with Joe selling the way he was doing. And I'm heartbroken even watching
I
it.
guess it makes a little bit of sense, but I was sort of just not weirded out, but I found it a little bit strange that he cared more about Ethan Page touching the title than Joe Hendry did.
Yeah.
That's Joe Hendry's title last time I checked.
Yeah, that was another thing. It's like, well, what are you doing? And it was just okay. This was a TV match for a pay-per-view main event.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was. It did feel like that.
And then it's like, oh no, what's going to happen? And then just Joe, getting some of his heat back, going, oh, if you're going to cheat on me, I'm going to cheat on you. And crowd cheering for that, thankfully.
Yeah.
No shades of grey here. It's like, yeah, get him. Yeah, a very, very weird PLE.
And that's what we like. Or what we used to like before Shawn Michaels blocked us.
Yeah. So we're giving it a D- then. Yeah, get it up here. We're going to rate these now that ESPN no longer rates your crappy pay-per-views. You're lucky you got to bleed was it a C?
For
WrestlePalooza.
yeah.
A C for that show.
It was
You know how
rubbish.
you should be kissing them on both sets of the cheeks.
Yeah.
For 2 sets of cheeks. Hang on, Maffew. No, calm down.
Face, arse. Is that what
Yeah, I think that's what I just said. That's not what I meant to say. So I'll move on.
Ah! Where's Maffew gone, Joel?
He's disappeared, Ross.
I'll tell you where he's gone. He's gone to check out our sponsors, NordVPN, pal. That's how Maffew would say it because he is Geordie-ish. But much like Seth Rollins has been changing his physical location while wearing a massive balaclava over recent times, you can change your virtual location for your streaming services via NordVPN, and because of that, pay a fraction of the price you would need to pay in other countries around the world. That might come in handy while watching WrestleMania 42 from home next month, for example.
Or are you going to WrestleMania in Vegas and realize you haven't got any money left because of the trip due to the massive ticket prices? Well, don't be worried. Save on flights and hotels by bouncing your location to another territory and buying the tickets from there.
Never, Joel.
Absolutely.
Continuing on this WrestleMania theme, if Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns had NordVPN all the way back in 2015, they could have prevented Seth Rollins from performing the heist of the century, as Nord secures private data like bank details, passwords, and your online identity. That's the same thing, isn't it? Whatever the weather, that's a bit of an oversight from Brock and Roman, you silly boys.
Silly boys.
Silly boys.
Silly sausages. NordVPN accounts can be used on 10 devices, all for the cost of 1 cup of coffee per month. That's nothing at all.
It's not, is it, Joel?
To get the best discount off your NordVPN plan, go to nordvpn.com/Cultaholic. Our link will also give you 4 extra months on the 2-year plan. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is in the podcast episode description below.
Once again, thank you very much to NordVPN for sponsoring today's podcast, and you can scan the QR code on screen right now.
Hey, WWE Raw. Let's see if that was any better. Seth Rollins emerged with a sea of masked male.
A sea.
I've already forgotten about this. To face GM Adam Pearce, resulting in bedlam between the Vision, LA Knight, and the Usos.
That's very eloquently put, Maffew.
Yeah, that's like
Thank you
poetry.
for putting so much effort in.
Wow. This is wank.
Robert Frost, guest starred as the WWE Raw recap guy. Oh, what do you think of this?
Did not understand what they were going for here.
Oh, no, I understood it.
It
was rubbish.
The second lot when he disappears and he's like, "Oh, we're going to attack Seth Rollins." Like, I'm going to hide in this.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But the first one where Seth Rollins, come on down. Ooh, 10 seconds interpreting dancing by like 10 men.
Yeah.
It didn't
And
make
then
any
he appears.
sense. Yeah, why are you hiding?
Why?
We don't know which one you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the point of it? There's no point to
Well, I
it.
guess the
It's
point-
just for the cool factor.
I guess the point is,
It didn't look cool.
No, it looked terrible.
It's the point just for the crowd pop, which is obviously it's
that's
wrestling, so they're going to do that, aren't they? Just to have like, hey, rather than just going like, play music, hey.
Yeah.
And
but
even more hilariously, it's like, Seth Rollins, come on down. All right, but I have to arrive masked. It's like, but I just asked you to come down.
Yeah.
Why are you in the sky?
it don't make sense because he shouldn't have to unveil every time now. Because
Oh, he will.
we know who it is, but
Hey!
but there's still
Yeah,
it
it's been
gets-
revealed,
it
right,
gets
yeah.
the cheap pop every time still because
Triple H
people are
loves a
stupid.
guy taking his mask off.
Oh,
In the bedroom,
can't be arsed with it.
Stephanie.
It was me. I know. How did you know? Because your beak's sticking out.
But because the second lot of interpretive dancing, as Rollins was lost and we didn't know which one he was, that makes total sense.
Yeah, that makes
Made a
sense.
bit more
So
sense.
that was, I thought that was all right. It was just the first bit with the little 10 seconds of people going like, doodle-doodle.
But it's
oh, it was bad.
it just looks silly anyway.
Yeah.
Just don't,
Quick,
I
which
don't know.
ball is underneath which cup? Guess it right, and you win a little teddy.
Piers tells Rollins that the black mask stuff is unacceptable because Seth has had surgery not too long ago. So it was meant to be Seth Rollins in storyline appearing each time, even though he changed body shape each and every time.
But they unveiled one on SmackDown and it wasn't Seth. So it wasn't supposed to be Seth every time.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be Seth and his army of freelance,
Yeah, it was- yeah, it was his
non-union
army
masked
of-
men.
They should explain that these are people from Seth Rollins' Black and Brave
Yeah,
training
they
school.
should.
That's all
Not
they
just
needed to
random
do.
guys.
That's all they needed to do.
Yeah.
But instead, it's like Seth Rollins. He can strike from anywhere. And like, well, that's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see him coming.
It's weird. I don't like this.
Nice shades of WrestleMania 17 from Austin Theory saying there was a bullet with Rollins' name on it. Wonder why Paul Heyman wasn't there this week. Probably would have thought back to Tommy Dreamer going to shoot him in the face.
God, I thought that was a
I'd
song.
explain that one in full.
With your name on it. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, Tommy Dreamer at WrestleMania.
Why did Logan Paul have a microphone taped to his tits?
What?
I don't know. I
He
didn't
had a
see
little
that.
microphone taped to his titties.
Did he?
A little lav mic, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't care.
I did not see that.
I was just trying to think of other things to say about the segment because after the woo web, it's like when you see like when people pretend to be trees in a play.
Yeah.
And someone's going through the tree.
I wonder where that sentence was going.
Yeah, that's what they were doing with the masked men. Outside of that, there wasn't much to say about this segment at all.
It was like the League of Shadows in Batman Begins.
There you go.
It was like Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is Liam Neeson.
We are all
Ra's al
Ghul. Yeah.
Hey, hassa.
Well, that was really good.
That with the big pit. Oh, I'm going to climb up, but I've got rope around my waist. Oh, I've fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am hard for you.
Yeah. You're a big guy. Oh, no, it's Tony D, isn't it? Yeah, and obviously Logan Paul should have appreciated that more because he does that little song and dance when people ask him, "Where's my money?" Hey, where is it? Whoa.
I thought Theory's line was weird when he said, "Consider this worst case scenario," and then they went to attack him. Why is it worst case
You
scenario?
need to watch Austin Theory's self-written promos on Twitter, and anything he says on TV will make total sense. That man is a 14-year-old boy in his brain on forums going, "Oh, this will be badass."
It didn't make any sense though.
Yeah. By the way, is there someone showed? I don't listen to it, but like someone showed me a thing about like Cornette has now joined the other. Oh, I was saying it the other week about. Oh yeah, Conrad Thompson. And going, Austin Theory's going to be a huge star in 5 years' time, and you're like, people have been saying that 4 or 5 years. Is there a reason why we're all supposed to be kissing his ass? And saying, wow, he's got such good potential.
I mean, 4 or 5 years ago, I was probably saying the same thing because he was young. But now we are 4 or 5 years in, and he's generic as they come. Yes, he looks good. Yes, he can do all the moves and whatnot. But in terms of everything else that makes, like, an upper echelon card man of the WWE, it's not there, is it?
He doesn't stand out at all. He's done nothing to make me think, oh, he's really good. Oh, I'm interested. There's nothing there.
He stands out less than the people who dress up in masked gimmicks. We don't know the names of.
Yeah.
I'm invested in them. What's their story?
Yeah.
Do I have any notes here? I think I was just too busy laughing.
LA Knight came out. LA Knight came out as well, which I thought was a bit weird because he just got beat down and Seth had taken off. He didn't help him at all. He's just like, let's see you. I don't know what LA Knight's going to do at Mania.
Wait, apparently now the favourite for the Lesnar Open Challenge is actually Obafemi. They're going to give us what we want.
Yeah.
Because the largely reported match before that was LA Knight versus Brock Lesnar, which I thought was really weird.
Yeah.
I know that Lesnar's like it's loosely affiliated with the Vision because of his affiliation with Paul Heyman, so it kind of makes sense that way. And LA Knight's been trying to take down the Vision for a long time, but no. But it's not WrestleMania.
But he's feuding with the Vision, but there's no one in the Vision to face him at Mania now. They're all like busy. Logan and Austin are doing the Usos tag. And if Braun's fit, then he's going to face Seth, isn't he?
Interpretive dance. LA Knight against the masked men.
Sure.
Writes itself.
Yes.
Writes itself.
We got Len Goodman in. Oh, he died, didn't he? Did he die? Oh, he might be dead. Whatever.
We looked this up the other week. I can't remember what the answer was.
Yeah.
Len Goodman. Savard.
Passed away at 70. But I will learn about Paul Heyman, lads. More news from Raw. He has cervical spinal contusion, facial lacerations, and a deviated septum.
Oh.
You would have had that anyway, wouldn't he, from the 90s, if you catch my drift? Cocaine, Joel.
Yep.
Gauntlet match time, everybody.
It is. Determining the number one contender, the women's IC title.
Io and Lyra were fantastic, I thought, in the opening goings. They were both fantastic. No surprise that Io goes through, though, because she is more popular by some distance.
Aww.
What was a surprise was Raquel facing a weakened Io, and after that fantastic outing in the chamber, her not doing too much in this match here. Yes, I know there was the asterisks in terms of like who came out there. Liv and Stephanie Vaquer. They had the little bit which distracted Raquel, and obviously Io capitalizes off that. Raquel gets her heat back by attacking Io, so I guess that there. But I thought we were going to prime Raquel maybe for a title shot at WrestleMania.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I'd like that, but I didn't think that's where we were going. So I was fine with it. I was fine with her just getting eliminated.
She's now the favourite to win the Andre Battle Royal for the ladies.
Really?
In my mind.
Great.
Where else can she go?
Yeah,
Both title matches are sewn up. The IC title doesn't look like it's going to be her now.
It is strange because I feel like it does make all the sense in the world to put her in that match with Liv and Steph, but it doesn't seem like they're going to do that.
No.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm with you.
Ivy Nile. Braids out. Yeah. What an improvement. My goodness me. I mean, in terms of her aura.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just put together, linear, almost correlate, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, yeah. Correlate her changing hairstyles and looking better in the ring. And I don't know what I'm trying to say. But that's happened.
She should have a big beard like Tony T.
But I heard that she just looked like a different performer in there.
Yeah.
She was making folk her bitch. German suplexes all day, delayed standing suplexes.
Yeah.
Shades of what Scott Steiner might look like if he was Polly Pocket.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
It's a bit
If
disrespectful.
we still had the quote lad, that'd be the thing you bring up a year from now and going, who said that?
Oh, he emailed last week. He
Yeah.
still watches.
Oh, that's nice.
But he
He'll
said
get back on it.
the last one we did just after Jack left, and it wasn't very fun for everybody. So he's given it a while for us to create new memories.
Sorry for
Fair
making you lads cry. Sorry, though, we do appreciate your effort, though, pal. Sorry,
Right, yeah.
it's just the wrong time.
Up
for
the
that.
Michael Buzak.
Bublé?
Joel.
Oh, sorry.
Joe, that
Yeah.
man knows us more than we know ourselves. Watch out.
Ivy Nile looks good though. Give her a time to shine. It was nice.
Yeah.
Big elimination as well, pinning EO, which I think Rhea Ripley has never done. So she's better than Rhea Ripley,
Ooh, I'll
Wow.
have to check that.
There's a stat for you.
Statistically.
Well,
Stat
well
man
done,
Joel.
I think.
Joel making up the stats.
There was no pop for her though for Ivy
mean,
Nile,
of
which
Why
is
would there be?
expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be now the braids are gone.
Possibly.
This is a different performer now.
Yeah.
This has been worked out on the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about Bailey being the winner?
Different shades to Bailey's Arsenal with the low pay to Asuka right at Asuka's face. It looked great. She should do that more if it didn't knock out any of Asuka's teeth. And I'm not convinced it didn't because it looked gnarly as out. Lyra then helps Bailey because remembered, they're friends. And Bailey had a split personality for a while and it just didn't for a bit. They stopped Kyrie, who was trying to help Asuka. Nice finish there. Bailey getting a shoot Rose plant in very quickly after an Asuka lock. That was a bit of a higgledy-piggledy sort of transition there, but it looked good all the same. I'm happy for Pamela. I really am, because it felt like for the longest time there they were taking her for granted because she has been there for so long. She's been spinning her wheels, I think it's fair to say, for months at this point.
Yeah.
So her getting a big title shot against someone like AJ, who, when AJ was out the company, there was always, not always, but there was multiple times where Bailey had been like rolling around in the ring with her and whatnot. So clearly there's a relationship there. So that's a nice time for the pair of them. I'm just glad that they're doing something with Bailey.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be a good match, her and AJ. I think maybe.
Oh, jury's out on
I'll let you commit to the point there.
jury's out on Lee for me.
But if
lads.
there's anyone for it to go in the ring with, Bailey's a great choice.
I was going to
She's
say,
like the best one.
yeah, in terms of like, oh, okay, we need someone who can just work her ass off around AJ Lee to make her look good.
Yeah.
Even though Bailey's done very little, I don't even know if we're doing that. She's nice. Now she's crazy.
Well,
Bailey.
they've just dropped it.
They
haven't
just
they?
kind of dropped it.
There's
and it's
been
just like-
nothing of that for weeks, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
and people going, oh, is she leaving then? Because they're doing very little with her. And I was like, oh, no, we'll have you go against AJ Lee.
Is this-
You can really get a good match out of her because Becky had to work her arse off at Elimination Chambers to keep her on the track.
Do you remember when Chad Gable's deal was coming up and he was facing Gunter and it looked like he was going to take the IC title off?
Yeah.
And then he got a new contract just after that match and then they did nothing.
Yeah.
Is it one of those situations?
Yeah.
Dunno,
now
could
that
be.
Gunther's beating you in front of your family and your kids are crying, now we'll keep you.
God, yeah. They never paid that off, did they? That was bad.
Lie to your child, Chad. Tell him that you're going to win. Oh.
Do you think we
that's
could
a
get
good
something with Lyra and Bailey? Maybe Lyra turns on her or something
I
like
think
that?
because after the match, Bailey did a little comment about Lyra. Like, I was like, I'm so good. It's like, yeah, whatever. He said really like one little passive comment, and then
Yeah.
after like, yeah, I'm good.
I'd be into that.
Crow Lyra. Full
Yeah.
Sting makeup.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
still
yeah.
dressed like Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah.
And she sings the Sting thing from '99. It's supposed to be a crow.
Seek and destroy.
You know what crows sound like?
like chickens, apparently.
Big news.
Go on.
Doug got into a fight at the weekend.
What?
So I've done the last couple of Saturday news in the office and me and Kayla have gone down to see Doug because we're so close to
no.
Doug. And he got in a fight with a chicken.
Is his neck straight now?
No. No.
Why are you calling him Doug?
Sorry, new quack.
Thank you.
It's
Did you give him a shoot name?
It's his government name.
It's on his passport.
K-babe, man. K-babe.
It's like when we've got Bobby Lash in the office and sometimes I say his former government name. It's just, it's
Yeah.
hard. When you know someone for so long with a name, it's hard to give him
I've
a
seen
different
some
name.
people not like that.
The Bobby Lashley thing.
yeah.
Well, don't
Okay,
lose.
we're picking on him.
Don't lose then.
It's a punishment. Who won the fight then?
New quack ran away.
Good.
So he's a bit
Oh,
soft.
he ran away.
He ran away,
Oh,
yeah.
no. We've
So last
picked a
week-
He's
coward.
conserving his energy for the greater battle.
Yeah, last week he was a bit of a domestic terrorist in that pen, let me tell you. He was just running amok around everybody. And it looks like that's continued and the chicken's gone, no more.
Wow. He needs to get a gang together, Judgment Duck.
Oh my God.
How come Newcastle got eyeshadow on? in a little jacket.
Judgment Duck.
All rise for the Judgment Duck. But yeah, this was everything that the SmackDown tag team match should have been. So the men's SmackDown tag team match should have been because the crowd were into it. They go, oh, this person's there. Oh, this, all like them.
Because they gave it plenty of time. It got time to
loads
breathe,
of
and
time.
everyone had their moments. So yeah, it was. I think it furthered a few of them in the match. To be fair, especially forgotten her name. Why the hell have I forgotten her name? Ivan Nile.
Yeah, Ivan Nile.
Raquel as well, getting her heat back. Bailey as well, coming back to the fore.
Yeah, her versus Asuka was a nice little mini match.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, yeah, it was good.
Good bit of business.
Yeah, I thought a lot was achieved here. Almost as much as was achieved in the next bit. Are you ready? Demolition in the Hall of Fame. They said it couldn't be done, but it has been done because Demolition had a very angry falling out with WWE years and years ago, and it did look like they were never going to be a thing again. They deliberately didn't mention them for years upon years because of that and the potential lawsuit. That didn't happen, or did happen, I can't remember.
It did happen.
Yeah, and they had New Day, I think, win the tag team titles and hold them just to have a tag team longer than them.
So that's when the lawsuit was either first launched or it was going on.
Yeah.
And they had New Day break their record for the longest reign. But yeah.
Obviously, New Day were phenomenally over at the same time.
Yeah.
Don't make me wrong, it wasn't just two dudes. And also, that when they appeared, I think 2 years ago, like a random video package about the lineage of the tag team titles, and Demolition appeared, I was always people going, yay, that's a good. It's a peace offering. So yeah, Warrior, Bruno, and now Demolition in the Hall of Fame. I think that leaves the only people there that are never going to get in, probably Ole Anderson.
Cindy Lauper thrown there.
That's another person who's very. I don't think they've got heat. It's just
No, they do.
They do.
There's quotes from her fairly recently, just calling WWE based off her run with the company, like just very greedy. So greedy is the word that she uses. So something happened there that made them fall out. So
That's a shame.
because we've always wondered, haven't we? Like, why is she not in the Hall of Fame based off what she did for the business?
Yeah, the Rock and Wrestling connection was a very big deal for the 80s.
But it seems like there was a falling out. She was calling them all greedy.
Doesn't sound like the WWE.
But there's no more standouts, is there, in terms of like falling out with the company?
That are likely to get into something as prestigious as the Hall of Fame. I mean, people go, well, Del Rio did win the world title.
Oh,
and you're like,
God, no.
yeah. That's a nice noise you make.
What's Jim Johnston done, I reckon?
That's another
that's a
thing.
good
I'm like, I can't believe he's not.
Every year, same bloody sentence. Jim Johnson for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And also Danhausen for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
One of his demands is to be in
Danhausen
this,
Jim Johnson.
this year's Hall of Fame. And I mentioned his name because we see Grande Americano. Maffew, they've forgotten the gimmick. Chad Gable now just speaks as Chad Gable while dressed up as Grande Americano.
It's really weird.
Not the gimmick at all.
Is it when he's heel, he's pretending to be not him, but now we all know it's him.
why
That's
is
the
he-
logic,
but
right?
he
There
hasn't-
is some logic there, but
Why is he dressing up still, though?
Yeah. If he's going to be Chad Gable and a
He was
face
meant to be
guy, take the
pretending to
mask
be
off.
he's no longer El Grande Americano. He's like Chad Gable as El Grande Americano.
But-
Not doing a gimmick because there's another dude doing him.
But was
as you're gonna
last
say-
week he had a different attire, which then forgets the origins of the imposter El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then this week he was back.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to defend
in
this.
his normal gear, which
Yeah.
is the same gear as the original Grande Americano.
Yeah.
So Grande Americano Chad version has a match set up here, but he doesn't appear. Ludwig does.
That's
Yeah.
right, yeah. And the Ludwig version is a face in Triple R.
Yeah.
He's against Vikingo. But he's a heel on Raw.
massive mess. A
And
massive
very
mess.
little people on TV on the crowds give a damn about it, but we are doing it in All the Way to Mania.
And Danhausen cursed original El Grande.
That's
here.
why he didn't appear, we think. Because Corey Graves mentions on commentary, was he cursed by Danhausen?
Yeah.
Because Danhausen wants Americano's mask, so Danhausen can make twice as much money through his own mask and also Grande Americano's mask. Chad then just speaks as Chad. Danhausen curses Chad, and that's why he didn't appear. It would appear.
But then new El Grande appeared, and
Yep.
he still lost, even though he wasn't cursed.
No.
You know what? This is the right kind of dumbness because Penta went, I'm going to wrestle El Grande Americano for this. The original El Grande Americano. Ludwig Kaiser version came out, and Penta's going, that's not him. That's not him. And the ref's like, well, it's good enough to be. You know, I got to risk kick out how dumb that was. And
I don't get paid enough for this. Just fight.
Ref's like, what are you talking about? That's El Grande Americano.
It looks like
I don't
him.
watch the show.
I'm just glad the imposter remembered why he's an imposter. Because last week he had a different attire, therefore he wasn't an imposter. He was just a new Americano, a different Americano.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm glad it's gone back to that at least. But the whole thing's gone. It's gone awry.
It's
completely mental.
I don't know what they're doing.
But to be fair to Penta and Ludwig, they had their working boots on in this match. Penta, though, I reckon it's got to the point now he needs to change his mask. Every week every week he gets tied up in the ropes. Just cut the tassels off the back.
the
rest of it's fine.
style.
You know, these wrestlers need to learn from their mistakes, and he needs to accept that that mask is a little bit of a mistake.
I think Penta's the type of guy to go, no, I like tripping the ropes. Shut up. Yeah, how many of these I've got at home to sell the kids after this? No.
This was the match where, because my Netflix, obviously watching on desktop computers over here in the UK, legally, it skips the advert bits automatically. Yeah. This week, for some reason on mine, that wasn't working. So I couldn't tell what was during the adverts and what wasn't. So this is the bit where we saw the referee. I assume it was during an advert because it was that egregious. Right in front of the camera, the one that's on the floor sort of shooting upwards. Stay on him. Be aggressive. Fake Americano. I couldn't believe
so I didn't see that
thing.
So I also saw the Netflix version, so I didn't notice that.
So
thank you. That's something for me to have a heads up at.
It's during one of the advert breaks.
Someone sent me a clip. Someone from Reddit. I do apologise. I've actually gone back on checking on Squared Circle because I assumed everyone wanted me dead, but I found like 3 people who don't want me dead. So I just assume it's a nice warm place now.
Oh, that's nice.
I apologise for calling it the world's cheapest crash for a while.
Hey, we I say Botchamania and Cultaholic in the ancillary content creator award. We get you obviously get more than us, but we get similar votes in that one.
I haven't checked last year.
Yeah. We're sort of mid-table.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it.
We're Luton Town.
Luton Town.
No, why have I said it like that? I mean, I went with Mike Kilby, he loves him. So.
Like Newcastle and Sunderland. They're mid-table.
We should have beat Barcelona the night, man. Joe.
No, it's the wrong time for this, Joe.
Barcelona.
What were we talking about? Sunderland. Yeah, there was a bit where when Heyman was being dragged out by the referees last week, he's like, they're pretending to be dead. Well, not referees, medics, sorry. Yeah. One of the medics had a big goofy grin on his face, like, look at him. And the ref the actual ref has to go. The one who keeps on calling looks like a little Dracula. Goes, get serious. Like, immediately goes like that. But apparently it's on the live feed. They showed a replay of it on the thing.
I don't know what his real name is. I just call him Eyebrows because his eyebrows are huge.
Yeah.
Why?
Ben Shapiro.
Up the eyebrow. Yeah, not quite that bad. What's happened to him? They never used to be that big.
I know he's being serious. Like in Dragon Ball Z, we get big blonde hair. His eyebrows get bigger. Anyway, so the match was good. I think the crowd were stunned, confused, going, well, we don't really care about this. Like, why are we care about the Americanos? But then Penta, he's always lovely, and that Springboard Destroyer was fantastically done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Springboard Mexican Destroyer as a finish. So fun. I think Penta's really good as IC champ. I don't know who's going to face at Mania, but I'm excited to find out.
I think they'll just have an explanation of the feud, because that'll take 10 minutes, and then Chad Gable will come out and go, F this, and this winning for Schoolboy in 3 seconds.
No, they're going to have a mask versus mask at Mania, aren't they, I reckon?
Well, they've got a match at Triple R. When's that?
Maybe it's Triple R.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
and is it just El Grande versus El Grande?
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any stipulations on that or not, but I could have a Google, but I can't be asked.
Yeah,
that's how little we care.
Mania, it might be like, I'm hoping for a massive multi-man ladder match for the IC belt.
Why not?
Because that's always fun at Mania, isn't it? Open the show with
and
that. It's great. And it's Penta.
Get Ray in there as well. Remember Ray Phoenix? He's a wrestler.
Oh, that Ray.
And you know what? That division's a lot more sensible than putting the SmackDown lads in another TLC match. So
yeah. Although that was really good.
I do hope they remember that OG Americano was supposed to be in this match, and he was clearly cursed by Danhausen. So that needs continued on Raw next week.
I hope they never mention it.
No.
I can see, Ludwig Kaiser Americano going, what are you talking about? Chad goes, no, I'm being gaslit. This is bollocks. I was cursed.
I tell you what, though,
a curiously attractive vampire lad.
Because my Netflix thing wasn't working properly, I saw the Seattlehausen promo, as it'll be known in the history books forevermore. So Danhausen comes out during an advert break, gets a massive pop from the live crowd, by the way.
Yeah.
In the ring for a promo, he thanks all the Fanhausens, and he's like, "T-shirt, boy, give me all the T-shirts." Yeah. He's like, "I'm gonna give you all T-shirts," and he just gets them all in a big. Gets them all in just a big ball and just goes. In one part of the crowd. It was unintentionally funny, but I was ruffling, so I was.
He didn't throw him at Tony Chimmel's balls then for the sake of it.
But he's like, "Fans, I've got all these T-shirts for you." Just throws them all at one
Wait. They did a bit on TV where Danhausen was throwing T-shirts.
Yeah.
So he was selling them. He was making them buy. 4chan was right.
It's funny, though, because he's like, "You buy my T-shirt or I curse you."
Yeah.
And then he just goes, I
made him in the parking lot housing. Anyway.
But like, good little... And then, obviously, the lights go out because he disappears. And then he vanishes, doesn't he? Poof, he's gone. Yeah. But this time, they brought the house lights up as he was running down the ramp. It was brilliant.
It's good. They should have
that's fantastic.
He's scuttling away, so they are doing well.
I'm so glad it was just that really poorly mic'd place in Chicago expecting, I don't know, Scottie Pippen to come out the box. Everyone else is like, no, we like him. It's like, okay, fantastic.
He's great. He's so funny.
One shaky start. It's fantastic. Women's World Champion Stephanie Vaquer got real about what she sees in Liv Morgan en route to their WrestleMania showdown.
I forgot to take that headline out of the notes because it was in the notes initially, but nothing was really said in the promo, was it?
Yeah, no.
I was like furiously looking at my notes going, did they?
Yeah.
Stephanie's promos in Spanish are really good. She sounds really like natural, but there was nothing here that we hadn't heard before. Yeah. It was just more of a recap, so there was no point
That's
to it.
my
really.
mistake, lads. I do apologize.
It's fine. Then the real thing, JD betrayed Finn Balor with a brutal attack.
So
can you bloody believe it?
It's finally happened. It's finally happened.
My God.
4 years of gooning, essentially. Will they or won't they? And they finally do. But crucially, the JD are still together. They're just finless.
Yeah.
So they are now a shark who has no way to steer in the sea.
Yeah.
No, you should have kept with that analogy. That was all right. Yeah.
They're just going along in a straight line and they're
confused shark on his judgment day.
All right, so Dom is going to shoot on Finn, and he hasn't seen Finn, though. She's like, right, I'm off to the ring to say a piece of my mind. Dom blames Finn for the IC title loss last week. Finn was saying, Dom, he wanted to do it by himself. So he let him do it by himself, and he made a right mess of it. It's not Finn's fault. Whose side of the fence are you on there, guys? God, I went very southern there. Whose side of the fence are you on there, guys?
I wasn't ready.
Well,
give us a subscribe.
I don't know. That's a good question. Whose side am I on?
From the title match last week. Finn's or Dom's?
I can see both sides, but I'm with Finn. I'm glad that the crowd are with Finn as well. Proper cheering him here.
They were, and I'd just like to change it. Like, no, what, you supposed to help me, and then you didn't. Says, yeah, well, I thought you were gonna do it by yourself. And he's like, well, when have we been doing that? We're a group. We're a bunch of dodgy doylums. You know, we hang out on the green and we drink Monster Energy and we do what we like. Oh, now you want to be serious. Now, and I guess it's nice because it's Finn Balor doing this, who has been the top of the mountain and has been serious. So it's like, and then Dom's there, just like, well, no, I want to cheat and I want to win titles. Yeah. And it's like, I don't want to do that anymore. It's like almost like Keanu Reeves in Point Break. He's like, I'm almost undercover, but I don't want to hurt these guys.
Joel will nod and agree because I've not seen it.
Okay. I haven't seen Point Break.
Oh, bollocks to us then.
Sam will, he's seen it.
Yeah.
Sam nodded because he had to.
Did he call him a little prick?
He did, but it got censored.
That's funny.
Oh, is that what he called him, a prick?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
He's like, maybe your father's right there, boy. Yeah. You're a little prick.
That's what Dominic said, but what did Finn Balor say?
But that's the Hail Mary there. You can't say that Rey Mysterio's right about Dom.
The Dom West. Mike Tenay, you're a selfish prick. And it was nice seeing like the crowd be on the fence going, all right, what now? Who's going to join in? And then, JD thinking about it going, nah, and just hitting Balor.
I thought Cole no sold that a little bit. He was just like, oh, and he's joined in as well. I thought they'd make a big deal about JD turning on him.
Because they had me going, because when the initial pushes happened from Dom and Finn like goes back into the corner and Liv Morgan's like right behind him.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan does nothing. So I'm like, oh my God, is she going to align with Finn and go whizzle wazzle Dom? But no, obviously not. Obviously JD whizzle wazzling his own father. The reason why he's in the business, couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a brave one for him, because you would imagine for his career prospects, sticking with Finn at this point for as long as he can is a good thing. So now that he hasn't got Finn,
he's a big-headed Austin Theory.
He's a bit better than Theory. Do you remember when he was?
Oh, no, he's better. But I mean, in terms of Raw, what they're going to be doing with him.
Yeah.
Obviously he got injured and then came back and they were like, oh, JD's back.
Make him back into the Doctor from the Human Centipede again. Remember those promos when he's hanging upside down?
I'm a crazy person. Sometimes I have a wash before my matches.
But he's a family man. He sticks loyal to his family.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Oh, yeah? What was this?
Apart from his own dad. I mean.
Yeah, but the majority of the family. You got to go with the majority side.
Okay, yeah.
I like how no one came out to help Finn as well. Just a devastating attack. Devastating.
That would be good. Dom going, all right, we should make CM Punk to come out. Oh, he's not here. What? Kel surprise.
That'd have made sense.
I like the offense from Dom as well, sticking the ring, the timekeeper's bell hammer Is that what they're called?
That's right,
Yeah,
yeah.
the bell hammer. I was just thinking about phalluses there for some reason. The bell hammer was put into a shoe for the 619, make it twice as hard, and then the frog splash with the chair, which looked like it legitimately hurt both of them quite severely.
That's how much you wanted to hurt him. Fantastic stuff. One of the best thing of the week.
I'm glad it happened finally.
Same.
I've not been a smoker ever, but I knew what it felt like to have the first sort of like after a long night of passionate lovemaking.
What?
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know in the films and TV, Joe, where they have the intercourse and then they're both in bed going,
Yeah. Yeah.
and Finn was,
I'm just not sure how it relates to this.
How was it for you? Because you know, if you smoke after sex, you're doing it too fast.
So, carry on.
Yeah, so we'll finally get development and movement onto Mania. This is the one thing I can say they're doing right with this, because I'm mildly invested in all of this. And yeah, Dom versus Finn for whatever.
it took a little bit. It took a little bit too long, but it didn't really it wasn't like stinking up the joint every week. It was just more going like we watch every week and we see how slowly it's going, which is not always a thing to complain about, long-term booking and all that sort of stuff. But it was starting to take the P155 a bit.
It did feel at one point that Liv was going to align with Finn, and that kind of never happened. But there was teasers there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
But it never.
I mentioned it about 2 minutes ago.
No. I mean, like throughout last year.
All right.
Like like there was some segments where Liv and
There were.
Finn were like doing stuff
I
together
forgot
and
my
getting off together.
My
and,
tick, or was it?
there was a little
hotel
note,
room.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, like so that's kind of never been paid off. But
And it was. I think they just went. No, we're not doing that.
a Fed herring.
I'm a married man,
Yeah.
said Finn Balor.
Aye. With his fingers crossed behind his back. And then Obafemi defeated Rusev. No way.
So Oba eliminated Rusev from the Rumble. Oba is bigger than the super athlete Rusev. Do you remember that when he was the super athlete? Here is the super athlete.
Have you seen Rocky 4?
Not yet, no.
I was going to say, you'll love it. Because
Rocky-
you'll do the DiCaprio point the entire time going, oh, that was literally the Rusev thing.
Oh, right. I
Yeah.
see now. You live and learn. Rocky is in my jar at home, the film picking jar.
What?
Oh, didn't you in here last week?
What a curious thing to say.
So, you know, getting a bit bored at the weekends now. So me and Kayla have now got the film picking jar. We've got a nice little, like it's meant to be a plant pot, I think, from IKEA. It's got a little smiley face on one side and a happy one on the other.
Oh, okay.
So I can tell Kayla how I'm feeling without going into that conversation just by turning the plant pot around.
Oh.
But we'll put films in there. Taxi Driver was the first one drawn out.
Ooh.
Scary Movie was the second one drawn out.
Those are very different films. God.
So I'll get Rocky when it comes out. The
Oh,
the
fantastic.
thing. Yes.
How many have you got in there?
Oh, I think we picked about 12 each.
Ooh.
Wrote them down bits of paper, scrumpled up in the jar they go.
It's a fun idea. If I did that though, I'd pick one out and go, I'd rather watch this one and try and get another
That's
one.
the point, innit? We're
Yeah.
broadening our horizons.
Yeah.
But what we're saying here, up the meat planets, that's what we're saying here because they're both massive. The Puff Puff Toffs of Rusev was massive. The Puff Puff Toffs. Oh, I can't even say it. It's a stupid name. Why did Joe say that? Michael Cole didn't say it here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is this? Can we picture a scene right where Joe Tessitore, the weatherman? Hello, I'm
The
Joe
cool
Tessitore.
weatherman.
Well,
As far as I'm concerned.
he might be.
He's not as good as Michael Fish, but
It's him and
No,
Oba
not Michael Fish again.
getting generous bags backstage together and just having a little bit of puff puff toss.
I
action.
love the idea of them being
Just a
buddies
little
like
in
that.
joke between the pair of them.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I imagine him doing it, and as he's commentating with that voice, well, this is a very good brand that we have here tonight.
My goodness me, that bag is so full there, Obafemi.
This bag is sold out tonight. Also, Rusev has an 83 rating in 2K.
That's the same.
I think some of those bags went to the 2K developers.
that's the same as Joe Hendry. I think Hendry was an 83.
Yeah, and he's got a title.
Miles Bourne was a 75, I think, which I think is a shocking turn of events.
NXT, it's fair enough.
Yeah.
This segment had an all right structure to it, I've written in my notes here for some reason, even though it was fleeting. Rusev on top for a fleeting moment. Boom! Oba explodes and is back on top. It was what it was. Oba is stick a fork in him territory because he is done. I don't know where you go with Rusev from here. Just going to be made Oba's bitch for a little while, then we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Don't look good for him, does it?
No.
Yeah, this is good. Good and big and physical. Keeping Oba strong. I thought maybe Rusev got too much offense in, if anything. I wanted Oba to like really dominate, but he got the win, and that's all that matters. They've got something big with Oba.
They
Watching
really
this
do.
match, I was like, "This is the
They have,
next."
and he's called Oba.
He's huge, but he's just like he's money, isn't he? He's a big good guy. He's great.
He's a big, good guy.
He's a big guy. but
I'm not a big guy.
He's
I'm not a good guy.
He's a big guy, but he's good at wrestling as well.
weed.
Feels rare.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that Rusev got some offense on him because it proved that this is his first time he's actually going to fight somebody. And he's still on in both shows on the build-up to Mania, whatever he's going to be doing. I think, ticked all the boxes, and and that's something to point out to me because I didn't even notice it. It's like, rah, get up, rah.
There you went, grab me,
I was like, grab me, It's like, I was really impressed that I managed to do that. And then someone spotted it and told me about it. And immediately after this, what did we see? Next week, Brock Lesnar returns as Raw comes to San Antonio immediately after an Obafemi match.
Interessante.
Yeah. Big love all around. And then, I love this. World Tag Team Champions, the Usos, dropped World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk for disrespecting their family in a verbal onslaught. Oh, this may be even better than the Judgment Day segment. Go on.
The one negative out the way first. Last week's Raw ended with, I'm going to bury you next to your dead dad, Roman. And then Roman's not there the next week. That is bollocks. You can't say, is he at home crying? What's going on?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't. Obviously, it's the thing with the part timers and this, that, and the other. But you cannot say a line like that and then Roman to end the show. Roman going like, huh, and then not have Roman be there the next week.
I'm with you, but this segment made up for it. And as well as I didn't really think it was a good comment last week.
No, I didn't.
You are being way more generous to that than what actually happened. CM Punk went, I'm gonna bury you. Bury you like your dead dad. Like it didn't.
Next
First
to
of all,
your
it wasn't a
dad.
smooth delivery. And two, what?
But
You're buried next to your dad. What are you doing?
We said last week like that it felt like CM Punk was looking for that go home line, and that's just like I'll go dead dad.
I'm gonna bury you. Suck my cock. It's like you just couldn't think of that final thing. Yeah, it really was like, nah, your dad's dead.
Yeah.
Like whatever. But this more than
made up for it. Yeah, Jamie and Jay are here to answer the claims that they don't talk to Roman anymore, but they talk to Punk, or whatever Punk claimed to Roman last week.
Yeah.
Jay Uso, the shackles are off. The yeetness is gone. No yeets this week, as far as I can remember, which is very much welcome because this was a serious situation. We're taking the main event match of WrestleMania seriously, which then begs the question, of course, why shouldn't we take the Royal Rumble seriously? Why shouldn't we take War Games seriously if we're looking at Jey Uso here and Jey Uso alone? The Usos respect Punk because of what he means, and he says what he means, and he means what he says, and that kind of stuff, my players. But last week, Punk disrespected their late uncle, who has no voice because he is dead, which is hypocritical for the voice of the voiceless. That is some cinema there.
That's nice.
What a line. And then obviously I'm thinking, CM Punk's on the back foot here. What's he going to come back with? Haha, he's still dead, lol. But no, there's history there. Is it real history? I don't even care. Because it sounded so convincing. It probably is real, but even if it's not, it was brilliant what CM Punk was saying about how he knew Alpha better than Sika, but Alpha didn't pay him when he was training with him and whatnot, but he put a roof over his head, gave him some food here and there, but he's got deep-rooted ties to the Anoa'i Fam Lam. Fam Lam. It was just really good stuff. I hope it was true, but also I don't care, is what I'm trying to say there with that bit. I imagine you know if it's true or not.
I didn't even look. I just went by it. I just want to allow myself to be convinced by
It
this.
was very convincing. Yeah, Punk respects everybody in the family apart from Roman Reigns. Punk isn't sorry for saying that. He's sorry that Roman has been a dick to the Usos for so long. That was a nice setup there from CM Punk. He was fantastic here. But the main bit for me was Jey Uso. Like this. Remember when he was walking out that arena and he was just like, I'm becoming Roman Reigns, but I don't want to be.
Yeah.
And then they went back to just...
Yes. As I think I've said every week of this podcast how angry I am.
Much better from Jey Uso. We went back to sort of 2022, 2023 Jey Uso. But yeah, this the second in 3 weeks, I think, of like go home talking segments that were just like, yes, that is WrestleMania build worthy.
Yeah, it was really good. I just don't know if they follow through with this Usos stuff. Like, are they going to be involved in the story now, or were they just here because Roman wasn't there?
I think they teed it up nice though, because they were like, "Oh, you're Roman's young boys," and they were just like, "No." So either they are going to be, or they're going to turn on Roman.
I just feel like next week they're just going to be the Usos again and just focus on the tag division and start yeeting again, and all this is just kind of going to be forgotten.
Surely not. Surely not.
But you said that last time.
Or they'll be like, I don't know, Balor and Punk teaming up or something.
Yeah.
Just something to get us a match or something. But yeah, and I love the comparison between Jay, who was so angry with CM Punk, he looked exhausted near the end of the segment, like Warrior when he make his entrance. And then Jimmy's much more calm. Okay, you said something about our family. You know there's 150 of us. You better be careful now. And CM Punk's having to do that thing like, do I compromise? Because that's not what I do. I watch more words. I've never done that famously. But you know, I'm also being respectful. It's like, no, guys, I'm really sorry about that. And it was good because they were like, okay, you know, we're calming down. And he goes, no, you'd better say sorry. Like, I don't care about any of the things you just said about calming me down. You still need to say sorry. Because I'm like, we'll never hear the end of Rikishi in his big podcast. And then he goes, and the crowd goes, say you're sorry. And it's like, okay, that's nice. The Punk just doing that. And it's, reminded me a bit in Django Unchained, where he's like, this deal isn't over until you shake my hand.
Yeah.
He's like,
oh, yeah, it was
and he's like,
that.
if he just shook his hand and be all over, he's like, I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, I'm sorry about, you know, Roman Reigns treating you like bitches.
Yeah, brainwashing
Sorry that he
you.
says story, and they're getting madder and madder. And then he's like, you young boy. He's like, young boy. Fan bloody tastic. This might be my favorite. I was thinking about if we're going to add more stuff to the culties. And we've got half years coming up, obviously. That's how calendars work. And I thought about one for promo of the year. I was thinking, we haven't really had any really good promos this year for me to pick. And then this bloody week, we've got the JD splitting up, and then this one.
Well, we had Roman and Punk a couple of weeks ago, where they were just the first one where they went back and forth.
Oh,
God,
yeah, thank you. I thought that was that one.
That's not the best.
I think some people online I was talking to didn't like that. They thought it was too inside. I went, no, I'm in this.
The second one I didn't like.
The one with the dead dad wasn't anywhere near as good, but that
Roman was
first one,
stumbling. Yeah.
I think that first one might be in the lead for me in that race.
Just
Same.
Roman is like, nah, I'm well rested because, you know, I'm every 3 weeks. So just giving it all. It's like, yeah, a nice episode of Raw, to say the least.
Yeah, not bad.
NXT. Oh, good. That's talk about a gear change. Izzy Dame destroys the new women's North American champion, Tatum Paxley.
Well, Tatum kicks off by saying she was questioning herself for a while as who she is, but she never felt alone because the people were with her.
Yeah.
That means she can be herself. And then that bit was like, all right, fine, it's a we people, you know, you've got me this title belt and I'm all with you and this, that, and the other. Then we get this wonderful deep dive promo looking through the diamond mine times of Tatum Paxley.
Yeah.
This is the sort of thing we should be getting for Cody and Randy, not let alone Tatum and Izzy. Just the deep dive stuff. What are you laughing at?
No, I think you're right.
History.
The man Cody was in a diamond mine.
And then, but then I thought there was a mint way of proving from Izzy's point of view that Tatum hasn't always been herself and she always tries to fit in. But that's not the way they went. I was thinking, oh, Chef Michaels is cooking some good stuff here. But then there was a pube in the soup because she went for a different way, saying like, oh, you're always a weirdo and you're always trying to have people accept you. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
like you've just shown a promo thing that shows that you could have said you're fake. You're not really you, are you? But
Yeah, I'm with you. No, you've just shown the thing, the opposite to what you've said.
Yeah.
I thought it was really strange from Izzy.
Yeah.
He didn't make any. She didn't have a good point about anything that
See
she
there,
just
you
showed.
look at you looking generic and just started the business. You look like a goth.
Yeah, you've always been a weirdo.
No, that wasn't there in the video you just made.
This also felt like a promo that should have come like right at the start of the feud, rather than she just lost the title and they're just coming out and saying, "Hey, look how you used to be."
But it's a
Like,
means
shouldn't you be
to an
angry?
end.
Shouldn't you want the title back?
It's a means to an end, Joel.
She
She got a rematch out of it. She's in Tatum's head.
I wish we ended the feud.
Oh, I don't.
Really?
Oh, I think there's way more to go with it.
Yeah, there's a big blow-off match to happen, and it's going to happen
The ones is each.
on Booker T Appreciation Night, no less. Maffew, Booker T Appreciation Night, which he definitely did not know was being announced when it was announced.
Oh, of course not. He's got such a good actor.
More about on that later. Later on, though, just to relate to this feud, obviously they're fighting backstage all the way through the night. Oh, Tatum's looking for Izzy and then finally gets her hands on her. And it's thanks to Shiloh Hill, who has gone through a gimmick change. He's no longer a sort of dark web, potential murderer, potential serial killer, you know, bleaching bodies in the woods and his friends who do that kind of thing. He's now just a mechanic.
I mean, in fairness, you know, got to get a trade.
He's a mechanic now.
You got to get a trade in order to afford the materials to kill people. You know?
It was a great segment.
In this economy, you got to be at least an engineer.
He's a master of all trades. He's a mysterious man. You don't know what you're going to get.
Bleaches.
Tatum wanted the Cullings car fiddled with. Because the Culling have a car. They don't have their own cars.
The car diddler.
It's like a Batmobile.
Yeah, well, it's just a clown car full of the Culling. He wants she wanted their car filled with, and then Shiloh couldn't work out which was their car, so he did the whole car park. Took all the wheels off and fiddled with the bonnets and whatnot.
Classic stuff.
Really good stuff. Just a shift in character from potential serial killer to mechanic, happy mechanic.
Yeah. So basically, a guy with ADHD. What do you mean you did every car in the car park?
As you say, it might be the side hustle. We all need a side hustle in 2026, and his is mechanic.
Yeah, Danhausen sells T-shirts out the back of his car, and he takes apart cars. Yeah, lovely weird stuff here. Any thoughts on that, or if you get to the next bit?
Yeah, I get to the next bit. I wasn't too into this really.
Oh,
The Shiloh bit. Come on.
Oh
Sean.
yeah, the backstage, the bit in the ring. Not
yeah, I like Silent Hill. That was good.
They went the wrong way. But yeah, later on, just relating to Tate and Paxley, we have a promo with Blake Monroe, who tells the male Blake, is it Blake Howard, the interviewer? The
male Blake.
The Rancid Kelly Clancy replacement. Male Blake.
He just showed up and I'm like, you were in every segment, mate.
Yeah, we're trying to really hammer home that his name is Blake. Like Robert Stone, hi Blake, what are you doing, Blake? It's like when they changed they got the F out and had that hardcore championship match, so they could change like 25 title reigns and say, and the new WWE hardcore champion. But yeah, Blake says Blake Howard has to change his name because she's the only Blake, but also that title belongs to her as well. So it looks like it's going to be for Stand Deliver Tatum versus Blake, and I fear for Tatum.
Wait, the interviewer.
Exactly the issue that Blake Monroe brought up. So
luckily that's the only person who has issues with that. Unrelated, there was an LI Knight match to open the show.
I love the finish of this match.
Right?
Right?
I'm never going to
it's
say
classic NXT because there are so many ways to get out of a situation where there are two potential challenges for a thing.
Yeah.
You can do an injury angle, you can have someone interfere and wipe them out, and that bleed to the finish. But Chef Michaels sometimes does the thing he doesn't have to do just for the crack. It's a double pinfall. More often than not, a referee will just go, "You've both pinned them." But this time we get the confused referee who doesn't know what to do in the situation of a double pinfall. So now the things go forward from there. I just love that from Chef Michaels. He's off the beaten track. So he is.
Yeah, it was going to skip to that finish. It was so good. I greatly enjoyed Vic Joseph going, what? A double pin in a three-way? I can't even comprehend such a thing. And Booker's just going, that was a bitch finish.
What a stupid decision.
What a stupid idea.
You can
Quite
hear
rightly, Booker. Quite
hear him under his breath, can't
He
you?
like mumbled.
What the hell?
Under his back. Yeah, well, that was awful. Like, Vic trying to sell the idea, the very notion it can happen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, the match had a lot of highlights. Like when Keanu Carver appears and once again threatens Booker T, so I'm now worried that Booker T will be getting physical on Booker T Appreciation Night against Keanu Carver. That should only end one way, but because it is Booker T Appreciation Night, and Booker T will have the spirit of Booker T flowing through his veins.
It's going to stand tall.
Against Keanu Carver, though, that can't happen, but I'm worried it will. But yeah, he attacked Jasper Troy, and Troy took an ECW 911 bump.
Yeah.
Or was it Bubba? Yeah, Bubba Ray Dudley off ECW 911. That's what got Bubba Dudley his job, didn't it? Taking that choke slam. He went up and down and got a job off the back of it.
Oh, that was before he was Bubba Ray. Yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
Mike LaMonica.
Yeah.
LaMonaco.
It was something
whatever
like
he
that.
is, yeah. But it takes a big bump. And I was thinking, for the first time, even though a couple of his spots went a little bit awry, like it didn't, like he dropped people.
Yeah.
It's the first time I thought, wow, there's something there with Jasper Troy, because up until now, I'm just like, you are generic big boy number 7.
With a chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you can tell the difference between
Three chains.
Yeah.
Which is better than 2 chains, and he's a rapper.
He's a triple crown
as
champ.
long as Keanu Carver beats him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because he's ahead of Jasper
yeah.
Troy.
Yeah,
in
he's like the
pecking order.
Rusev to his Obafemi.
He's got that
exactly
thing.
that, yeah.
Other great bits from the match, the outrageous big back body drop on Eli, who landed on Shawn Legacy's legs in the middle of the ring, which was a horrifying bump.
Yeah.
Legacy really annoys me because he's in that Austin Theory category. Can do it all, but he's
He's going to be a world champion in 5 years.
pretty much, yeah. But he's bland as bland can be.
He needs something.
He needs a
something.
hook.
Yeah.
It's weird in NXT, he does need a stupid gimmick.
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
He could be the
Super-
assistant, he could be the work experience engineer kid to Silent Hill.
Yeah.
See, now I know you're laughing at it. I'm going to have to keep on doing it.
What are we doing here? But yeah, it looks like off the back of this that potentially Shawn Legacy and Eli Knight, are going to team up now to face the Menendez brothers. But then Robert Stone comes in,
Oh, God, yeah.
and it's all kicking off because now to get working out the Menendez brothers challenges, it's not going to be Legacy and Knight. It's going to be a tournament involving Hank and Tank, the Cullen, Legacy and Knight, OTM, Dark State, and Birthright. But then, a segment later, he takes out Dark State and the Cullen. No, Dark State and OTM because they've been naughty boys.
Yeah.
And then he announces the Menendez brothers facing Americano and Rayo. Sorry, is it Rayo and Bravo?
Yeah,
Who was it?
Yeah,
they're facing them off on Booker T Appreciation Night next week. There's so much
What the
going on.
hell was this?
We need Ava back.
Yeah. Ava, who never did anything wrong, the greatest NXT GM of all time.
My
She would have just
God.
gone, you're all rubbish. I'm taller than you all.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
We'll have just one tag team match.
Yeah.
And I guess we would have scoffed at that at the time, but now looking back with this, I don't even know what this is. It was
a bit
such
silly.
a mess, wasn't it?
Yeah. and it feels like Legacy and Knight are just going to be the challengers anyway, so just do that.
Yeah, they really over-egged the pudding.
Yeah.
With all of this.
Yeah.
Did you have any thoughts on the match?
Not really.
I'm glad you're honest. The double pin means a singles match without Troy, which is what everyone wanted in the first bloody place.
Yeah.
And my God, they protected the big lug. The table spot and the double pin. I'm amazed commentary didn't bring up his 90-degree fever or that he received some bad news from his Dogecoin investment before the match while they were at it too. Bloody hell. I greatly enjoyed Booker being furious. I've already put that bit there. Yeah, I don't think Troy did anything good here. He was just a lumbering guy. I don't know why he's being put in these positions. He should not be in them. Get out.
I do still think he is more rubbish than good, but this is the first time I thought, oh, I can see something there, even though he did drop a couple of people a couple of times.
He's just generic big guy for me at the minute.
Yeah, but
There's
and
not
also
much
just
about
were
him.
we supposed to be like, oh, yay, he got up from the table. No one gave a toss.
No.
They were too busy going, oh, cool, the real wrestlers are doing their thing.
Well, it's
now.
like the monster coming out of the water, Maffew.
A little bit.
which
He's a
monster?
bit like
water
Swamp-
monster.
He's a bit like Swamp Thing, isn't he?
What was he called from Southpaw Regional Wrestling? The big green monster that comes out of the
Oh,
water. That's a deep dive for
oh,
you. Someone in
damn
the
it.
comments will know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
The Swamp Boy.
Luke Gallows.
I think it was
Swampy.
Gallows, wasn't it?
Yes, Swamp Jim to his friends. Lexus King and Uriah Connors defeated Charlie Dempsey and Tavion Heights.
More classic Chef Michaels, because for the last couple of weeks, Charlie Dempsey has seen Birthright approach him and say, hey, Charlie, join our stable. And he said no. And then we get the match here, and after a couple of weeks of going, hey, Charlie, please join our stable, no, we get a yes. And it's not the yes in the traditional way. It's a yes after a little bit of gooning. A little bit of gooning in the match, because Charlie starts, and him and Tavion are fighting along well. And then we get the, it's I don't know, which director. I'll just say Kurosawa.
Okay.
The way it was shot, he's hugging Tavion Heights, but obviously the camera's shooting his face. Charlie Dempsey, this is, pronouns pal. And we see the shift in mannerism or the shift in expression in his face. And then we pan round. It's all in no cuts, as far as I can remember. Hopefully there isn't any cuts. There might be a cut. There might be cuts.
Like this podcast, there's no cut.
We see the reveal of one William Regal and Fit Finlay at the top of the ramp.
Oh.
Finlay dressed like a pint of Guinness, which I thought was fantastic. Black shirt, white jacket, or jacket, whatever the one. Guinness. It's a pint of Guinness. Everything's Guinness. This is nearly Guinness. This is Guinness on acid.
Okay, Ross.
It's not really. This is Game of Subs. It's
Ross.
fantastic.
It's time for your pills.
I don't know. It probably is, yeah. But this was just so great. It's classic Shawn Michaels. Just like we'll go one way with a definite direction, then just go whoop. Other way now.
In fairness, I'm not entirely sure if I've got all this all right, because I've been following all the news, because I've been in sunny Germany, having a nice time. It did look like, when they keep talking about the birthright, second gen, third gen, who's possibly going to sign with us? Why, David Finlay, of course.
yeah.
Uriah
that was
Connors
the
does.
rumour.
He does mention Uriah Connors that he made the call, and I think that call was meant to be for David's reveal, but then it had to be Fit and William
Yes,
instead.
as I imagine the conversation went, you want to join this second gen stable we've got designed to put you over? Yes, WWE. It'll be on NXT. No WWE.
Yeah.
And then he went to AEW instead.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, but Charlie Dempsey is a very good plan B.
Yeah, he is.
And he did nail a lovely German on the outside.
He did.
I
I
want to see.
It's
Lovely
weird how
Germans like Alberhausen.
it's weird how his trajectory's gone in NXT, because he was like a focal point of the show for a long while, and then obviously the NQCC slowly disbanded over weeks and months, and he's been nothing for a little while now. So I'm glad he's back in there. I just think Stacks needs goodbye.
You
'Cause
reckon?
He's not second generation. I know he's going out with Ariana Grace.
Yeah,
IRL.
It doesn't count, does it?
doesn't count.
Yeah, that's
He's not allowed.
It's a very tenuous relationship.
yeah.
But he's hanging on.
I guess if Brian Pillman could be in the Heart Foundation, it's like, yeah, okay.
Well, I guess so, yeah. But it's birthright. That's not his birthright.
Yeah.
Not even his
He was born right.
not even his marriage right yet. He's not even married in yet.
Yeah.
But BJ, Brooks Jensen, who's been missing off TV for a while, he could fit in there quite well. Obviously, a son of
Oh,
an
yeah,
icon.
you're right, yeah.
Who's he? Who's
Bob Buchanan.
Bill Buchanan. B squared.
WrestleMania legend.
Yeah.
Had the second best match at WrestleMania 2000.
No, he had the best match at WrestleMania 2000. The opening match. Second match maybe. Or the opening match. Was it?
That was the first match of the
Yeah.
opener.
A leaping leg drop off the top rope there, Joel.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it since the start of this podcast.
Brilliant.
We love that match. Both never look better than in that match.
Yeah. Then he joined the Right to Censor. And then he became a rapper.
Yeah.
Or a hype man, I guess. Not a rapper. He wasn't a fully fledged rapper.
Well done. You are right. Yeah. He was more of a Fat Man Scoop.
Push the train. I was trying to think of it doesn't matter. It is time for my pills.
Anyway. Yeah, this is nice. And also, like, there was some kind of mild connection there when Vic earlier in the night had said, Booker, do you remember, like, the first time you lost a title? And he goes, oh, yeah, man. I lost the TV title to Fit Finlay. I still think about it.
That's nice.
So it's like, so the weird mention of Fit Finlay earlier in the night, and goes, oh, bloody hell, there he is.
Yeah.
So they actually set something up with a little bit thing there. Maybe an accidental, but I appreciate it anyway.
I look forward to the promos from, I assume that are coming from Finlay and Regal. I assume they're coming. They should be coming.
Can I just call it not birthright? Just my dad can have your dad.
Yeah, pretty much.
My dad's bigger than yours.
My dad's Regal.
Yeah, it's good. It adds some legitimacy to the group, doesn't it? Which is needed. I just hope they don't like outshine the youngsters, Regal and Finlay, because that's possible. But I think it's a good step forward for the birthright.
Yeah.
Also, the match, I thought Tavian looks really good.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
Energetic. Those belly to bellies were lovely, and that spear on Connors through the rope. That was almost too. He was too into that. That was dangerous.
Are you saying it's a shoot?
Yeah,
My goodness me.
that was like a big E spear. Remember when he should launch himself out? It was well scary.
Yeah. So I'm glad they got something for Tavian to do. And Charlie Dempsey's getting a push. And maybe Regal and Finlay doing stuff in NXT.
Yeah, sounds
In
like
the
it.
wacky world of NXT, we've got two amazing promo lads.
It's a bit of
Legit
fun, isn't it?
seriousness.
Yeah.
Get Tamatonga in their stable. And Tangaloa.
What?
Yeah. Birthright.
No.
Who's their dad?
Don't ruin it.
Get Roman Reigns in there.
every
Cody.
His dad is famously deceased, Joel. I don't know if you heard. His dad can't appear.
Yeah,
But Haku.
Yeah. bless you.
Haku is the father of Tamatonga and Tangaloa.
Yeah.
Get them in there.
Oh, just get all the dads in.
Yeah, get
Yes.
all of them. Rikishi, get him in there.
No, you'll never shut up. No. Is this a live mic? No. Tony D delivers a threat to NXT champion Joe Hendry.
Well, he explains that he's no longer a mobman because the mobman couldn't get the job done. So now he's Bane without the mask.
Yeah.
That is as much as we get here. Joe, I feel a bit sorry for Joe Hendry because this time last year, if he was facing mobman Tony D'Angelo, he could have got a nice meal out of this feud. But now that Tony is just Bane, he hasn't got the restaurant anymore, so Joe can't have a nice meal. Oh. That's the main headlines from this promo.
And we know that Joe will probably put them out of business because the amount that he could eat.
He can eat
Famously
lots.
out-ate Jim Cornette.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned on the podcast before. Used to work What Culture, obviously, back in the day.
He did.
On a Tuesday, it would be me and him in the office by ourselves. A bit later on, because WTF would take a while from time to time. And he used to order 2 large Domino's pizzas and see them off.
Wow.
2.
Oh my God! In one sitting.
And I would just sit there and JMID watching. I don't know why I said that. That'd make it weird, didn't it? Oh, sorry.
What?
Oh, a mukbang. Fantastic.
Good
Different kind
God!
of muck, yeah.
Yeah. What type of pizza would he have?
I honestly can't remember.
Oh, we eat them that quick.
There was lots of toppings though. I don't know.
2 large pizzas in
2
one
large,
sitting.
yeah. Joe Henry can eat for days.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, and still look like
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
He's a machine.
That is the power of working out there, Joe.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
He uses that power to make music. That's how it works.
God,
To be
he's-
fair, he
so
might-
many-
To music.
So many talents.
I know.
I don't know if this is. He might have been in a bulking phase back then. I don't know if it's a regular thing for Joe Henry to do that, but I certainly saw it a couple of times.
He must wreck toilets. The amount he eats and the protein and stuff.
Did he have the garlic sauce as well? 2 tubs of that.
I can't remember that detail.
You
I
gotta
assume
have
so.
that,
I
yeah.
assume
Drank
so.
a
Did the
Shot.
crust in there. Oh.
Oh, God. So yeah. any
But
thoughts
this
on
promo was bland as bowels, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was standard stuff. It made me feel like Tony could win the belt. Actually, he could be the one to take it off Joe.
Don't say that.
Why? I like him.
boring.
You know, I'm on board with him now. That performance at Vengeance Day, I was like, yes, he's mental, and I like.
He's
it.
one of the-
He's got the
Aura?
like the energy of like a Bron Breakker or something, just like running wild.
Tony D.
In that
I wouldn't
match,
go that
in that
far.
match of
What are
Vengeance
you?
Day,
He looks a bit like Bron Breakker, I'll give you that.
It's
with his hair down.
when his hair, here he's boring with his hair up. When his hair's down, I'm fully on board.
He doesn't wrestle like Bron Breakker, though.
He's just speedy and powerful and
He wrestles more like Scott because he's all throwing suplexes.
yeah, that's more of a yeah. He's a Scot.
He's a Scott breaker. I'm glad that we set this and the crowd were behind him. Well, most of the time. Half the time, I'm just making chants for themselves to amuse themselves. But to me, it's like, okay, I just beat Dark State. Now I'm going to wrestle for the world title. That's like, okay, I've just finished the tutorial level in this game I played. Where's the final boss? It's like, okay, it's a bit of a much. But as we've said for a while now, the men's main event scene in NXT is lacking. So they might as well have Tony D do that, because it can't just be Ricky every week, and he's already got the thing with Ethan Page anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, Ricky, Ethan, Tony.
4-way.
That's the main event men's scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
Keanu lingering in the background.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's all right.
Oof. Yeah, just give that a minute to breathe.
It's all right.
Sol Rooker defeated Laney Reed.
Laney Reed, by the way, 2003 Triple H vibes here. Ring General stuff, let me tell you, in this match. This match was given time, and she was brilliant, I thought.
She's not half bad, is she?
She's not, no.
She's all right.
I'd even say she's good.
Yeah, maybe.
I tell you what, though, the thing that distracted me the most during this match was Sol's trousers, because they defied physics during this match. The button was undone.
Yeah.
It was open, but they
Yeah.
weren't falling down. How's she done that then?
I could not tell you.
Incredible scenes. As was the diddler interference, because JC Jane threatens to turn the tide, but Sol survives and thrives. Although it is a bit like she's going through the motions a bit, as you would expect, there's clues to her going to the main roster. I went very posh there for no reason. Pip, pip, cheerio.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit. It feels like we'll get a match next week as well. This Zarya against Fallon Henley or something.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
It just feels like stepping stones in this feud till we get to the actual title match.
There was a large lull in the middle. That's the bit I'm referencing there, where Sol was just doing her moves, but not doing with it like a bit of pop and snap that Triple H likes.
Right.
From famously back in the Tough Enough days. But then we get to the main event sort of slice of the match. The main event, the go-home slice of the match, I meant to say. And this turned into a pay-per-view main event. Somewhere, there's an arena of 70,000 fans coming unhinged watching Laney Reed kick out of things she shouldn't be kicking out. And then she gets out of a soul snatcher after the rolling crucifix bomb. I like the camera work here for the finish, though, because it's a roll-up, and then Laney Reed is standing up, and it's not like Big John standing up from the floor. It's Laney Reed standing up. She'll be up like that. Big John, it does take 10 seconds to get to a knee, and then 10 more to get to the knee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the camera moving away was crucial, because the setup for the finish themselves,
yeah.
it would have been a bit weird to watch that
I see
happen.
what you mean. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good match, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Surprisingly
very good.
quite good. I think Laney Reed is like, she had that good out in like that 6-woman tag match a few weeks ago as well. That was the first time I noticed, like, oh, she's actually quite good at wrestling. And here was just like, yeah, she is. She's actually really good.
Yeah. No, I was pleasantly surprised by it and everything you said. Just didn't like Vic going, this was a star-making performance. She lost.
But she hung with Sol Rooker.
That's it. She hung.
Great. Sol
Like
Rooker,
those
who was
trousers
leaving. Yeah.
How did they stay up? I want that answered.
Magic. The secrets of wrestling were main hidden. So that was all right. Ren Sinclair defeated Thea Hale.
Fantastic selling from Thea Hale in this match. And I say that with as much sarcasm as I can fit in my mortal being.
What?
Because she takes, or does the tope to the outside and then goes, well, she lands, then goes, ooh, ow, my arm. And that shows us that she's hurt her arm. And that leads into the rest of the match, because we see a lovely transition from Ren out of a Kimura into the final Ren, she calls it. A little bit of an arm bar kind of thing. Obviously, yeah. I'm very happy for Ren. She's like the Charlie Dempsey, which is obviously fitting to say because of the NQCC. But she's obviously very funny. Shooter.
Yeah.
Getting more of a focal point on the show now. All for it.
Yeah.
The Thea Hale selling of, ooh, ow.
I like Ren a lot.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see her wrestle more. I've always thought she's really funny. I want to see more of Kendall Gray as well. We haven't seen her much in recent weeks.
Big news.
Yeah. Oh,
She did an Obafemi with the Evolve Championship.
Yeah.
So she's officially graduated Evolve and gone to NXT.
So did she give it to Tyra May Steele?
She beat Tyra May Steele.
Yeah.
And then vacated the title.
Right.
And then was like, goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, it's a bit straight. Everyone's vacating, aren't they? Because they can't lose to the lesser brand, so they've got to just win and give it up. It's weird. But I want to. So that means she's hopefully coming to NXT, which would be she's already
She
there.
will be, yeah.
Yeah,
They're not going to go straight to the main roster with Kendall Gray, are they?
they could do.
She is good.
She's very good.
But she needs a bit more of a character.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see her wrestle more. Then should be good.
Yeah, I concur. And then main event, Ethan Page and Ricky Saints defeated NXT champion Joe Hendry and NXT North American champion Miles Bourne.
Shades of Gareth Gates and Will Young here, because this was the long and winding road. Ethan says he messed up on the weekend. He felt he did the wrong throw when it left his hands with the title belt, which yeeted across that ring. He definitely meant it.
That was funny.
And then
What's
Ricky
he like?
Ricky Saints is saying, nah, don't worry, it's going to be fine. You can get back in the North American Championship picture. I'm going to take the NXT Championship. It's all going to be fine. But then Ethan's talking about titles, but not the one Ricky thinks he's talking about. It's wonderful dramatic irony, everybody. Up the terminology. Miles is looking for Joe Hendry. He can't find him. He wants to do some game planning ahead of their match tonight. They look for him in a fridge. There's a cake in there. Kendall Gray eats the cake for no reason whatsoever.
Crowd pop for that.
Yeah.
Kendall mint cake? Is
Exactly,
that
yes.
I did wonder if it was a mint cake. It did not appear to be.
It looked like
But it's not like eating a relative.
a cannibal.
Oh, shut up, Matthew. No, whatever.
I guess so.
Shut up, you idiot.
Yeah, but she says she's not wrestling tonight. So why should I train and eat well on this day?
A good point.
Even if she wrestled 24 hours later.
Yeah, and she went, Joe Hendry had 2 pizzas.
But the match itself, there wasn't much to say about it because it was Sam and Joel on the edit. A little bit of Ron Seal.
Ron Seal does what it says on the tin.
We're going to throw it in there now. All the lads in the match played their role. Obviously, Miles being the sympathetic babyface. We established Joe Hendry as the big and strong champion because he was the one leading the charge, making the comeback. The heels had their moments, like when they turned into FTR with the power and the glory. The move they made famous.
Yeah, there we go. Yep.
Or the moves they made famous, sorry. And then Paige pinning the champion is the right call because obviously Ricky Saints thinks he's talking about the North American title. But no. Dramatic
Sneaky,
irony.
sneaky.
Yes.
Licky. I only saw that clip for the first time the other day.
What's that?
It's the guy. It's like a Judge Rinder, that show. What have you seen it?
No, I just laughed at you doing
I can't remember. I can't remember what they're talking about. But the defendant goes like leaky. He says, "What did you say?" He goes like a sweeter leaky.
A defendant on TV said this.
Yeah, but it's like
What was the crime he
It's one
committed?
of those Judge Judy programs.
Oh, okay.
Did he steal sweets? Is that the crime?
I can't.
hope
I
so.
honestly can't. I honestly can't remember. I just got that voice in my head. Leaky.
You all right, Jet Joe?
No, I'm going crazy.
It's getting a bit warm in here.
It
NXT
is.
NXT
Yeah,
has this
delirious.
effect.
A
Let's
very
move on quick.
logical end of the NXT show this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Paige has got. He's going to be in the title scene. I want to see him win it. Oh, no, I don't. I want to see him go up to the main roster.
Yeah, he no longer has the mixed tag belt from Triple R, so he can
Yeah,
actually
that's
do something
amazing.
else with NXT.
Yeah, that's Lola Vice now, isn't it?
Yes, her and Mr. Iguana.
He was still going.
Yeah.
That's right. That's it.
The ass lizards.
I did. My only thoughts here. I clearly wasn't invested in this match. As I think I was just getting sick of wrestling. But I did put Miles Bourne's death, right?
Yeah,
Do you think that's? Do you think he's like? I don't get the appeal of Joe Hendry. It's a big deal. Just whatever. I can do that.
I don't think he's that deaf.
That'd be great. No, but that'd be a good. Do you know that'd be a good line for him? It's like I can barely hear your music. It does nothing for me, pal. It was like, damn it, my powers have no effect on you. You know.
I did feel a bit bad for Miles this week.
whatever. I'm looking forward to Ethan Page being the main event scene as well.
A bit bad for Miles this week because the released footage of him backstage after he won the North American Championship last week, and Big Steve is there to greet him. His partner in real life, Stephanie McCurr.
Oh,
They're
Steve.
going out IRL, Maffew. Keep your scoreboard updated.
Oh, okay.
And they go in for the kissy wissy, and it's the most like.
Is it?
No, it's and they've put that out there for the world to see.
Get right down that camera.
You sound like Pingu eating whatever Pingu eats, a fish. I imagine.
So they've put that out there for the world to see.
So he saw his wife and he went, no.
They've put that out there for the world to see. I was just like, just let that be private for Christ's sake.
Was the tongues involved?
No, not quite, but it was slippery when
open
wet, Jill, you know
lips,
what I'm saying,
yeah.
my player. But then he sees Joe Hendry. Joe's a bit like, oh, they didn't do the kissy wissy. But then
boo.
at the end, he sees Oba, and they're like clapping hands and like Oba. I don't want to see that from Oba this time. Oba should not like Miles.
What's
Shouldn't
Oba?
like anybody.
Why is Oba there?
Just saying hello, probably. I'm actually still lives in the area.
Yeah, true, actually. Yeah.
Because famously,
I'm moving bit by bit, you know.
they all live in the same complex, don't they? That's why.
Moving boxes.
In the bathroom this week. Me want any books? I haven't read these in years. AEW Dynamite, which I thought over. Oh no, sorry. As well, it's going to be Booker T Appreciation Night next week.
Yeah, it is.
Which as you said, I think other people have been said, are they doing this just because, where's the announcer, you say? Oh, okay, we'll show you.
Yeah. I hope the main event is just let him order his tea in the middle of the ring.
Yes.
Get the DoorDash app out, whatever he was using that time.
Fantastic.
Again, it might be the first time you listen to this podcast or whatever, or you're not really listening to NXT at all. If Booker was on Raw or SmackDown, or God forbid Dynamite, it would be bloody awful.
Bad.
He is great for NXT because NXT is a weird show.
Yes.
It's all
And
nonsense.
even Alvarez has been saying this, going, he really highlights the show. With his hair graying out more and more. Bless him.
It's just fun, isn't it?
Yeah. But anyway, AEW Dynamite, I think I think AEW always does this when it's the Dynamite before a big pay-per-view. It's not as good as it has been the previous week. Don't get me wrong, this wasn't an awful show, but I don't have much to say.
I think you're saying that because the last thing you saw, or the first half of the last thing you saw, didn't land. And it's that old thing of like, they'll judge it off the thing they most recently saw.
The main
I'll go with
bit,
that.
'Cause I
Yeah.
think the undercard was brilliant again, but what they tried to be too clever with the main event segment.
I fully
thought.
agree with that.
I agree as well. Yeah, just looking through it, it was pretty a lot of good wrestling, but that's every week, I suppose. So.
I think that's also, I'm spoiled.
It was it's a wrestle wank sandwich, but the filling isn't
I
wrestle
love the
wank.
pause before saying
No,
wrestle wank
it's
sandwich.
not right though, is it? 'Cause it's not a wrestle.
You're right, it's not right.
The filling would be the wrestle wank if that was the case. I'm
Yeah.
saying that the bread is the wrestle wank. So it's an undetermined filling sandwich, but the bread is it's a wrestle wank bread.
It's on the bread.
Because we started with a wrestle wank and we ended in terms of matches with a wrestle
So
wank.
there's no bread.
The main event.
No,
No
There is
bread,
bread.
no water, all wank.
There is bread, but the bread is wank.
But
I'm on about the filling.
But the top bread's like the last segment. So the wrestle, it's like the bread and the lettuce
The
almost.
start was good, the end was good. That's what I'm saying, my players. I don't know what I'm saying, my players.
My players.
It's your new catchphase. You say it a lot.
I've said it like 7 times.
What's the practicing lines for the wrestle wank sandwich shop he's on after this?
But I'm saying,
players.
bread, good. Matches, good. You know what I'm saying?
I do now.
Yeah.
AWCC champ, Moxie and Seema. Well, there's a lot of stuff to be reading here. Seema World Heavyweight Champion Claudio and New Japan World TV Champion Takeshita and Head Cesaro of the Don Cal. Jesus Christ, I'm tired of even reading that. That was the opening match. What do you think?
Yeah, we know it was.
And this was the first bit of bread.
Yeah,
on
all
the,
right,
on the
enough.
undetermined filling sandwich.
this
Stop doing
a-
that. That portrait of new quacks blinking every time you say bread.
Is this a white bloomer we're talking?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Aye.
Sourdough.
Naturally, Joel. Come
Yeah,
on now.
sure.
Let's not mess around here. But the build towards Mox and Takeshita was like the main theme of this match here.
Yeah.
It built to them interacting with each other very well in this match. As they still try to prove they are better than the other ahead of their no time limit match at the Revolution at the weekend. I've mentioned there about it being the middle of the show wrestle wank, but at the start of the match, the first bit of bread. Claudio getting the win after some good stuff from Hench Cesaro because he's hench. With a new theme, by the way, as far as I can see, which was a little bit of a toe tapper. But yeah, Lance Archer. That's the main headline for me. He shoulder barged a lady. And I know that lady is hard as bowels, but still. Goodness me, intergender stuff when we're not having intergender matches.
But she can kill him.
Oh, she
if
can.
She wants. She's hard.
Give
She's
him
a
the
real
mother-
threat.
Give him the mother's milk.
Yeah.
You missed a bit. Wait, he did that to her, and then he ran for his life.
And then, yeah, the slow split of the family continues in terms of Takeshita? Jesus Christ. Takeshita's involvement in there. It's a long podcast in a hot room, my goodness me.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
it. He's kind of done the Moxley thing where he's
Yeah.
kind of going face in a Healy group.
Yeah.
But I really like that he just wants to prove that he's better than Mox.
Yeah.
It'll be a really good match. Yeah, it was really great match to open the show. As a surprise to no one because Mox is just on a roll recently, isn't he?
Yeah,
Great
he really
match
is.
every week. Nice selling from him as well. I liked when he got like dazed from a move and he went to tag Claudio in, but he went to the wrong corner and then he had to turn around. It's like, a little bit like that.
He's seen wrestling before that, Moxley.
Head Cesaro did the cool rolly thing again.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Last week's move of the week.
Yeah.
Nice.
I forgot to do a move of the
I
week.
was
this
about
week.
to say, what was your move of the week?
It might come up in Dynamite, I guess, since I forgot to do it so far.
Ooh.
But yeah, good
tension.
opener.
It wasn't just wrestling, and that's always like a weird criticism to have. There was more storyline here as well because Takeshita had the chance to thwack Moxley with a steel chair after the match, but because he wants to prove he's the better man, he chose not to, which got the family up in arms.
Yeah. I think I was thinking it funny. He's like, no, you can't cheat. That's not like us. And he goes, what does it matter? I'm not with you. And he goes, no, you are in the Don Carlos family. Am I? Oh, there's so many people there. I forgot who was in. But yeah, just building up to this lovely pay-per-view on Sunday, not a Saturday.
Not a Saturday,
And
no.
there's not even any WWE program in the Saturday,
Good.
Yeah.
which is usually why they do that. But
Yeah, I'm cartweeling.
we,
If you can't tell.
I was very happy. Then we're like, Oh, NXT's last week? Oh, bollocks. Too late now. TNT Championship match. AW World Trios Champion and TNT Champion. Jesus Christ. Pro Star Carl Fletcher defeated Speedball Mike Bailey.
A little bit of storyline here as well before the match gets going with MJF and Kyle Fletcher. MJF wants Kyle to kick Speedball in the face because of what happened last week where Speedball kicked him in the face. And then Kyle's like, I don't take orders from you. And then Kyle seems to think that Don might be working with MJF, and Kyle doesn't want that. Ooh, what a messy pudding we have here, everybody. I thought this match had a little bit of everything. This was a wrestling match buffet. The match transitions at the start were so fluid, like a
Back to the buffet.
like a
again.
soup,
Like a wrestle-wank soup.
like a wrestlewank soup.
Oh, God.
And then we move on.
Trying to help him.
Try to help him.
You dip your wrestle-wank bread in a wrestle-wank soup.
A salsa dip.
Come on, wrestle-wank soldiers. Come on.
Then we get to the bits where Speedball's doing all these fancy technical kicks and whatnot, but then Kyle's just like, I'm 6'4" and you're 4'6". Bosh! On the top of the head. Yeah. Fantastic stuff. The lads went really hard considering this was Dynamite, but that's not really a relevant thing to say because everyone goes hard on Dynamite. But I'm saying it's the weekly show, but I didn't expect to see reverse poison ranas on the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring.
I've been told that.
If you're not including the ring posts, obviously. Fletcher then kicked out of a poison rana off the bloody ropes after taking one on the apron and then took bare strikes to the head and he still kicks out. And I'm thinking, come on now. And then he goes and gets up 2 seconds later to hit a shoot Michinoku driver. That's the bad bit about Kyle Fletcher. Forgets what's happened to him later on in a match. It's all about getting the stuff in there. That's what I was saying about Joe Hendry earlier on. I don't want to turn all old man again. But just
Oh, he gives a voice.
But just slow down, lads, and make things mean stuff. You know what I mean?
Now, is this the same guy as earlier, or is this a different old bloke?
I'm trying to remember the voice I did. And
Is this Mark Henry, or is it Bubba?
I know he came from Barnsley, but I can't quite remember which
Barnsley
part
Ray
of
Dudley, you're looking great.
But that's always the criticism with Kyle Fletcher in the deep waters of like his big matches. He just forgets everything that's happened to him.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But it does make it like more impactful. Like he gets up and it's a shock and it's like, wow, that came out of nowhere. But yeah.
2 poison ranas, Joel.
Yeah.
One off the ropes, one on the apron. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll get up and do a Michinoku driver in shoot fashion.
Yeah.
Make it make sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bit Jamaican.
That was a bit Richard
was-
Tubman.
Hear me now. Go on, Joe.
I said, Christ, what a match. There's a reason Kyle Fletcher won the Best Wrestler of the Year in the Culty Awards.
And that's because I picked him.
Very
Yeah.
good. Yeah, God damn it. Why do you pick mine?
I went and bought his shirt at the next AEW show to show, like, look, it wasn't just him.
Yeah, Speedball's great. He's really fun to watch. I'm a big fan of him. Loads of mad moves, corkscrew moonsault, poison rana from the top. So much stuff going on. Everything he said, really. It's just a very, very good, entertaining match.
I think Speedball's one of those wrestlers who, if you just let him do that every week and then splice in it, because he had a nice little, like, sort of peppy babyface promo after this match as well. Keep doing that more, and I think you can't. He's impossible to hate. Unless I've written down, you're one of the blokes on Louis Theroux's most recent Netflix documentary.
Oh, I'm going to watch that.
So am I. That's tonight's viewing.
What?
It focuses on the manosphere. So your Andrew Tates and that. I think they'll hate Speedball. But if you're a normal fella,
Wait, why will they?
What? Has he got heat? I don't know about the Andrew Tate Bailey feud.
No, I'm not saying there's a feud. I'm just saying the type of guy who's in the manosphere would not like Speedball Mike Bailey. Softly spoken, vegan.
I'm with you now. Because I thought they'd be like, no, I'm really impressed by his athletic skills. He's very amazing what he's doing.
Hate karate.
Probably got a mullet. Yeah.
Washes his hair, you know.
There's one thing that matters people hate is karate.
Not manly stuff, that's what I'm trying to say. It's impossible to hate Bailey.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're in the
I know-
manosphere.
I know the point you're trying to make now. I'm with you now.
We're just proving we're not in the manosphere.
Oh, man, a bunch of people thought we were. Bloody hell.
We're in the cocosphere.
Exactly the type of match you'd expect from these two, going at it a million miles per hour, with both lads selling as much as Iranian travel agents.
Oh my God.
Which
Jesus Christ.
I think it's a pointless thing to complain about nowadays because every wrestling's like this. But I did find myself zoning out as they kept on going and going and going. Especially when it's like, oh, he's working his arm. This would be good. Just no sells it. I'm like, of course, whatever. This did not hit, for me personally, the same way as the Ciampa Fletcher blind that we had for a few weeks ago because there was a drama with the title.
Yeah.
This is just a match with two people who are, well, what are we doing with these on the pay-per-view? These two gentlemen.
I don't know.
That's a good point.
Exactly.
Fletcher's got 2 belts.
Yes. Is he doing? Can we get the card up there?
They're having a battle
Am I supposed to
royal.
pretend you're not here?
They're having a battle royal, aren't they, to determine a challenger? For...
They're in a battle
Oh no, that's for Ricochet's title.
okay.
That is for Ricochet's title, yes.
Yeah. So it was one of these. It was just a WrestleWank PWG style match. Okay, that was it. I did appreciate Don Callis stepping up on commentary because Excalibur was not here. He
was
very,
ill.
Very few shows he's missed. I sent him a message on Blue Sky, and you can tell he's ill because he hasn't replied yet. And
Well, that's the reason, is it?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he always replies to me. Don Callis said, explaining the greatness of Carl Fletcher to Tony Schiavone, and said, "Well, Tony, when you were at school in the 1940s, did they teach you physics?" Great line.
13 matches.
Okay, 30 matches. All right, what's Fletcher doing?
I don't think he's on the card.
I don't think he's on the card yet.
He's not on the card.
But there is a
Oh, wait, no,
21
he
man.
is.
Oh no, where is he?
The trios match.
Oh
They're
yes.
facing Jet Speed.
Oh,
and Mystico.
well, that makes sense then. I do apologize. I watched this very quickly in the morning.
I didn't know that.
And neither did anybody else, so it's all right. I won't apologize.
Yeah, I didn't
I'm
know
right.
that either.
Yeah.
They didn't say it on Dynamite, I'm sure. Anyway, we know it now.
All right.
So yeah, there is a 21 man blackjack battle royal to determine Ricochet's challenger.
That'll be
But
fun.
Ricochet's. Hang on. Oh no, just for Ricochet's championship. I do apologise. Yeah, Ricochet's in the match.
It looks like that's on the pre-show.
It is. Yeah.
God.
Willow's also doing double duty, and so is Lena Cross.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, 'cause the tag
Tag
champs.
titles and the TBS.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I think
Show and much later in the night, I'd imagine.
Well, you know, there's not many people on the roster in AEW.
I think Bane and Lena Cross will win that.
So do I. Yeah. I fear for Penelope in that current role after the injury
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
because they're massive.
Yeah.
They're tall,
Yeah.
and she's not quite as tall.
They'll kick her out.
Yeah.
That's right. There's physics,
Yeah.
as we established in the 1940s. Yeah. Brody King defeated some guy, and then
What do you mean?
Swerve attacks from the crowd.
That's GR Jewel.
G.R. Jewel. Is that his name?
I think so. I think that's how you say that first name.
Yeah.
J.I. Aha. A.H. Aha. GR
Tom's friend.
Yeah, Brody's been looking for Swerve all day, but he couldn't find him. 2 moves and the match is over. Swerve, I was saying last week, I just accept he is now fully a heel, and this also confirms it this week as well because he's now one of Seth Rollins' goons. He has the
Yeah.
black balaclava on.
Why? Swerve, you're so much better than that.
Now, to be fair, Brody does wear a balaclava to the ring. I like Brody
It
King's
was his,
logo.
yeah, it's his one.
I've just played silly buggers there, lads. Don't
Oh,
worry.
like our legendary thumbnail we did when it was like mystery wrestlers one time, and it was John Cena and a balaclava. And I saw that on Twitter. People going, "Why call a Hulk report and that Cena's joined the Raw?"
Never thought I'd hear the Raw be mentioned on the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. But great moment with Brody breaking the chain, going all Fleetwood Mac on Swerve's ass.
Oh, very nice.
And then Brody King going full Peter Crouch, which I really enjoyed. 2006 World Cup, Trinidad and Tobago, Peter Crouch up for the header. He pulls the ponytail of the defender down. And that's how Brody King got Swerve back in the ring. He pulled on the hair to get him back in there. And so, yeah, nice little segment.
Cool.
Yeah.
To set up Brody King versus Swerve at the pay-per-view.
The two
Yeah.
most dangerous men's.
Breaking the chain's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Be a good match.
Cheers, Joel.
Is that what I
You
mean
said
about-
everything. I don't know. That was it.
The Dogs, which is War Ready Gabe Kidd. And Dave Finlay. They did Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy. That's
This-
right. Just the Dogs. That's their name.
But people don't want to be reminded about the W word now, do they?
Yeah.
Even though
but that
Gabe
is-
Kidd's theme is War Ready Gabe Kidd. War Ready Gabe Kidd.
A dog of war, maybe.
Yeah, but this was all kinds of Ron Seal lads. This was just 4 lads with defined roles doing their roles in a very defined way, if that makes any kind of sense.
Yes.
At all. Of course, the Dogs were always going to win this one because they are new.
Oh, no. Stop
Oh,
taking
he's
off
been
screen.
distracted. Sam's clear.
I mean, no, it's relevant to what we're doing. I want to know what's on the pay-per-view. Stop it. Not reading, not scrolling Twitter.
But Orange was doing his orangey things, Darby doing his Darby things, and the two Dogs doing their doggy things. Gabe's lariat, where Darby was going for a code red on Dave, was fantastic. Darby getting proper ragdolled around for the finish really put over these 2 crazy New Japan boys. They're so crazy. Dominator from Dave into the pile driver from Gabe.
Sorry to interrupt. Dominated Dave. What a great wrestler, Dave.
Forgot to mention the Dave Meltzer screenshot that's been going around on Twitter.
Yeah, 'cause he was,
yeah, he was there,
ringside.
wasn't he?
Yeah, it's
And he's still jacked.
he is.
Of course he is.
Yeah. I forget what he looks like when he's not in front of a dodgy camera of his dog.
But by the way, Dave has been done dirty. Because that
Dirty
screenshot
Dave.
makes it look like, what was the name of the lass who's looking at Hobbs in the very Queen of the
Oh,
Ring?
Queen of the Ring, yeah.
Where she's like going, oh, I'd love to wrestle Wazzle Powerhouse Hobbs.
No, he's looking at Okada. He is thinking that. He's only human.
But no, he watched the clip in full, and he's on his phone typing, obviously doing the journalisms, and he just briefly goes, and then goes back down to his phone. But somehow, it must be Sean Ross Sapp with that kind of screenshot ability. Based off what he did last week with the mask, Maffew. But we're in the wrong for thinking that. Just don't forget that. We're wrong. Sean wasn't wrong. I'm going after Sean Ross Sapp here.
Wait, you lost me now. What did SRS do?
Everyone was like, Sean, why have you done that? It was on TV for less than 0.2 seconds. And then Sean was like, no, you're all wrong. I was in the right.
Yeah, people were really mad that he showed Dragon Lee's face or took a print screen. But again, on a weird way to defend him because he's got a huge platform and I love you, SRS, but you are very easily gotten to. Everyone does that when a luchador's mask is off for like half a second.
But
Everyone takes print screens.
Yeah, but he's Sean Ross Sapp with a massive reach, and that was on
that's
screen.
it, yeah.
He worked hard for that screenshot. It was just like, well, they showed it on TV.
He worked hard for that.
Well,
He did.
you barely see
You
it when
barely
it's
see
playing.
it when-
in
when
both.
Anytime there's been any luchador that you like, you can find a picture of their mask coming off a bit. Someone's print screened it. So.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right, but I think Sean Ross Sapp was well. I may as well get the bloody likes as opposed to anybody else.
But he worked.
People being mad at him for doing what somebody else would have done is a weird situation.
Yeah, but it's different when he does it though,
because he's fun to mock.
got the
yeah, you know what? I'm right. Yeah, get it up, you Sean Ross Sapp.
He's
What's
got
wrong
the
with you?
reach, Maffew.
I hope Dragon Lee sends you a DM.
I hope he fights you. Anyway, yeah, the match where we're on about here. Chef Michael's booking at the end here works its way into AEW, sorry. Because for weeks now, Roddy Strong, I'm done with the conglomeration. I'm sick of Orange Cassidy. I'm so sick of Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to turn up to work.
Yeah.
I'm back at work and I'm aligned with Orange Cassidy. Chef Michael's 101.
I'm with you, but do you not think it's a tease? Like Flair in 95 with Sting. Oh, I'm here to save you, don't worry. And then just beats him up during the match, going, I can't believe you trusted me.
What's
that's
Orange doing at the weekend?
That's such a
Where's he
He's
at?
going to get
It's the
turned into juice.
Trios match. It's
Oh,
gonna
is it? See, thank you, because I was watching it. He's against those three versus the three dogs.
Yeah.
The dogs.
Finley, Connors, and Kidd.
That'd be such a convoluted way to go, though.
He
Get
gets heat.
Orange getting his head kicked in.
He's already walked out on him.
He must be Orange, Peach Cassidy. He's so bruised. Oh, look, his mate Roddy's here. Hot tag to Roddy. Roddy beats up Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
I
get
just feel like
Yeah, because then the dogs can get the win over those established names, and then it leads to them moving on, and then Orange Cassidy and Roddy Strong can brawl, and Darby can get trapped in the desert again. I don't know.
There you go.
He can get thrown out of his Uber.
yeah, fair play. You've
You've
won
Ronnie
me over.
O'Sullivan be there, Maffew. You're one shot ahead. You see that footage of
beautiful.
Ronnie O'Sullivan with a VR headset on this week?
No.
Oh my God.
Was
He's
he
got a
freaking out?
VR headset on, going to play pool.
Did they have them on properly, not upside
Yeah,
down?
he had them on properly, but he goes to lean on the table that he's looking at. Obviously, there's no
Wow.
table there.
Oh,
And
no.
he just face plants the floor.
no.
It is
That's great.
unbelievable.
Roddy.
Oh my
I was going to
God.
nominate for the Hall of Fame, but he swears in it, so we couldn't. It's
That's
unbelievable
funny.
footage. Anyway, I digress.
Wow.
Oh, bless you, Ronnie.
Yeah, I could do without Tony Schiavone's comment here when Roddy came back saying,
What a
"This is
moment."
what a great Dynamite moment."
Yeah. That's Tony Schiavone, isn't he?
It's enough of that.
This is the greatest night in the history of our sports. That used to be the old meme back in the day, because he used to say it every Nitro.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just let us decide, Tony. It's fine.
Yes, please.
Just Tony going, this is a good thing. It's
Yeah.
like, thank you, Tony.
Look at the fans. They are all going very happy.
Daniel Bryan, your neck is bad. Hey, I think we just created the bot for Tony. TBS Championship match, AW Women's World. Jesus Christ. Willow Nightingale defeated Perisfun. Oh my God. in heaven.
Persephone.
What's her name?
Persephone.
Lyra Pasphornier. Perisfun.
God, it's been a long podcast.
My nana's still got a Perisfun in her house. It's still connected to the line. Jesus.
Ian Riccaboni. I'm in the bone zone, good and proper, as Ian Riccaboni likes to say, because his Willow rap was fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm not a Ring of Honor boy, so I assume it's a done thing on there, but I'm glad it's made
It
its
is,
way to
yes.
Dynamite anyway.
Can confirm.
Not many notes to make about this match, other than this was just mint, because they're two big lasses just doing big power moves to each other. The way they lifted each other up with such ease, I was awestruck.
Wow. Awestruck.
The way Persephone just lifted up Willow from the mat, and then you got Willow on the outside doing those the spine busters with the splat. My goodness me.
It rhymes.
How about that? Really good stuff.
Yeah.
And I like the finish because it looked like Persephone was going to get the job done, because she's up for the, I'm not sure what Persephone calls it, the razor's edge position, essentially. But yeah, Willow then just does a shoot roll up and wins. But yeah, very, very good. Couple of lasses there.
It was a good outing, wasn't it? I haven't seen much of this Persephone, but she looked very strong and controlled the match. Looks really good. I'm glad Willow keeps the belt though, because there's so much more she can do with it. It was good. Good TV match.
Yeah.
That's probably that. I think the highlight of the show for me.
Yeah.
Really?
Persephone,
It's up there. Wow.
doing her stuff.
If you don't like the not selling of Carl Fletcher, I get where you're coming from.
If you're one of those manosphere boys.
Oh, clearly that's me to a T.
If you're one of those old
Damn it,
fellas.
I've been outed.
It
Yeah.
sounds like you're one of those old fellas.
Look,
Maffew.
I think all those comedians who went to the Ryder Festival did the right thing, all right? Go with the money. Don't act like you wouldn't. Anyway, yeah, no, I like this because, as you said, just power move after power move. They're very good. It's like Tony D versus Tony D, the mirror match. Yeah.
We've got the TBS title match set for the 0 hour bit of Sunday. Lena Cross challenging. I don't see a Lena Cross win there, but I do think that'll set up a tag team win for the Bane Train and
Agreed.
Lena. Yeah. Aye. There's a Bane Train crossing pun to be made there, and I can't do it. We're too deep into the podcast. If this was like the first 20 minutes, I'd have had it out there straight away. But I'm
if
frazzled.
she's on
Sassy.
second, the Bane Train's been delayed. The wrong leaves are on the track.
Aye.
That's all I got.
Yep.
Didn't say it was good. Trios match. Psycho Killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? And thank you very much. Champa. And the tag team champions FTR with Big Stoke. Them Bucks is their name for Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and Mark Briscoe.
Well, you were giving it the fars. I'm giving it the wank, 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 wank. That's hard to do in that.
Some
tune.
people would not consider that a compliment.
Yeah, because this was the second part of the bread in the Wrestle Wank sandwich.
Ah, we're back to that.
yeah, maybe we got wank bread, wank filling, wank bread.
Saying wank bread.
Because Fletcher's
Such a
people...
thing as wank bread.
Yeah, no, there is a lot of bread actually in this sandwich.
Well, there's 2 slices.
Yeah, but wait, what's
But
in
it's
the
thick.
No, what's in the middle then?
More wank.
Yeah, it's wank, but
Yeah, but spread.
wank spread.
Wank spread.
Great.
It's Fletcher. It's comprised of Fletcher versus Speedball,
yeah.
and also Persephone versus Willow.
Yeah.
That's the wank spread and the Wrestle Wank sandwich. This was brilliant from start to finish. I don't know what to say about it. The way it descended into chaos towards the end was fantastic. Dax doing some sensual professional wrestling healing by shouting help into the microphone in the timekeeper's area. That was fantastic. Ciampa getting the win over Briscoe. They're both in that big blackjack battle royal at the weekend, I think.
Yeah.
Ciampa is at least
Briscoe
confirmed.
is, yeah.
But there you go. That is... It's one of those matches on Dynamite where it's just like, let's just sit back and enjoy it. There's not too much to say about it.
It's like the last couple of weeks, the main event with the Bucks in it, and yeah, massive fun mess. Really enjoying seeing Ciampa in AEW though, especially as a heel. Him and Briscoe have got some good chemistry. I hadn't cared too much about the FTR Bucks match, but it will be a really good match, won't it?
Yeah.
And do we think that Cope and Cage come back?
I don't care.
It's
Yeah,
been that
me
long
neither.
now. I'm
It's
been half a
starting to-
bloody year.
I feel like they might just I feel like that might just be it now. They might not. It might just be FTR.
I'm on.
So they're shooting season
This is Sam.
3 of that show he left to do
They're shooting season 3 of that show he left to do.
What show was that?
in late 2026, so December, November time. So he's probably done with season 2 now. It's already out.
Interesting.
Well,
Some
we are
inside
done with
info.
him. How about that, Sam?
But isn't the next pay-per-view in Toronto?
Oh, I think it might be.
So it might get set up at the weekend. So FTR.
So it could happen. But that'd make you think that FTR retained the belts.
Yeah. You'd think so anyway. And that means they would win the feud against the Bucks forever.
Wow. And we can all move on, I guess.
Until the next match.
Unreal. that
Till
we're
a couple
doing
of
this
years'
again.
time when they run out of ideas, and then we got to
Then
go
we'll
back
do it again.
to 2016.
Again, I'm more interested in the idea of Ciampa and Gargano challenging FTR now than Blame Ciampa.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see
that yes?
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah, this match, it was good. It was just a means to an end to build up to the Bucks. FTR, absolutely fine. I love Briscoe. It was just weird going, wow, what's he going to do at the pay-per-view? Oh, the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Okay. He's got a lot of momentum and heat. I mean, he always has that every bloody week and stuff, but especially when you just have the title, it's like, okay, yeah, sure. And then, again, it's me being very negative at the time. As soon as I watch the pay-per-view, I'm sure I'll be fine. It's just weird, like a guy at that level, that popular.
Someone like him, though, he can still be a highlight when he's not even like involved in stuff. Though.
That's it.
He's one of them, isn't he?
He's one of them.
He's one of
Steals
them.
a segment. The
He's one
segment
of them.
stealer. Mr. Segment.
That's Orange Cassidy.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, well done,
He doesn't
Joe.
have to take the pith.
And then, an otherwise acceptable episode of AEW The Wrestling. Oh, this just... AEW World Champion MJF and Hangman Adam Page build up to the Texas Death match on the pay-per-view. by doing a press conference, and it turns into a brawl.
I can see what they were going for because sports have press conferences.
Yeah.
The difference is the sports press conferences build to the event where the fans are. They don't take place at the event where the fans are in a room away from the fans. And also, sports are legitimate. They are not predetermined. And these questions were most definitely predetermined and a little bit weird. Why on the go-home show for Revolution, one of the biggest shows of the year, are we hearing questions like, on Dynamite this isn't just like a standalone event on like the news where the general population are watching. AEW fans are watching this show who have seen AEW before, but we're hearing Man Off Radio say, for people watching AEW for the first time, what are you going to do? Shut up. Load of nonsense this. They've tried to overcomplicate the wheel, and now it's not even a wheel.
Yeah.
It's a square.
Yeah, try and drive with 4 squares
Yeah.
on the wank car. That was this segment.
Did enjoy MJF just rolling his eyes when Denise Salcedo was asking her question. Not because anything against Denise. She's a lovely lass.
I didn't know his
A lovely lass, but he's just like, oh, God. That segment, that was the vibe. Just like, why is this still going on? Just start fighting or kissing or whatever you want to do. It got interesting when the brawl got going, but again, they tried to be too clever and it didn't land for me at all.
Also, I think it was really unrealistic. A brawl happening during an AEW press conference. That never happened.
It normally happens away from the press conference. But they tried something different. I guess, sometimes you got to throw things at a wall and see what sticks. I guess that's the kind of thought about it. It's just the concept of doesn't quite work for me when you think about what real sports are compared to a weekly wrestling television show.
It's a shame though, because the last few weeks have been really good with these two in the segments. Yeah, I thought it was a strange little setup for a main event segment. I wasn't sure about it. The media questions felt awkward and it felt a little cheap. There was some weird bits though, like Hangman Page said fans will leave with the most extreme thing they've seen their entire lives in their head.
It's a big claim.
That's a big setup.
Syringes through cheeks. We've seen shoot cinder blocks. We've seen.
It did make me want to watch the match. Just to see.
That's why he's doing that. So
Yeah,
that's good.
absolutely.
Succeeded.
And the way Hangman didn't have an answer to the question where that guy said, "If you don't win, who are you?" He was like, That kind of made me think. I've changed my mind now. I think MJF's going to retain. I thought Hangman was going to win. Now I think MJF's going to retain. So it made me think about the match a bit more. But yeah, I wasn't really into the thing before the brawl.
Yeah, as you said, I get what they were doing. It just wasn't my thing. Maybe they got people who talked like it wasn't their first time opening their mouths. That would have been nicer.
I don't know how we can say that.
This is a podcast. This is fine. It's on a long time. Yeah. Hi, Ross from Cultaholic here. If you were a bread, wrestle wank sandwich, would you? Oh, sorry. Will you beat Hangman?
Hangman would be that one with all the.
He'd be granary.
All the seeds in and that.
Yeah.
Proper coarse
seed
bread.
and nuts loaf.
Yeah.
Whatever
they're
it
nice.
is. Yeah.
MJF, hearty Italian. I don't know why I've done that. It's the only bread I can name.
Hearty Italian. Also, boy, bit.
Legally cake.
Yeah, it's
Is
too
it
much,
actually?
It's too much sugar.
Oh,
in
He's
it.
got a massive arse.
Say, well done. Well
Fair
done. See?
Who do you think is going to win? Because this stipulation is messing with my head. I can't decide.
Calm down, Joe.
I can't
You're
decide.
messing with me, Malin, man. I genuinely don't know. And
Yeah,
I'm
me neither.
actually, I like that.
Same.
Either decision could work. One, MJF's going to retain and keep on going on until he puts someone else over, which keeps him strong. Fair enough. He's got that thing that will go with him. Absolutely no problem there. If Hangman loses,
He's Cody Rhodes.
That's it. It's
no. Stop going to Cody. No,
It's a bit of a
We'll be
problem.
all right. Hangman's got that character development of where we've seen him being pathetic and loserish, and it's enjoyable TV.
I'm all for that. But then it's just he can never challenge ever again. Forever.
Until
No.
his opponent
No.
gets annoys Tony Khan so much he makes the match on SmackDown anyway.
Yeah, like 2 weeks later.
I guess they can't always go out with it. It would take a while, though. You got to leave that for a couple of years, don't you?
And again, AEW needs to keep on making new stars. It can't just be Hangman on top forever. So it's a good way to make the crowd not get sick of him, which does happen with face champions in any company.
Absolutely.
So it's a good way of an excuse to get him not doing that, and then people wanting him to be at the top.
Yeah.
But it would be quite interesting because his 2 title reigns did flop a bit compared to the Chasers.
Yeah.
it, isn't it?
So maybe they've just gone.
So if he did something like so gnarly, you can't help but boo him, even though it's against MJF. And he comes out of it as like a different kind of Hangman. Is like,
I can't believe you shot MJF with AK-47. Texas Death Match.
I put the death in Texas Death.
Why is everyone giving me these looks? What? I didn't get DQ'd.
But like, I'm just saying, a bit of a character shift, not like noble Hangman, just like, that guy's so evil, I don't want to cheer him.
Yeah, what's the finish going to be? He shows a picture on the Titantron of Dragon Lee without his mask and then rolls above. Crowd, boo!
Will be good, though.
Yeah. It should
I'm
be,
looking very much forward to it.
Yeah.
But a good Dynamite apart from the end.
Good Dynamite.
Good enough for me. Good enough for you.
Yeah.
Good enough for the week of wrestling.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
The mailbag.
Oh.
To New Quack and those that serve him. Oh, we speak your name. When I was a wee lad, my dad took me to see the Black Parade. Sorry. I asked my mom to buy me a wrestling title belt from the store repeatedly. She always said no, but eventually relented and went to get me one. In a panic, I made sure to explain what the Divas and women's titles looked like, so she wouldn't buy one of those. She returned instead with one of the WWE World Tag Team titles. Just one. I then tried to explain that tag teams were two people and that I'd need a second belt and a friend to give it to. And she promptly told me to shut up and take the damn thing or she would return it. I love tag team wrestling my entire life. Current WWE has made it feel like such an afterthought, it's depressing. I went back and watched a build-up and match between the Usos versus Zayn and Owens at Mania 39. Just remember when the Fed cared about tag team wrestling. To help cope, I'm asking you three to just gush, in brackets, or diddle, whichever is preferable, about tag teams and matches that you seek out when you need a little 2-on-2 action straight into your veins. I'll call out TLC 1 and 2. Damn it. So you must use at least a smidgen of creativity when answering. How dare you? Thanks for the work you do. Without this channel, my life would be much duller. You guys always leave me in tears when the pod goes off the rails. Very much appreciated. Well, there's one person. Signed 1999 professional bull riding champion, Cody Hart, a.k.a. Alex from Philadelphia. Thank you, Alex from Philly.
Oh my God, yeah, tag team wrestling now. I'm waxing lyrical about tag team wrestling.
Thank you.
Oh my God, yeah.
Is there any matches that you go back to just to feel that feel-good tag team feeling?
DI Wizzle versus FTR Wizzle when they were the Revival, Toronto 2016. It's the first one that came in my mind.
Same here.
Also, anything from Chronic on WCW 2000.
Oh, that's a good pick.
And the Natural Born Thrillers. Not Mike Sanders. He's too average.
Oh, what? He's above average.
I know he is, but he's not Sean O'Hare or Chuck Palumbo.
He's not, you're
Or
right.
maybe even a Sean Stasiak we'll throw in there as well.
Okay.
The perfect event. But yeah, that one from Toronto is the first one that comes to my mind.
Okay, yeah.
First one that came to my mind as well.
Well, tough. Because I
Aside
had
from-
it first,
That's
right?
it. Would you like me to come up with one while you think of another
I'll
one?
say
or-
TLC 1 and 2 as well then.
He said, don't say
Don't
that.
say that.
Specifically not to say that.
Well, around that era in NXT as well, you had FTR Alpha Academy. Was it Alpha Academy? American
certainly
Alpha?
was.
American Alpha.
Oh, no,
American
God,
Alpha.
you're right. Sorry.
And DIY against the AOP. That ladder match, that was good. There was a lot in that era that was really good on the takeover shows.
Well, to mix it up, I'd say Tajiri and Whipwreck versus the last version of the FBI. Little Guido and Tony Mamaluke. God, they destroyed each other.
I've never seen that
work.
match.
Oh, they had a bunch of matches in the last year. The last year of ECW was, but the tag team division was quite stellar. And those lads went out and go, yeah, we've still got a lot of blood in our veins here.
It is a shame that tag team matches cost more than singles matches, which seems weird to say, but we always like, oh, they don't care about the tag team ranks. That's because it costs more, unless it's like, for like a mid-card singles match. Obviously, main event matches probably cost more than tag team matches, but mid-card singles matches probably cost half of a tag team match, and that's why the booker won't put so much stock in them, I guess.
I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, it's probably true, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Also, AEW ones, Bucks and against Hangman and Omega.
Anything the
That was
Bucks and the Lucha Bros did.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
I think that
Cell
was the
one.
best version of both those teams.
Cell
Oh
one was
my
good.
God.
Also, New Day and Usos in Hell in a Cell. That was good.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, one of the 10,000 one of them.
With the
matches.
kendo
Yeah,
sticks.
God, aye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the kendo sticks in the corner of the cell?
I think that wasn't the one I'd go to for them. But I also
Can't remember
can't think
a
of one
specific one. Yeah.
because they had one every bloody week
I know.
for years upon end, and they're always fantastic. So.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Steiner's head shrinkers, isn't it? From
WrestleMania 9, yeah, that's a good one.
Each other.
Yeah.
That's on our list of underrated WrestleMania bangers on the channel right
Where'd
now.
that voice come from? Crazy voiceover playing. Also, the short-lived Doom versus the Four Horsemen feud they had in 1990. Where it's just like, well, Flair's the Black Scorpion. Let's just beat each other up for a bit, eh? Fantastic stuff. All right, well, I hope there's some lovely tag matches to keep you going.
Oh, yes.
G'day, you sexy baggers.
G'day.
Right.
Today, on the 28th of February 2026, is my 30th birthday down under in Australia.
Sorry it's late.
And SmackDown is about to start. People looking at their like, what date is it? As soon as we're saying this. I promise I'll get to a question in a second, but just a little monologue first. The decade of my 20s had some of the biggest changes of my life. I lost my grandmother, my last one, met the love of my life, lost my first cat to cancer, and got my second cat. Graduated university and began teaching primary school. One thing that has been a constant throughout is wrestling YouTube. Back in the WC days, I'd watch you, and now on Cultaholic, I watch the podcast every week, and I watch the other content as much as I can.
The toilet days.
WC, yes, water closet, yes. So to one of the genuinely most consistent parts of my life, thank you. To Maffew, Watchmania, and now the pod, you've made me gut laugh so many times. To Joel, the new kid on the block, the way you've transitioned to be in front of the camera has been awesome. I agree with that.
Oh, thank
And
you.
to Ross, who legitimately is my favorite person ever on YouTube. Wow.
Ah.
I wish you'd stop putting yourself down all the time. You're listening, because I and many of us think you're brilliant. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that.
But that's incorrect, obviously.
Shut up. From a king to a manager, up the pool, it says here, and to a man with some salt in your beard, you are a legend.
It's actually grey
this is
hair.
nice.
I like salt in the beard. That's a good expression.
A little bit of salt and pepper.
So the question, what has been your favorite moment of the last decade of wrestling? Mine was the introduction of The Fiend and the Firefly Funhouse. Oh, you mean actually last 10 years, not decade. Oh, okay, fine. I'd also chuck Hangman Page versus Swerve. I know what I said was incredibly
What's the
neurodivergent.
difference between the last 10 years and a decade?
No, again, you say decade. I went, what, the 2020s?
Oh, right. So you mean 2010 to 2020?
Yeah. Of the 6 years, again, yes, hello. You seem to a wrestling podcast. I also chuck in Hangman Page versus Swerve. The whole feud was 1A. Not A1, whatever, I don't care. Thanks, boys. Here's to another decade. Frank from Brisbane. Thank you, Frank. I
Thank you,
appreciate you
Frank.
sharing all that
Lyman
love with you.
Galar.
It's weird, yet also very appreciative to being part of people's lives just as on in the background. We're just doing our best to entertain as best as we can and hopefully inform and educate while we're at it. That wasn't supposed to be funny. A genuine, huge gut laugh.
That was lovely, that.
Laughing face, oh, that was nice.
We don't educate.
We just edge. Favorite stuff from wrestling in the last 10 years? Let's try and pick one each. Let's nail our flags to the mast. What's the thing we've enjoyed most?
Sami Zayn in the Bloodline angle, that whole angle.
damn it,
That's
my mind.
my
All right.
favorite thing they've done in the last 10 years. Easy.
Outstanding stuff, yeah. And he said Swerve versus Hangman. That was the other bleed one. Gunther, the ring general. From VXV to make me so happy to go to Alberhausen. Yeah, probably for this weekend. To go into NXT, destroying people, changing his name, and then just beating up people. And again, making Chad Gable's kids cry.
Yeah.
Look, I thought you were going to wrestle really well. Oh, I guess you don't love your kid.
His
Fantastic
match,
stuff.
his match against Tyler Bate is one of my favorites in the last 10 years.
Tyler Bate.
If that was in the last 10 years, I don't
He
even know.
got something
now.
watchable out of Pat McAfee, and you can also say you appreciate him because Pat McAfee doesn't know if he's going to come back to WWE, meaning Gunther got rid of him.
Retired him.
The curse is over. Yeah, Gunther.
Legitimately, right? NXT 2.0, that first couple of years.
I know it's legitimate because you're saying it.
Legitimately, the biggest laughs I've had watching wrestling were on the podcast trying to work out what was happening.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. I know a lot of people don't like it because it came from, the black and gold era before that and kick pads and that. It's more serious and then it just complete shift to a different thing. But talking about, cause the big thing about this job sometimes when you're watching wrestling like we do, the enjoyment does leave it a bit. Like when you're trying to think, I should say that about that. Or I'm looking for something to say about this match when there's not too much to say about a match. But that just brought back all the enjoyment. And it was a trip back to the 90s. like gimmicks in wrestling again after like, oh, I'm Serious McSerious face with my kick pads on. Just my kind of wrestling. Characters. One-line characters. That guy is a mobman. That guy.
A mobman.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Mankind, he's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm trying to say now, but yeah.
No, you said it. But yeah.
Watching that, legitimately belly laughs covering that stuff
Yeah,
back
'cause
in
it's
the
just
day.
nonsense, but it embraces the nonsense.
What do you find amusing about come Tuesday eating food?
So passengers while he's having an affair with his manager's
Like it's James Bond.
But 2.0, that's my kind of I obviously can appreciate all different kinds of wrestling. Like, we wax lyrical about AEW today,
Yeah.
so we'd like that kind of wrestling. But NXT 2.0, I fear it's a brand of wrestling or a genre that we'll never see again. Because it came back after so many years of not being there, and now it's largely gone again. And I can't see it coming back.
Yeah. You'll be forced to watch JCW every week. ICP and Big Vito.
And Vince Russo.
Yeah. Changing wrestling.
Yeah.
So thank you, Frank.
Up the Frank.
Up the Franks. Just people named Frank. Hey, yo, to my favorite Big Diddler Energy Trio. Oh, that'd be our Japanese name, wouldn't it? The Big Diddlers and the Big Egg. Hope all is well at Cultaholic HQ. So I am a 35-year-old man and have been watching wrestling since 1999, with a clear first memory of wrestling being Road Dogg being thrown out of ring on an episode of Raw. That was it. Oh, I remember that Road Dogg got thrown out of the ring. I have been to several indie shows in Liverpool and have even seen TNA live in Manchester. So when I tell you that until the year 2026, I believe that the Dudley Boys were in fact actual brothers. Slash half brothers.
Is New Quack here? What the hell is that?
I can't hide my shame. Hoping that you can help hide my shame. My question is, has there ever been any kayfabe law that you believe was real for this long? From former Liverpool striker David
Ngo,
a.k.a. Jamie Rolo 500. Thank you, Jamie. I wasn't laughing. I was thinking about something else funny earlier.
What?
Watch episode of Bob's Burgers before I came here. Sorry, I don't know.
What a show. That's a great question.
That's a good question.
I can't think of an answer, but it's a really good question.
I've actually got one. And again, even though I was a kid, it wasn't until years later until I thought maybe he wasn't telling the truth. Because again, I was not a bright kid by any means. So Hardcore Holly had this gimmick of going, I am well over 400 pounds. Look at me. I should be with the super heavyweights. Big Show, Undertaker, Kane. I beat all of them. Pfft, the cowards compared to me. Big Shot, Hardcore Holly. Amazing gimmick. A while after that, his cousin, Crash Holly, showed up. He's about came up to his chest and went, guess what? I am also well over 400 pounds. And he brought with him scales. Like industrial-sized scales that they use for like UFC when they measure and stuff. And I went, well, he wouldn't bring the scales if he wasn't over 400 pounds. And I just assumed you could look like Crash Holly and be up 400 pounds because that's how muscles work. His muscles were so dense. So I believe that. And I'm like, I don't think you can be 400 pounds on it like that.
There was something on the podcast that I believed for ages that we worked out maybe 2 years ago, maybe a year, and I can't remember what it was.
I feel like there's been a few, but you just can't. They don't come to mind.
There was one. Someone in the
definitely had
comments will
some.
know. It was in the last 2 to 3 years, I reckon, where something I believed for. It wasn't thinking Total Divas was real at the start. I've admitted that. And that's fine.
That's ridiculous.
That's fine. I was at uni. I think I was drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Until that Naomi shoot her in Granada, I thought that was a documentary. But there was some. I can't remember what it was. Sat here. Someone in the comments will know. But that's my answer. Whatever the commenter says.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really hard to think. It's a good question, and I will think about it because I'm sure there's loads of examples.
Oh, do you think like Kane and Undertaker were really brothers?
No, I knew that one.
Okay,
I don't
Maybe I did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
They're both really tall, you know.
Yeah, that's how it works, right?
Oh, I wish I could remember mine. I can't remember what it was though.
Oh. Oh, I also thought Psychosis in WCW. He had the mask, amazing looking mask, but he'd have his hair sticking out like crazy, like Aretha Franklin looking hair. And I thought that was his real hair. until he took it off. He took his mask off and the
Well,
hair
yeah.
came with it. I went, oh, no, wait a minute. You can fake the mask,
That's
not the
easily
hair.
done. You can believe that.
2003 Kane really ruined that for all the wrestlers, didn't he?
Yeah.
But then
completely.
Abyss had one, didn't he, on the Raw recently? He had a very convincing wig.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the AJ Styles appreciation night.
Was that a wig?
Of course it was. He's got short, he's got like slick back hair now, hasn't he? It's not long.
Yeah.
Can I change my pick? As I just said. I hate that you said that. No.
You don't watch WWE Unreal?
No.
He got a
there you go.
bollocking, didn't he?
Pish.
Yeah, it's bad. Right. Well,
I'm stunned silence now. I'm sorry. If you have any other questions or thoughts or breaking kayfabe, you can, of course, send them to mailbag@cultaholic.com.
It's Cultaholics. Big question.
What a lovely podcast.
Oh, yes.
And still time for just a little bit more with this week's big question, which is Cody versus Randy the right decision for WrestleMania main event?
I'm going to
of them.
go yes, you know.
Why is that?
I'm disappointed that Drew won't walk in as champion. That would have been a good thing for him. But I go back to my point earlier on about Undertaker and Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 25. We're not on last, are we? We'll show you. Drew McIntyre, I'm not going to be your champion walking in, facing Jacob Fatu. We'll light the fire under their arse and we'll get a better match because of it. Because Drew will have the fire lit under his arse, unless, of course, he is just demoralised now and he's done with the life. Done with the life. Done with the life as a wrestler.
I must go. My home planet needs me.
Done with life as a WWE
Drew
superstar.
died on the way back to Fife.
So I think, if obviously there's a story to be told there with Cody and Randy. The match itself, I think Sami Zayn will get involved because having a Randy Orton match in 2026 as your main event at WrestleMania might not be the most like. Whoa. So I think maybe a Sami heel turn will spruce things up a bit. But I think if you look at both sets of players involved, I think it'll turn out all right in the end. So I'm going to say yes. It's the right call.
Okay.
I think I agree. I think it's the right call as well. Like we said earlier, I would not want to see Cody versus Drew again at Mania. I just no interest in that match. And I wouldn't want to see Randy and Drew again. So I think Cody and Randy, it works because we haven't seen that. There's loads of history you can tell. You can still build to it. There's loads of time to build to it. If I was like dream booking, I think I would prefer the idea of the multi-man match that people were talking about, where it was like Randy, Cody, Drew, Fatu,
Aleister Black.
maybe Trick, maybe Sammy. I don't know. I think that'd just be fun because that was
Johnny Gargano.
No.
The box. That's all Johnny
you're
Gargano.
being silly now. You're being silly now.
Oh, you started it.
But I'm okay with this. It feels like a main event, you know. It feels like a big time thing. I don't think the match quality will be great because it's going to be really slow. But yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely fine with it. Like he said as well, Drew is just that guy that he can. It's not really harming him too much.
No.
He can always be in the main event scene.
Oh, that's another thing I hadn't thought, though. It's a good point. Like, Drew's not harmed by this by any means.
I don't
Crowd
think so.
love him.
Yeah,
The king of Twitter, they call him.
it was a good
Not those
title
face.
reign.
But yeah, I'm very much in the negative camp.
That's fair.
Make it interesting. I'm glad they're doing a singles match, a multi-man match after winning Elimination Chamber and all that stuff. I think that would tarnish what they've been setting up there. I think the crowd's going to be really into it. It's going to be, again, it's for the casuals because God knows wrestling fans aren't probably buying tickets to this. So Randy versus Cody makes sense. I'm going to make up a rumor and say that Randy was supposed to wrestle Drew, but then because of Drew giving that leg knackering, back knackering thing in the ropes.
Oh, yeah.
Last time they wrestled, they went, no. I want a reliable workhorse in
That's the
Cody.
first time someone suplexed me in the ropes, he said.
They're openly saying it. Like, ooh, me back. Me one bump. Yeah, it makes sense. The crowd's going to go nuts for it. I did think it was very amusing when I was streaming on the day after Elimination Chamber. Barely anybody had watching the pay-per-view the day beforehand or had followed it. So I said, well, you know, Randy won, and the comments were just filled going, Randy Orton won the Elimination Chamber. He's going to Mania. And people were blown away going, what's that pick about? But again, they're going to go with that. Fine. Randy is insanely popular. Always will be. He'll do very little. The match will be whatever. The crowd will go nuts for it. The little people that are there. But Drew versus Cody was right there. I know that they did the thing where it goes, if you do this, then you can have a challenge for it again. But we could just do the MJF thing. Cody going, look, Drew, come on. You got me where you need me. What do you want me to do to get the thing? And Drew being a dick just on TV. That would have been some great segments building up to it. Make him do, you know, do these 3 stipulations, whatever. There'll be something there Drew could have done, and then, realized, oh no, I've given you that match. Oh, bollocks. And we'll get that. It's been built up for months upon months upon months. To be blown off on SmackDown is odd to me. As I said beforehand, a 3-week build to Randy versus Drew at the biggest show of the year, the biggest match of either night 1 or night 2, when we had this 6-month thing. I don't get it.
I just feel like we've had this big build and we've had this big feud of Cody versus Drew for months and months and months. But I haven't enjoyed hardly any of it. I think it's been not a very good story, not a very entertaining build. The match has been all right, but I just have no interest in seeing another one or the feud carrying on. I'm done with it.
That could be the thing. People could say, "Oh, is that what they're giving us?" But they're also, as I just said, crapping on their own stipulations. What's the point of having played Rumble Elimination Chamber if Cody is going to do? I'm with the fans now. What's the point of even getting invested in that?
But then Drew McIntyre has made a rod for his own back by getting involved all the times he's been involved.
True, but I don't think people, as we just saw that bloody YouTube video, people do not like that plot line.
Yeah, it definitely
so maybe
diminishes.
doing that at Mania, then no one's like that. After we did so well last year with Cena versus Cody, so yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I think it'll be brilliant because it's 2 proper workers who will sell and
I love your collection of voices.
Let their moves breathe, like Joe Hendry did at Vengeance Day.
Ross will be selling a CD of these voices after the show.
Right
next, you'll find him right next to Danhausen and his boot of
We need a
shirt.
soundboard we can press.
No, we don't need one of them. That'll be a disaster for the podcast.
Always
Be
get
sat
carried
there
away.
all the time, like Kevin Dunn.
I'd be like, I ain't paying attention to Ross. I just like the sound of this.
Get a laughing track on.
Also say this, Punk versus Roman is a case of like Cody versus Randy, where we're putting 2 very popular guys together and they're going to beef. Great.
Yeah.
However, those guys have years of storyline to go back through. And I do like that bit of WWE where they go, remember that canon event that happened? Remember all the stuff with Roman? Yeah, we're going to keep on referencing that. And people are going to go, yeah, a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
So it can always be brought up and make sense and have people really invest in it. Randy versus Cody, we're going to get, do you know who my dad is? Do you know who my dad is? Well, my dad did.
I think there's loads that can pull back. Legacy?
Jinx!
Oh, you know what we need right now? References to Ted DiBiase Jr. Let's have a quick Google and see what good things he's doing with himself nowadays.
Well, yeah.
Manu. Remember when he beat up that jobber?
Oh, they don't mention Manu.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
What else is there?
Proper Legacy.
What are you talking about? It was the QB of the Legacy.
Yeah.
I need to do this for my dad. No, my dad's Legacy. No.
Even just the past couple of years when they've been mates. And yeah.
You know what they might do? Because I never thought about the Ted DiBiase factor of the Legacy thing.
Never did I.
Bring it like Cody is the new John Cena, isn't he, in many respects? So they could tie it into that feud from way back in the day. Orton versus Cena. Like now it's now it's Orton versus Cody. My God, we're long into this podcast. I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm not doing it very well. Orton's career feud was John Cena. He is now feuding with the new John Cena, so they can tie it all together that way with history.
But Randy was always heel.
And he can be now.
Ooh. People like him
I
too
think
much.
he won't be. He can't be.
You know what? I'll say this though. I've just managed to turn myself into liking what the next segment's going to be on TV, them face to face, because there's no way they're going to be. Cody's going to get booed.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no getting around it.
Yeah.
It'll be a mixture.
They'll be cheering. Don't get me wrong, but in a popularity contest,
It's Randy every day, isn't it? Yeah.
Cody could go, I've paid off all your mortgages, and it's still booing. So, yeah.
How interesting, hey?
That was a half decent debate there. I like that.
What a long podcast.
I like how we're always surprised about a half decent debate. Not as surprised as sincerity like you displayed at the end of the mailbag. I can't believe that. I'll be thinking about that in bed this evening.
What's sincerity?
Your sincerity of just like, oh, we're here to
Why are you laughing at that?
teach and learn.
That was a belly laugh.
It's a lovely, lovely speech.
Hey, I thought you were going to do that crazy laugh I did, but I don't want to listen back when I laughed at that.
Oh, you sound like a duck, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That was mad.
That's all right. I'm proud of my son.
Oh, God.
Well, we've talked long enough.
Christ
It's been
alive.
a lovely podcast for us. Hopefully, you people at home. If so, why have you listened all this way? You looned. Joe, what have you got to plug until
You
next
looned?
week? Loon.
Oh.
Loon.
Bob,
Oh, you'll be singing. Fantastic.
Oh God, a list went up recently. I just can't remember what it was.
Fantastic, Joel.
Bobby Lashley's taking a breather from AEW duties to appear on Cultaholic Wrestling's live stream for Revolution 2026. When the show is going on live, come right to this YouTube channel if you are watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, go to Cultaholic Wrestling on YouTube. Sam Driver and Bobby Lashley will be live, taking you through the event with laughs and all sorts of japery.
I love that we can do that, but we just spent all that time mocking El Grande Americano and original El Grande Americano. Bobby Lashley be on AEW.
One's legal, one's not. Our Bobby Lashley is legally Bobby Lashley.
The one AEW is the illegal one.
Yeah.
Is that the evil?
It's good again.
Evil
It's good
twin.
again.
And while you're on the channel, why don't you check out legit wrestler beefs you didn't know about?
Oh, I like the thumbnail for that because it showed AJ Styles and Batista, and I'm unaware of their beef. I'll have to watch that video, and I'll be smarter.
Crispy
Because you're
beef.
getting educated.
Hot and spicy
See?
crispy
I like
beef, that is.
We're all hungry. I put out a Botchamania that I was so thrilled to be doing with my busy schedule. I forgot to plug it, but it is still online, which is a miracle.
Maybe you should not plug any more then, if it stayed online.
That has been a thought. It's like those planes going like low to the ground that get underneath the radar detection.
Nice bit of secrecy, innit? Like,
Yeah.
when's he going to publish next? You're like the
Where will
phantom
he strike?
raspberry blower.
Oh, that's a reference now. Bloody hell. Well, we can't end that. So thank you very much. You've been magnificent. Patreon.com/Cultaholic and mailbag@cultaholic.com. Joel, Ross, Maffew, the silent Sam at the back.
Yeah, sorry, Sam. It's been a long time for Sam sat there.
Peking Pig to his friends.
I'm going to do my work after this.
Oh, God.
This will be the final podcast with multicam.
It'll just be the final podcast that goes this long ever again.
And then
Yeah,
Sam
that's
is
fair.
telling us now that was the practice for the multicam
Oh
setup.
my
now
God.
we're doing the real
Right
one
there.
after this. So now we're going to look at this and
The
say
noise that the phantom raspberry blower would do.
3, 2, 1.